problems and all my bitterness just seemed passe. Because I realized as soon as I said it, how long it'd take to swim from Jones Beach to Indonesia. And maybe you're waiting on a call from me. And maybe you're working at a crowded restaurant, and you know all he's got a life so fucked up. You don't know what happened. Just like you saw me working at some restaurant in Paris, 'cause my life was just so fucked up, and I don't know how it happened. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to a very special I Couldn't Sleep stream. And then I saw this and I was like, this seems fucking stupid. Let's talk about this shit. How's everyone doing? Thank you very much to Cool Anime Girls for the 5, which was Beckett. Congrats on your and Diesel's kid. He let the cat out of the bag that he's pregnant with your kid earlier. First I've heard about it, but yay me. And Shell, thank you for the gifted Cope and Seed membership. 07, thanks very much appreciated. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Okay, so full disclosure, I've got the actual chart. This is the actual chart. You can see Reservoir moving his little mouse there. I saw this. I saw like Oggy tweet out stream soon, just catching up on some stuff that I've missed. Luckily, I was sent this very handy graph, and I think I've got it all figured out. Reservoir has been like building a chart. Now, for those that don't know, this trend is a long-running thing in Twitch politics, but the person who's sort of most famous for it, I guess, if that's a good way to put it, is probably President Sunday. President Sunday used to do like state of play streams where he'd basically mind map out his entire, like, I guess, friendship bracket with everybody. And like it was just a great bit of content because it would change year to year depending on how his, like, he'd go through the old one and then be like, yeah, I hate this person now. So you're gonna talk about your buddy Willie crashing on Twitter today, or are we gonna sit this one out? I have not been on Twitter today. This is like the first I've seen. You can send me stuff though, Lima, or at me in it. I don't fucking know, but I know there's like a Willie obsession at the moment. It depends what it is. And then I'll give you a take. I call that a rape list, but go on. True. Rape list is another good way to put it. Metal Man with 2. This is madness. I like it. It's really solid. It's really solid. Fuck, I'm gonna have to look up what Willie's been doing. So there's gonna be a thing. I saw the whole fucking, like, I watched Queeman go over some of the, like, state of play shit the other night, and I was like, okay. I have, like, I don't know, I thought the idea of Alec Gekmo leading a kind of counter war with the RFC crowd and potentially against Nick was pretty funny. We'll see how that turns out. It's like, I think at one point somebody was like, oh, you know, we're kind of a minority in the audience now, and I'm like, well, yeah, Nick's moved over to like the Ethan stuff. We'll see. It could be a fun little civil war. Willie or Lumpy Willie? I'm assuming Willie, otherwise like Lima would have said Lumpy, I guess. I'm so glad I'm not on this list. You should be on this list. You are a core part of all this. Hamish with member for 9 months. Is this a flowchart or a diagram for a demon summoning ritual? Well, it's Resi, so could be either. I don't know if this even counts as a flowchart. I only called it a flowchart because there's like arrows between each thing. I like the way it's like new commentary. Why is Dickard stretched? Fuck me. Okay, cool. Resi did say when he sent me this I can phone him, so we are going to phone Resi and ask his opinions on this. I do have his stream where he started building it. We're going to go over a little bit of that as well. I'm very interested to hear his thoughts on all this. So we'll phone Resi. That's so fucking dumb. Right, okay, I probably need Twitter. Work out what the fuck this Willie thing is. Now the question is, would Lima DM me? Or would Lima just randomly at me in like 20 fucking tweets? I actually love my maps, but sweet Jesus, Beckett, this might be more autistic than me. Look at some of these things. Like Gecko and Spongile have their own little. They've got their own shapes. I hear we're attached to each other. Where am I? Okay, I'm here. Why am I so big? Why are we our own little thing? Okay, what the fuck? Okay, so Op Block is like a cancerous growth on me. Is that what we're doing? Stylo's... I don't think this is right. I don't think this is right, okay? I don't think Stylo would be a cancerous growth on Chud. I think Stylo... Hold on, can I edit this? Can I... I'm like on view only. You're a viewer on the board. I'd have to log in. I think this should go, like, over to Queeman. Surely. Like, surely Stylo is part of Queeman's thing. Stylo's like Queeman's handler. What does this mean? JFTI? Who the fuck is JFTI? What the fuck is JFTI? Am I being retarded? Lyrics is like over that. Harmful opinions. Nicandros, that makes sense. Though I'd probably put Nicandros a bit closer. Where's Kel's connection to Matt Pitt? True. True. Matt Pitt, I don't think Matt Pitt's coming back anytime soon. Where is Gilded on the chart? I don't think Resi knows that Gilded exists. Jack Wog with a 5. I don't know what's a more schizo map, this or the Marathon Infinity timeline map. Fuck only knows. That's Liam Donovan now. This list is already incorrect. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and poke Resi. Econo Boy. Is Econo Boy to... Okay, so Econo Boy is like old Twitch poll. So you've got like Straighter Aid, Pisco, Josiah. I don't know who Josiah is. To Hutch. Oh, fuck. I heard... Okay. Okay, hold on. I think I can find this, actually. So Cherry tweeted this out, but let's just go to Cherry's thing. Because there was something with Foodshops recently. Where is it? I think it was Cherry. Yes, it's this. Okay. So Cherry's got like a new account and she's re-involving herself. This is Foodshops. So for people who don't know, Foodshops is like a famous lolicon. Foodshops is like a famous lolicon, and recently they got phoned by Hutch apparently. I just just watch her face.
Listen, I just wanted to, stop by and say what's up. But listen, I'm putting together a team. Like, we got to get a team going of like fucking strong liberals, all right? So like, you're in the network now, and maybe we can have some conversations in the future and try to like build up a movement of. I just want people to be rational. That's like, be rational.
Listen, I heard you were quite rational about Lolicon. Would you like to be in a liberal network with me, Hutch? What the fuck are you doing? What is actually going on? This is amazing. What a fucking timeline to exist in.
Be pragmatic. Have goals, have dreams, all that. That's great. Have aspirations, but just be pragmatic. And we need all the help we can get.
Okay.
This is actually incredible. This is actually... You can see even Foodshops is like, me? Yes, it's just like her face is like, what? Are you sure? Oh, dude, absolutely fucking incredible content at the moment. I can't wait to see Foodshops enter the Hutch circle. That's like one of those things that's gonna pay fucking dividends. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I was an investor, I'd be like, I know where my money's going. Fucking incredible. Okay, so Foodshops is now attached to Hutch. Absolutely fucking banging. You got Erudite over here, linked to Destiny, obviously. with Wu, Connor, Darius, tomfoolery. I don't think this is fair. Like, listen, I'll say a lot of bad things about Destiny, but I don't know if tomfoolery is attached to him. Wick with the fucked up. Who the fuck is Tally? I don't know why Mantis is even on this fucking thing, but that is funny. Oh, okay. Resi's phoning me. Resivir, congratulations on your schizo map.
That, like, yeah, I know. Here you go. Do you like the interactivity that I can literally send you a link and you can start going through and being like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, I enjoy this. It's nice. I like Nux and Cheeto. I don't know why they're... Wait, hold on. Explain something to me. Why is Diddy Dan attached to Nux?
Because Nux Taku went on a podcast with Tectone and Dan, and they were not only extremely friendly with one another, completely copacetic. This was after Tectone was like, oh my god, I didn't realize that my father was a rapist. And then like he literally immediately brought Dan and Nux Taku on to shit on Hassan.
Right, okay. Sure.
Yep.
That makes sense, I guess. I suppose he did like the thing with Erudite that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I was gonna watch that today, but like, yeah, like for some reason, you know, like, yeah, the schizo board does schizo board things, man. Like, you know, like that's it.
Okay.
And do you realize like people have been DMing me all day to argue about like who like they like and whatnot? Like Hellbent literally was like, can you please like at least let people know with this that Gecko fucking hates me?
Why is Hellbent so large?
What is the size of the circles? The size of the circles is completely random.
Okay.
There is no meaning to the size of the circles, but yes, some people got larger circles or got their circles put on top of other people because I was being snarky to them. Yes, I am more than willing to admit that, and I'm going to keep doing it.
Okay, why is Stylo attached to Chud?
Because I feel like Stylo in my mind palace. Okay, and mind you, all of these things you have to add in Resi's mind palace, a magical, horrifying world. I feel like Stylo is, at least from my view of it, seems more connected to Chud than Queeman.
Okay, I think you're fucking high, but sure, buddy.
I could be, yeah.
I
also don't interact with Stylo. Like, all I see is like him in Chud's chat, like just being like super like.
I don't think you can have Stylo there and not Bugs Wonder.
Well, no, because I put Bug over here under Queeman because Bug is like doing a lot of like effort to I mean he's the logger. He finds all the logs and shit and spreads it here. Yeah, he does spread to Chud too, but it's like, yeah, that's why there is like this dotted line in between Chud and new commentary of like tacit support.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
That's fine. You're missing Kristen Ark, by the way.
I don't know Kristen Ark enough. I don't watch anything. I haven't watched enough of his stuff to even be able to place him here.
Okay, you can just place him by me and Toastify.
Yeah, well, that's fine. But the thing is, like, you are gonna get you are soon to get moved. I'm actually just gonna be moving you into Artcom. I'm not gonna put you as a friendly thing. I'm just putting you in Artcom. I'm gonna put you like half in Artcom, sort of like how Diorio is half in commentary, Ethan's half in the canceled pest squad.
Thanks, buddy.
Like
I appreciate that.
You are going to be because you are the breach of Artcom to everyone else. They have chosen you as their head speaker, and because you humanized Leo Convoy, therefore you are you're like the half dick in of Artcom. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's probably fair. Listen, I'm not going to argue with you. That's probably fair. But I don't. Yeah. Okay, so Nicandros says that he needs a connection to card posting, which I think is fair. Like,
yeah, whatever. I don't care. I only added card posting because I know Queeman watches his stuff and just like giggles and shit.
There you
and
go.
That's literally all I know about card posting.
I've set you
up. Know what, Nicandros, buddy? Hey, take a look. Guess what? There you go. Nicandros, would you say you're friends with him or you're sympathetic to him? Like, do you talk to him regularly or what?
Well, I mean, he helped him with things, with the Gunter stuff. So Beckett's basically an outlet for cartoon obsessed. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Whatever. Okay. Why is Deckers so wide?
Because Dickers, when I first initially did this, I thought he was kind of straddling the fence between Commentary South and
Yes,
New
I've taught him well.
Commentary. Originally. And then now I'm leaving him as wide as he is because I think it's very funny to give him a single ball that is Babka and like leave him like kind of in here. But for the most part, you know, if I'm going to be talking about how I view Dickers, for the most part, I don't think he's taken some snipes on Twitter, but for the largesse of what he's doing, he's just been like kind of going in on Cameron for a while. So he's not, I think, directly involved in like as much. Mind you, I haven't seen the Twitter space that apparently just happened. Where I guess Willie Mack accused him of doxing him or something. I don't really know what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody
I
said something to I think Lima said something to me about
Yeah,
Willie Mack
so
on Twitter today.
I
I've got no
know-
fucking idea.
Yeah, I think it's like currently happening, I want to say. But the thing is, from what I can tell, I understand the JStock end of it because I was gonna actually cover the JStock tweets of it. But yeah, Willie Mack got his fiance doxed by Bad Empanada. Destiny posted about it. JStock apparently reposted it, and it seems that is what Willie Mack accused JStock of doxing him for.
Wait, hold on. So
Yeah, I know.
So
This is again loose understanding. I'm not like fully. I haven't like looked into it like enough to be super confident, but that's my general gist of what's going on, at least from JStock's side of it.
okay, that sounds like a fucking headache.
Yeah, welcome to hell. Welcome to bro. Do you see what I'm looking at? Do you see this? Is this not a headache? Is this entire thing not just a fucking headache? It's
wait,
all
why
a
is
headache.
why is Papa Gut in Commentary South?
Um,
What the fuck is
I don't know, I
Commentary
kind of-
South? Isn't
what do
like,
you mean?
what the fuck is that? What is Commentary South?
So Commentary South is a reference to a Ryle Kittenhouse post where I believe it was about 4 to 5 months ago. He said, join Commentary North in their fight against Commentary South and Nick's slave plantation. So I've been calling them Commentary South ever since then. And I will be continuing to do this, right?
Okay.
Papa Gut seems to have been extremely sympathetic, at the very least to Ethan. And for what it's worth, I probably could move him,
Where the
up,
fuck did you put Ethan?
kind of like half dicked in. Because I think like Papa Guts, if I'm not mistaken, has expressed sympathies for Willie Mack and
Tommy
Diorio,
doesn't
and
give a fuck about Ethan.
Okay, I know he doesn't have I don't have a link from Tommy to Ethan, do I?
Where's the Ethan? Where's Ethan?
Ethan is like half
Oh,
in the
here.
Canceled Pest Squad.
Okay.
Yeah, he's brown with like
Surely,
nuts and
Papa
shit.
Gut should be like up here with Ethan, not in Commentary
Probably.
South.
Yeah, probably, but like, think of how fucked that's gonna make. Like these two things where he's fighting with Aiden and like Queeman's ragging on him. Like, it's gonna fuck these lines up.
Wait,
I
when
just
did
haven't done
Queeman and
that
Aiden?
yet.
Why are Queeman and Aiden fighting with Papa Gut? I feel like I've missed so
Well,
much. There's another person
No.
called
Papa Gut,
Starburst or
Papa
something, and
Gut's
I've got
been-
no idea what
Papa
the fuck
Gut's
they
been
are.
on stream. No, Papa Gut was on stream talking shit on Aiden, and Queeman just goes in on Papa Gut because he just kind of lies about stuff with regards to like the CPS call and stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's next, dude? What's next? What's the next one?
Beckett is clueless. Yeah, like, do you guys see how much of this drama I fucking ignore? I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, dude. You realize there are people that are in these dramas who have no idea what any of this is. All right, I had Cherry come in to say, "Tay, make Ryle not an orbiter of JStock," and I'm like, "No, I'm leaving him there, but I will make you larger as like a character because I was originally gonna separate her from JStock." She's like, "No, it's okay if I'm underneath," but like, and I'm like, "All right, well, I'm making you larger then, just to like compensate for it." So yeah, yeah.
Okay, Papa Gut had a direct contact to Ethan so he could get Shitty Teddy fresh merch and do the truffle shuffle and struggle to put the merch on because he's so fat. Thanks, Jogan. Appreciate that.
Jogan, hey, Jogan, I want to let you know, thank you for letting me know that. I am now creating the line of friendship for Ethan and Papa Gut. Congratulations. Jogan, line of friendship. There you go.
Okay. Okay, that's so.
Yeah.
Do the lines mean like what do the lines like dotted or hard mean?
Okay, so straight line, not dotted, angie. Dash line, friendly, and dotted line, sympathy.
Okay. So wait, dotted line sympathy, straight line angry.
Yep.
Dashy line friendly. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Why the fuck is Chud? Where's Chud? Why is Chud sympathetic to me, or am I sympathetic to Chud?
You're mutually sympathetic to one another.
It's fucking
Yeah.
Christ. Simp Man.
What the fuck do you mean?
How much to put
you
Simp
both,
Man in
you
the
both
graveyard?
Are, no,
Jesus.
shut up. You are mutually sympathetic to Chud. That is the best way to describe your tsundere like relationship that you have with this guy. You have a tsundere relationship where you both take these little stupid snipes and shit, and it's very cute, very tsundere because you care.
Okay, what's JFTI?
James from the internet.
Right. Okay. Cool. Okay. Aiden wants to be
yeah,
added to the call.
James,
I'm gonna add Aiden. To
Yeah,
the call.
he's not in the drama, but like I don't know. I just wanted to include him. You know.
Well, I mean, he does like to be included, which is why he's phoning me and being like, "Please include me." Right, Aiden.
So, Beckett, are we ready to finally denounce Willie Mack show and take a position on something?
I don't know what the fuck's going on, so no. I've got no idea what the fuck is happening. Hold on, Dickers wants to be added to the fucking call.
Oh, of
That's
course
fine.
he does. He's going to say a
apparently
lot
Oh,
of
Simp
nothing.
shut
Man-
the fuck up, Aiden. You
By the
just
way, I
messaged
wanna
me
let everybody
asking to be
know,
added. Don't be
hello,
such-
excuse me. I want to let everybody know Simp Man has been asked to be added to the graveyard. Tommy C has lost his only orbiter. This is tragic news for Tommy C.
Okay, I've added...
I've literally been stabbed in the fucking gut and besmirched. My name has been dragged through the fucking mud. And Aiden's over here trying to add me to the call. Add me to. You haven't been
Wait,
affected
Beckett,
at all,
who-
little bro.
Wait, Beckett, then why would you add me if you were now complaining that... Oh, wait, that's stickers. Sorry.
Okay,
Keep
so
going.
what's your fucking problem, Dickers?
Willie Mack show in sniping at fucking J Stalk because he hates him has said
Yeah, I
that
know.
I'm fucking like retweeting his docs and shit. Okay,
Okay,
let me
well,
explain,
again, I
right?
haven't reviewed that yet. If you Dickers,
Yeah, like,
if you,
okay,
I'm not
Resi doesn't
angry
know
with
what's
you.
going on, and
I
neither
haven't
do I.
reviewed it yet,
So can
but
you
guess
either
what?
explain
Guess
what the
Dickers?
fuck is
I'm adding
going on?
you. I'm
about
no,
to.
Dickers. No, Dickers. I'm adding you to give you your own little line of your own little attack on Commentary South.
Okay, so basically, okay, chronologically from my fucking point of view,
Oh,
right?
Jesus Christ.
Destiny
this is
puts
gonna
out a
be gay.
tweet retweeting a clip of Ban and Panada that's posted on Twitter, okay? And he retweets it saying anything is justified against Ban and Panada. I reply and I'm like crying about like, oh, isn't this hypocritical, Destiny? Oh, wow, Destiny's against doxing. Basically like gay shit like that, right?
Mhm.
Anyway, I'm like spurging about with like DGGers, we're rolling around the mud. I check 2 hours later, Destiny's now blocked me. So then I quote retweet a clip of Queeman talking about this Destiny tweet, and then say, yeah, Destiny's so sensitive. Look, he's like, you know, he blocked me even for like calling him out or whatever. Anyway, I then get like somebody lets me know at what like 5 hours ago. By the way, Willie Mack show is like not happy about this quote retweet that you did. It's like spreading his docs or whatever the fuck. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Anyway, what I didn't realize.
Wait, just
I'm
to
not-
clarify. Wait, before we move on, just to clarify.
Mhm.
If I was to just, no context, if I was to click on your tweet and look at the two images that were contained in your tweet, in either of those images, can you see any of Willie Mack's personal information?
No. No.
But so
Someone
and
send me
just
the
to
fucking
clarify,
tweet. Someone send me the fucking tweet. Someone
he's
send me the
delete
fucking tweet.
Dickers. So Dickers is like a bitch that likes to bend over and take
Let
it up the
me-
ass.
no,
so he deleted the
no.
tweet.
God.
But
Okay,
So,
someone send me a
let me
screenshot of the
explain
fucking
it.
tweet. Oh, holy shit. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Aiden, fish in your
so
Discord for a
retarded.
minute. So I hear that he's not happy about it. I'm like, fine, fair play. You know, abundance of caution. It's not worth it for a stupid fucking tweet, right? So if he thinks that I'm spreading his docs or whatever, I didn't even realize it was in there, to be completely honest with you. But anyway, so
But
I
it wasn't in there.
Okay, but fuck me.
it's nested like 10 layers deep. All right. I'll explain it.
How's it?
It's a little
Okay.
bit complicated.
Okay.
You're overcomplicating this. Let me just explain it. Okay,
Okay,
I'm
then
sorry.
go
I need
ahead.
to just, let me just explain it.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to
So in
explain it
shut,
because it is
please,
complicated.
please,
Go on.
please.
I'm gonna kill
It's not
myself.
complicated. You're making it 10 times more complicated than it has to be. Okay. This is okay. So this is the tweet right here. All right. This is the tweet in question. If we were to look in screenshot 1, we see Destiny quote tweeting this Gato Fumador guy who is showing a video of Bad Empanada. Within that video of Bad Empanada is going over Willie's docs. Now, Destiny's quote tweeting that to make a point against Bad Empanada, because like Bad Empanada does this to other people, so it's fair game. Because in the video, Bad Empanada is doxing Willie. Now, Dickers screenshots Destiny's tweet, quote tweeting that video, and post the screenshot. So you can't actually like see the video. You can see the video, but you can't actually watch the video that's going over that docs. Now, that's the thing that Willie is now saying, okay, well, actually, I don't feel bad or whatever that Jay Stalk is, or no, Willie claims that Jay Stalk is retweeting his docs, his bride's docs, and where they're going to be at. Right.
Okay.
And what he's and what he's referring to is this Dickers tweet, because Jay Stalk retweeted it. Nowhere in this Dickers tweet can you see Willie's docs, his bride's docs, or where they're going to be at. Right.
Somebody send me
Well,
Jay
that's
Stalk's
not
tweet.
quite true. Okay.
Like,
So, the problem that he
Aiden
has.
is wrong. Okay, shut up. I'm gonna add Queeman to the call. Fuck me, you're also retarded.
No. So the issue that he has is with the video, okay, that I quote retweeted. Because Queeman is looking at Destiny's response, okay? God. So this is what I'm saying. I quote retweeted a clip of Queeman looking at the Destiny response that I got blocked underneath, okay? So everyone is talking about the Destiny response. The video that Destiny quote retweeted does have Willie Mack's doxxing. But Queeman isn't looking at that. The video just autoplays because Destiny has quote retweeted that video, right? And so you have to look at my tweet, then click on that video, and then sit through like half of it to be even able to like see anything. Nobody's discussing Willie's docs. Nobody's amplifying Willie's docs. You'd have to go 7 layers deep in order to even like see any of it.
Isn't that what I just said?
Oh,
No, so
it's not
Willie
what
isn't-
you just
Willie
said.
isn't
You
annoyed.
were
Stop,
saying
stop,
that there was
stop,
no
shut up.
way to
Yeah,
see it,
Queeman.
but there is a way to see it. You
Okay.
can see it by clicking through onto Destiny tweet.
Okay, so who?
Not the Destiny tweet, throwaway tweet.
Okay, so on this throwaway tweet, which is what got wait, hold on. So on the throwaway tweet, which is Destiny called to kill and tried to dox Screaman, by Destiny's logic, all's fair against him and his fans. So what exactly did throwaway put out?
So throwaway clipped my stream where I pull up Destiny's tweet. I see it while I'm streaming. I pull up Destiny's tweet. I always see what Destiny's saying. I just start talking about it. I just say, immediately, obviously, I just start talking. I say, obviously, by Destiny's logic, anyone can do anything against him. Obviously, I'm against that, but that's what he's saying.
Sure.
That's point's pretty clear. And the video just auto plays in the background. No audio, nothing. It's just like the tweet's pulled up. The tweet's on screen, so the video plays.
You can't even
And then
say that
throwaway-
Queeman is really watching Bad Empanada. It just happens to autoplay in the background. The
Yeah, it's
audio's
like clear.
on.
I've just pulled up the Destiny tweet. That's legit all that's happening. I've pulled up this Destiny quote tweet. Throwaway clips that moment from my stream where I'm talking about that and puts that on Twitter. This
Yeah, but
gets
wait.
No, stop.
maybe
stop.
2,000 views initially.
Okay.
Maybe 2,000.
Okay,
Whereas the
my-
Destiny tweet, which was still up past the point where Willie Mack was complaining about Jay Stalk, the Destiny tweet had over 250,000 views.
Sure. Again, I'm not accusing anyone of doxing here. I'm trying to make sense of. Okay, so what you guys appear to be telling me is that you were watching a video without audio.
No. Okay.
No, you got it totally
the
wrong.
reason-
Okay. Queeman's
The reason-
overcomplicating
okay,
it.
I'm not. No one's overcomplicating it.
What matters is,
Let-
wait, excuse me, sir. What matters is the specific tweet that Jay Stalk retweeted did not contain the docs. Am I correct?
Not really. Because if you look at the
It's
throwaway
half
tweet,
correct.
it is
It's like
included
half
in the
correct.
quote.
Wait, but the throwaway
next
tweet
to
isn't in the one he retweeted.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Wait, in that.
I quote retweeted the throwaway tweet.
It's
Okay.
a quote tweet of the throwaway tweet.
And in the throwaway tweet,
It's like
does
that's why
the
it's so
throwaway
retarded.
tweet-
It's fucking 6 layers deep.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
everyone's been
Yeah.
fucking reposting it.
Okay, so what is in the throwaway tweet specifically?
A clip
The
of
throwaway
Queen's
tweet
stream
is a
where he's
clip of
discussing
my
the Destiny
stream where I'm looking at the Destiny clip, the Destiny quote tweet of the Gator Fumidor clip of a bad empanada video.
Okay, but to be clear, you were talking about it. Did in that clip Destiny reveal that information about Willie, or is it just Destiny showing some of the video without the information in it?
No, it's Gator Fumidor posting the information posting the video with the information in it. Destiny
Right.
quote tweeting that, me reviewing that, throwaway clipping that, Dickers quote tweeting that, and then JStalk retweeting that.
This is so retarded. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
apparently, Willie Mack Show messages Destiny and asks him to remove that tweet, which Destiny does. And then I believe after Destiny takes it down, then JStalk goes to Destiny's
Untrue.
Twitter community.
Incorrect.
No.
Incorrect. It was still up when I woke up. This was already kicking off. Destiny's tweet was still up.
That's even worse then, okay.
Okay.
So
So
Willie
I
Mack
checked on my
used
phone. The first thing I
JStalk
went and
guy
did was I went and looked at that tweet.
of retweeting and spreading his docs, while Destiny had directly quote tweeted and platformed, signal boosted the original clip. That's fucking.
Yeah. Oh,
insane.
sorry. Yeah. Wait. And then sorry. The reason this comes about now, Beckett, the way this kicks off, is Willie goes to the Dalaban Twitter community
Mhm.
and replies to the alleged docs of JStalk and says, "Hey, you guys should really take this down. That's not good." And then 20 minutes later, comes back and says, "Actually, I take it back. Dox guy who you want because he's doing it to me."
Wait,
So the
when did-
implication is it's okay to dox JStalk.
Wait, hold on.
Let me get the exact
So,
quote.
so just so I can, someone send me this fucking tweet so I can see it. Why is Willie in the first place commenting on a picture of what I believe is alleged to be JStalk? I don't think it's ever been
Yeah,
confirmed.
exactly.
so-
Good
so,
question.
like-
Great question,
So-
Beckett. Great.
He's done
Why did you
this
do that
for
2 weeks ago as well? Why did you do that 2 weeks ago another time as well? That's a good question too, I think, Beckett.
Because he did it when the cherry drama sparked up as well, and now Willie.
Why did he
on,
put
10
my alleged docs in his second Destiny video? Why did he do that?
So he's doing this, and he's saying, "Please take this down, guys. Please take this down." Despite the fact that doxing is against the second rule of the Dalaban Twitter community. Okay, so if he wanted to, could have just reported it, moved on, maybe message Destiny, maybe message a moderator. I know that he's in a group chat with these people anyway, but he doesn't. He comments underneath the post with his account with tens of thousands of followers and says, "This is doxing. This is JStalk's docs. Guys, we shouldn't dox JStalk."
Okay. Let's
So
break
he's
this down in
directly
pieces.
interacting with-
Let's,
But to be
JStalk,
fair,
like
to be
dogs.
fair to Willie there, I do think it was really dumb, but I think he had fine intentions there. But what that proves is an inconsistent enforcement of his own standards.
okay, so let's
okay,
just
you're like
very
retarded
quickly.
if you think that.
Like, firstly, what do you mean?
How?
Let's just go for a claim that I've not heard before. What do you mean he put your alleged docs in his second video?
Yeah, well, Destiny put what he believed to be my first name in DGG chat, and Willie just screenshots it and puts it in his fucking video.
Can you timestamp that for me? I didn't catch that.
Wait, Queeman, do you think that his reply under the tweet of JStalk's face was like intentionally to signal boost his dogs?
He's in
Yeah,
group chat.
I do think that. I
Run
don't
the
think Willie is
community.
so fucking stupid that he doesn't realize what's going to happen if you reply to something saying, "Hey, this is JStalk's docs. This is JStalk's docs with your fucking massive Twitter account." I don't believe he's so fucking retarded that he doesn't understand that.
I mean, I think he is. I think he's pretty fucking stupid. I mean, I
He
guess
doesn't
you
even
just
need to go through the Twitter.
overestimate his
report.
intelligence.
He's got direct contact with Destiny. He's got direct contact with the moderators of the Destiny Twitter community.
Someone send me this tweet because who tweeted out the picture in the first place?
Some
Like,
random
the-
like DGG spud.
Okay, but send me the tweet. Was this in the Dalaban? Because I know Dalaban have like a group kind of thing on Twitter.
Yeah.
So was it part of that, or was it just like a random DGGer, which like Willie would have no way to know that they're a DGGer? Because like you're saying he could go.
It
to
was
Destiny.
in the Dalaban Twitter community.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, it's in that little group.
like Willie could go to Destiny or whoever and say, "Oh, can you make sure this is taken down?" I don't know if I'd expect that to be a responsibility, but like,
No, but
I'd
why would
certainly,
he? Why
I'd
would he
say,
interact with
well,
the post? Right?
I was just gonna say, yes, obviously
Sorry.
you don't interact with potential docs information as a general rule. But I don't know if I'd call that necessarily malicious. I think I kind of agree with Aiden. It could just be being dumb on Twitter. Assigning malice is quite a deep one.
Well, I don't. Okay, to be fair as well, I don't think it's like great because I don't think it's so. Queeman is way more knowledgeable on Willie's misdeeds than I am per se. So maybe Queeman has some reason to assign malice to him that I don't evidently see. But that's not even whether he was malicious or not doing that wouldn't be relevant to the main point of just this like total inconsistency in the enforcement of doxing standards.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I just got sent Alec Gekmo's tweet, so I'm guessing this is where like this shit is. I can't see like a Dalaban tag on this person. I'm not going to pull it up on screen because I don't want to pull up what could be, potentially J-Stalk's face.
Let me send you the screenshot. I'll put it in this group.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay, so it is Dalaban.
And then
community,
Willymacs
right,
full
okay.
response.
Someone who's doxed many times recently and has said very rapidly. I think people should respect justice as privacy when it's space. Both should talk to each other, but we have left it on the internet. I don't like seeing it spread. Not necessarily. Okay, and then
20 minutes later.
Um.
20 minutes later, Willie says, I actually completely take this back, as I'm currently seeing J-Stalk retweet my docs, my bride's docs, and the location we're going to be at, Lumphao. Very based.
Okay. I mean, I can't see how you've doxed. You're just clipping pictures. I think it's a fair point that Destiny is absolutely apparently fine with doxing, given his, public statements on the matter. I'd say someone talk to Willie. I just
wait, no. Beckett, what you just said. Wait, no, excuse me, Beckett. What you just said before was you don't think that Dicker's tweet is like doxing anything, right?
No, it's not.
So if Willie was to say that it is justified or imply that it is justified to dox J-Stalk by virtue of him retweeting the Dickers tweet, would you say that's fucking unhinged?
Yeah, sure.
And would you say it is a lie for Willie to make the claim that J-Stalk retweeted his bride's docs, his docs, and where they're going to be at? Would you say that's like a lie or an incredibly misleading statement?
I'd say that's misleading, but I don't know. And I'm coming to this information like live on stream, and frankly, guys, this is a bit fucking muddled. I don't know what Willie was saw, and like why he had this kind of fucking response. If like Willie read through this tweet from Dickers and went, "That's fucking doxing," that's completely retarded. Obviously.
Well, the only thing that J-Stalk retweeted in this time that has any tangential connection to Willie. And Willie confirms later on that, yes, it was my tweet that J-Stalk retweeted.
Wait. Okay.
It led to this.
Dude, you have no idea how comparable this Destiny attempted dox on me is this current situation. Dude, it's so comparable. I was kind of wrong a little bit, but not actually. So it was in the Glitch Poachers video. So basically, here's what happens. Yeet clips. Wait, no, it's in the first Willymac video as well. Oh no, it's in the first Willymac video. It's in both of them. But Yeet clips Willymac's J-Stalk watching Willymac's video, which shows Destiny's attempted dox on me. Yeet clips that. Then J-Stalk reacts to the Yeet clip of his own stream watching the Willymac video that includes that. And then Yeet clips that J-Stalk reaction to the Yeet clips. Now it's Yeet clip of J-Stalk reaction to Yeet clip of J-Stalk reaction to Willymac video that includes docs information, and then Willymac quote tweets that, talks about it there, then Glitch Poachers puts it in his video. Then Willymac includes that segment of Glitch Poachers video in his second video. So it's actually in both videos by the same sort of like 6 degrees removed way that that it is in this case. That's funny.
I don't actually think that Willie thought that JStalk or I were spreading docs information. He just didn't know who I was. He saw that JStalk retweeted this.
I feel
He
like
hates JStalk.
yeah,
He wants us to marry JStalk. Easy peasy.
Yeah, sure. I think that I need to see what's in the throwaway. I need
think
to
the
see.
throwaway tweet's still up. Hold on.
I need to see what's in the throwaway thing because, and I'm gonna.
You have to sit there and watch this video for like what, half the duration to even get to the point that Willie Mack's complaining about.
Okay, but right, okay. Show me.
If you
send
don't
me
want
the
to show it on
throwaway.
stream,
I'm not going to throw it on
just,
stream. I'm going to mute
like
all
play
of
the
you,
audio
basically.
because that doesn't
Yeah.
have anything.
No, yeah,
Okay, so
audio's fine.
the audio's fine. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
no attention really drawn to it, as far as I remember.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna play this. I'm not gonna share my screen to you guys. You can watch it through the stream.
Okay. Destiny actually called for my death. Said he would kill me. There is actually a moment in this video that shows Destiny attempting to dox me, as well. Obviously, I'm not the only person this has happened to. Now, something a little interesting I saw. Someone tweet out. A fellow by the name of Little Steve tweeted something very interesting out. Little Steve, Massa Stevie, said anything involving this bad empanada guy or anyone that supports him is justifiable ammo. Anything is justified against bad empanada and anyone that supports him. Well, let's apply those standards. Why are we saying this about Bad Empanada? Well, it appears to be because Bad Empanada doxed Willie Mack's wife. So, would Destiny be saying that those who dox people, those who make calls to violence or allusions to violence, should be fair game, and all of their supporters, okay? All the personalities that back them up, all the chatters that back them up, everything. Adjust everything against these people. Anything is justifiable. That seems to be the...
So basically, what this is referencing is the fact that the video that was quote tweeted by Destiny, includes kind of the video footage of Bad Empanada's video, essentially doing the Google search. Is that what we're talking about here?
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
I believe.
Get halfway into the video's runtime.
okay. I mean, this seems like... okay. I can see, given the current climate, how pissed off Willie would be. I don't know why he's not more pissed at the fact that Destiny quote tweeted this, or...
Yeah, you would think, right?
anything else.
Given that's got
Yeah,
a quarter
I
million
mean,
views.
yeah,
I'll go a quarter million. I keep saying quarter million. No, it is quarter million. No, it is.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. But like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a great fan of these clips kind of floating around at all. It's kind of a bit fucked, really. Though, you know, I don't know. I'll be honest. I think if Willie is being unhinged while fucking Bad Empanada's doing stuff like this, I can't exactly fucking blame him. To being like,
I don't think I don't believe that it's just being unhinged. That's the thing. I don't believe
You
that.
have to look for something to be upset about here. You see that JStalk's retweeted my tweet. You look at the 2 screenshots that I show. You can't see anything there. Then you click onto the throwaway tweet. You sit and watch that video for like a minute and a half. And then you see that inside of your Twitter like window, and then inside of that video window, underneath the Destiny tweet, right?
yeah, Sure. I mean, it's
You really got to stretch your neck.
I mean, I tend to work on an abundance of caution thing. If you go back to like when I put out the Ethan Klein documents, I censored stuff like names of like Frogan, Denims, and Katitron in those documents. Despite the fact they are legal and available documents, I tend to work on that abundance of caution. Seems like a lot of people, Willie included, are not working on the basis of that abundance of caution. I don't know why he.
Is it not? No one's got any reason to believe that Willie Mack expects an abundance of caution after, like, the thing I just cited, and then also putting Cherry's secret recording in the fucking video as well. So I just
I don't know.
like, what expectation is there that Willie Mack is like, well, if there's a huge public thing that everyone knows about, everyone's seeing on their social media, that everyone can see, that you've got to handle it with like super close care. Like, guys, we've got to make sure we don't accidentally show anything or.
Would you agree with that for the potential picture of Just Ilk though?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's if that's the like, I mean, I'm just trying to like gauge the standards we're working to here, so I can work out where people are sat. Like, so if I went on stream and brought up the tweet right now of Just Ilk, or like what's apparently Just Ilk,
I don't make a big stink out of people engaging with the pictures of J Stalk. I don't think, like, if you're doing it explicitly maliciously, that's like pretty bad. I don't really make a big like, it's kind of out there, you know. It's like a bit hard to do anything about, so I don't really make a big stink out of it.
Okay.
I think
it's I might know if someone's like now, if someone's crying doxing like right now when they do that, it's like you are not. This guy is not so fucking stupid as to think that it's like a smart idea actually to go to where someone's being doxed and say, "Hey guys, you should really take that down." Like, you would never. That's like, you would never do that. Everyone knows that's fucking retarded. Even Willie Mack knows. I understand it as much as you guys won't say it sometimes. Becca, I'm sure you won't say it. I understand you have a very low view of Willie Mack's intelligence and you think this guy's a fucking idiot. But no one is that dumb who's been doing YouTube and shit for this long. You know you don't engage with dox information. You know that's the general rule. You're not going and, you know, finding in the Dalaban Twitter community a tweet to fucking reply to say don't dox this person. Who else would you ever do that for? Would you go and find someone's posting Nick's address? Would you go and reply to that and say, "Oh, take that down, man. Hey, take that down, man"? No, you fucking wouldn't. What a fucking retarded thing to say.
Wait, but also could it also be right? He's not actually concerned with if the dox is signal boosted or not, but he doesn't want this to be turned around and blamed on the community that he's actively like jumping through hoops to try and defend. So he does this
to do that. Again, he's in a Twitter. He's in group chats behind the scenes with the people who moderate this this Twitter community. He's got direct contact with Destiny. If you don't want to report it, at least tell Destiny or one of the moderators.
But what if it wasn't even about getting the docs taken down? It was distancing himself from it.
Why would it
potentially use signal boost docs to say?
Why would you care about? Why would you care about distancing himself from it when he said in his video, "I don't give a fuck if Destiny's threatening violence and doxing these people because they're losers."
That's a good point, actually.
I guess not. I guess he doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, dude, watching this spiral over the last several months. Queeman, can you send me, please, what you just referenced in sort of like between the videos of your? Again, I'm not bringing.
I've got just the timestamp in the second video, and you can see literally the whole inception.
Okay.
You know, 6 layers deep.
Yeah, while we're waiting
from the origin point.
Okay, give me just 1 second, and then I'm just gonna go to like there. So that's.
Yeah, while we're waiting, Q asked Xylee if you just want to talk about why she's sweeping for kid behind a camera.
No, I'm not. Fucking ask her yourself. Like,
Xylie's protecting pedophiles. Xylie's protecting pedophiles.
So what exactly am I looking for in this? So basically,
so look really closely because it's like 6 layers deep, so you have to look really close. You see, there's a DGG chat screenshot in that Willie Mack video in the very first clip in this Inception.
Let me just
There's
play it.
literally zero excuse. But he tries to recontextualize this in our interview.
When I sent that message to Pixie, and I was like, I feel
shouldn't have to
fucking
play it, it should be at
horrible.
the time
Like, I'm
stamp.
so sorry. Like, I've psychologically damaged you. You're like, this is horrible, whatever. I do feel horrible. It has nothing to do with whether or not I consented to on the video. I just feel horrible. It's something that I was involved in.
So he referenced. Okay, I can't see like a pic.
You shouldn't have to be playing anything. You shouldn't have to be playing anything. It should be at the timestamp.
Oh,
You have
okay.
to look closely, Beckett. You have to look really closely.
Oh, okay.
Because it's, like I said,
They're
6 layers
doxing
deep, it's
of the time,
tiny.
though.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I looked at the time code that you sent before. Right, okay. So
I'll zoom in for you.
So unlikable even when they're being threatened with their dogs. I can't help but notice.
Okay,
that.
what are you, Beckett? You're like, that's not that relevant. Look really closely in the middle, the very first clip. Look through the
Oh,
inception
okay.
of clips.
Okay, I'm with you. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay, because that's
Sure.
in the first Willymac video. This is the second. It's a series of reacts. Is they made it into the second Willymac video? You saying what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. It says Destiny says a name, and then he says, "Is Queeman's full docs public yet?"
Okay. I'm with you. What I'd say is, like, dude, this is such a fucking mess. I don't know if these partial, like, I don't know if I would treat a face docs a potential or like what is essentially a failed docs that's been highlighted by you as a failed docs and everyone else for a long time as a failed docs on the same level as what Pandem.
I
put up.
don't
Always
know
gonna
if
play
I
that,
had
though.
highlighted it as a failed docs when that Willie Mac video came out, the first one.
Yeah, there's an intentionality there, regardless, that he knows. I'm sorry, it's just like you have to be beyond low intelligence to not know.
Well, no, I'm not even saying there's a necessary intentionality there. I'm not even ascribing intentionality to this. Okay, this one I'm not. With JStalk one, I think there is some intentionality. Not even ascribing intentionality to this. My only point with this is that there is no reason to believe that Willie Mack thinks that highly discussed, like PII, needs to be treated with extreme care when it comes to making content on it or making tweets or whatever. Right? There is no reason to believe that Willie Mack holds that standard.
Yeah, I mean, again, I am trying to, like, okay, if you want to know where, like, I am, because, like, Spencer Howard's like, I respect the amount of charity you have, Beckett, but any inference other than malice given total evidence would get you kicked off a jury. I think this is incredibly dumb. I'm not arguing that at all. I think it's the malice point that keeps going.
Yeah, I'm not saying this one's malice, but I think the
Okay.
JStalk one, probably is malice, to be honest. I think there is, because Willie Mack replied to what? He replied to it 2 weeks ago, and he replied to another one today. When would no one would ever do this for someone they like? You would never
He's
go
only done this
around.
when he's annoyed at JStalk as well. When the cherry
you-
stuff came out and he was clowning on JStalk then. And then now when JStalk's retweeted this.
You would
Well,
just simply never go around replying.
What did he
If
do?
one of your friends got
do
doxxed,
during
you
the
would not go around replying
cherry
to tweets.
cherry thing?
The cherry thing, he quote tweeted Destiny. Destiny said, this is the same guy that's been arguing that having sex with mentally ill women equals rape for the last year about JStalk. Willie Mack quote tweets that and says, everything Destiny said here is true. And it just obviously wasn't.
That's not even a paraphrase either. That's direct
That's
quote.
literally what he said, yeah.
Okay.
So, to be honest, Willie Mack has already basically shown that he's willing to drop all standards with JStalk, because that's just like patently, obviously false. That's not what anyone was arguing at any point. It's totally retarded to claim that. So I just don't see any explanation here other than he's just totally willing to do anything against JStalk at this point.
Even in Willie Mack's own video, if you remember, he didn't even say that JStalk was alleging that Destiny had raped anybody. He was saying that that JStalk and you threw around the word rape carelessly and made it look unhinged. So even in his like prior videos, he doesn't think that you or JStalk were accusing him of rape.
Yep, but I mean, doesn't stop him saying it.
Yeah, I think this is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jesus, that is a lot. I'm just looking through like Willie's replies to people as well.
Which is crashing out, Beckett. He doesn't like it when you say that about his little Twitter fights. He's a very normal guy, and he likes to, you know, keep up appearances.
Will you?
What? Crash? I don't know.
He's
I'm reading the
crashing out,
replies.
Yeah. Brand
I don't
Willie
know,
Mack
I
is
don't know
crashing
anything.
out right now.
Okay.
I had no knowledge of any of this. That's you every time, Beckett.
I literally began this by saying I had no knowledge of this. That's how this conversation began. Okay. I don't know how replying to. I'm not bringing the tweets up on screen because again, I personally try and work under an abundance of caution, so I don't want to bring up the fucking tweets which has Just Ilk's thing in it. I know this is a failed effort now, but whatever. I don't know how me replying to asking to take something down is the same as the tweet had over 100k likes, but if Just Ilk thinks it is, I apologize. Also, a picture is pretty different than my entire docs, which I agree with, my bride's docs and where we will be, but you and Smaggle are pretty retarded, so I get it. Yeah, and again, I don't think these are like one-to-one equivalents. I don't blame Willie for kind of having a pretty fucking strong reaction to what Bad Empanada's done. Would Destiny's tweet not be exactly the same as Dicker's tweet, if not worse considering his larger audience? Destiny was defending me and took down the tweet when I asked. It's not the same at all. I disagree with you here. I mean, if Destiny... It's literally a video of Destiny's quote tweet. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, also, I don't like this gay shit where he's saying, Destiny's defending me. No, Destiny's using it as an excuse to greenlight attacks on people he doesn't like. That's what Destiny's using it for. He's not defending Willie. He's using it for his own ends. And then Willie is backing that up because Willie agrees with those ends and likes Destiny.
Yeah, I think that... I mean, again, Destiny certainly doesn't fucking care about doxed information. Anyone who says he does is retarded. He never has. You said in your original tweet this, the intention of the Just Ilk retweet was to show hypocrisy, not to spread dox. Also, did you ask Just Ilk to remove his retweet because he did eventually? I'm currently seeing Just Ilk retweet my dox. Okay. I guess when you show Destiny's hypocrisy, it's fine to spread my dox. Well, isn't that what Destiny was doing?
I guess when you defend Willie Mack, it's fine to spread your dogs. What?
I was defending JStalk when I spread Willie Mack's docs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna quote tweet every post with Willie Mack's docs in it. I'm gonna say doxing Willie Mack is really bad. I completely disavow doxing Willie Mack. I'm gonna do this 100 times in the next hour. I'm gonna go to every lefty post, every lefty account. I'm gonna say, guys, I think you should take this down. I think I don't agree with doxing Willie Mack whatsoever. I think that's terrible.
Or just so long as it's like, so long as your heart's in the good place, in a good place. I mean, you defended someone, right? It's like virtue ethics, I think, stuff like that.
Fuck me. Okay, right, okay. Screwdriver. I guess when Destiny defends you spreading a direct dox, it's better than just doing it with a screenshot with no direct doxes. Also, didn't answer the questions I had. No direct dox. He retweeted it. It's literally right there. Do you have eyes? It's not a direct dox. It's a screenshot of Destiny's quote tweet retweeting the video containing it, but isn't even being shown in the frame. Which, if you had a problem with, why not contact Dickers to have it taken down? Brother, the quote tweet had my full name. Wait, what? Hold on. Destiny called kill Queeman. By Destiny's logic, it's all fair against him. Why this about Bad Empanada? Because Bad Empanada docs, would Destiny be saying those who docs make allusions to violence should be fair game? Name and our location. I'm talking to crazy people. This is insane. Again, I agree that the fucking information provided on Willie is far, far more. And I'd be fucking livid as well. Dicker's tweet doesn't contain any of that info. And again, if you had a problem with that being shared, why did you not contact him like you did with Destiny? Destiny was defending me. I don't know Dicker's at all. This is obvious common sense. Dicker's, do you have DMs with Willie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I shot him a message like I think what, like a month ago. Not that he responded. To be clear, it's not like me and Willie are like best friends or anything. But he wouldn't have even had to have like requested to message me.
Okay. You guys
'Cause,
had
well,
DMs according to
It's kind of
Dickers.
funny, but Willie actually included the cherry audio twice. And he didn't take the second one down until I sent him a message about it. That's why I messaged him. That's why he messaged me back.
Okay, I mean, we've discussed the like cherry audio before, and I think it's evidence in a video. It could have been better, like cut and clipped or whatever, but I don't know how much I care
Well,
on that
I
one.
just don't understand. Okay, I just don't get that. I don't know why you're going and getting the.
I was just bringing that up in
game.
passing, to be fair.
Yeah, sure. I'm just like
Just
I'm
ironic.
not pearl clutching over the cherry audio. It's fucking on the farms.
It's like
Can
if you
both
show the
sides-
non-sexual parts of revenge porn, is that like okay? I don't pull up videos on my stream that include like censored versions of Destiny sucking cock. I got bugged to completely censor Big Bungie's video when I watched it. So
I would do that.
even for
Well,
even for Destiny,
okay,
I don't,
yeah, sure. I mean, again, I okay? How are we referring to this though? Like the fact that the audio exists, I think, is worth providing evidence of, isn't it?
Sure, yeah, you can say the audio exists, is proven to exist, it can be verified, but I don't know why you'd put it in the video.
I mean, again, I'm not
Or
talking
show
about
the
the choice.
KF
I'm just
post
saying
where
it's
people
like,
can find the full thing.
well, I think that's fucking a little bit copy, if I'm honest.
If
But,
you're gonna play the audio, you're giving people a little bit of a no. I'd
Well,
say
it
both.
doesn't have like the full
No, I
thing
just
anyway,
I
does
just
it?
think it's a bit I just think the point's pearl
I don't
clutchy.
really give a fuck about the KF post.
Yeah. But I think it's.
I bet if someone shows like the post where the Destiny shit got leaked, that's kind of fine. But showing the content is bad. I don't really give a fuck about showing the post.
Not in and of itself, no.
Okay, I think this can just come down to like how we're viewing stuff that becomes publicly available.
Yeah, the key points are Willie Mack obviously doesn't hold this massive fucking high standard for what information needs to be handled super carefully. It's obvious that he knows they would be fucking retarded to go around and reply to doxes of one of his friends and say,
Yep.
"Hey, take this down, take this down." That would be fucking absurd. He probably knew what he was doing with J-Stalk too. He wasn't just freaking out or anything. He knew the he was making something out of nothing, and it was I honestly think it's motivated by, being Team Destiny. Because I think he is.
I think, well, while Destiny's kind of going after Bad Empanada, he's certainly going to be. And going after Hassan with everything that's happened, he's certainly going to be.
Well, we know why he's going after those people, really, though, don't we?
Go on.
I can't. I speak. I'm Victor.
Percy does crazy things to a man.
Dude, this like private versus public information stuff just overcomplicates everything. Can we just make everything public and everything fair game?
Look, I think it's selective. I mean, I stand by the fact that
Hey,
I
then
think,
post your address. Post your address on Twitter right now and make everything open and fair game.
Sure.
like I think that the information that's being spread about Willie is much more obviously personal and serious than the stuff that's come out previously, either like a failed fucking single name or a picture that we don't even know if it's J-Stalk or not. I think these are obviously different things. I think
We obviously know. Come on.
Wait, do we know that that's Willie's wife? Right, it's the same thing.
what we do, well, again, he's confirmed it, which
Okay,
was dumb,
regardless,
but like,
okay, you can say, well, it's different because it's his wife. It's his wife. You can keep appealing to that, but
no, it's different because of the level of detail included in the information.
okay, you can say that, but Willie Mack is someone that goes online using
Can I
basically his name
find
as his
can I find
handle.
Sorry, say that again.
Willie Mack goes online using essentially just his name as his handle.
Sure.
That's what Willie Mack does.
Ugh.
It's JStalk and myself are pretty much completely anonymous. I show my face, JStalk doesn't, and go through efforts to maintain that. Willie Mack is basically out there. If you put your name, essentially your name out there, and then put up a fucking website that has a bunch of personal information that you chose to put up, you chose to put up a website like that. I mean, yeah, it's doxing, but to say, oh, one's worse than the other, seems like fucking. That's like you're only saying that.
Well, one
because,
is a significantly
wife,
higher
wife.
risk, isn't it?
Yeah, because he listed a bunch of shit on the website by choice.
The incompetence might be worse, but the information shown is also worse, right? You'd agree to that, surely.
Sure, but I don't think that like necessarily makes the situation worse or the reveal of the information worse, or just because the information is more detailed, I don't think that's necessarily worse by default. If someone posts your address maliciously, but you list your address on your Twitter page, that's not as bad as someone revealing the name of a completely anonymous user.
But the involvement of his wife as well, with no online.
Exactly, my wife, yeah, I know.
Do you not think that's like a legit thing?
Again, the page where
Like
they listed a website.
I'm not talking about the. I'm not talking about how stupid it was, because I agree it's stupid. But in terms of the severity,
But it's just detail again. Like I'm not. That is just more detail, sure, but that's to say it's all coming from the same thing. It's like, yeah, that page gets found, your information's found. That's how OPSEC works, you know.
Well, yeah, sure. I think it's incredibly dumb, but it's also like. So the argument here is like clear standards. Sure, I agree with you. The fact that Willie is kind of having a go at Just Ilk retweeting Dickers over something that is essentially a quote tweet against a tweet against Destiny's hypocrisy. Sure, I agree with you. And at the same time, it's got like 88 likes. It's nothing. Just Ilk's not got huge amounts of fucking pickup anyway on Twitter. It's kind of like, sure, whatever. I'd be far madder at Destiny. And I don't think because again, the intent there isn't for Dickers to spread information about Willie, it's to talk about the hypocrisy of Destiny. So if intent matters, then obviously Dickers' intent isn't to just go after Willie Mack, and therefore that kind of crash at him is unfair. I agree with you. I don't know if I agree with you on the malice thing. I think it's just, you know, I think I'd need to see the timeline. You said like
Okay,
2 hours
like,
later or something.
No, okay, here's what. In what world, Beckett, please, would Willymac ever go and reply to like a dox of Nick Diorio or a dox of Tommy C or a dox of Turkey Tom or whoever and say, hey man, take that down? Would he ever do this, Beckett?
Well, if it was like floating around the Clip Live subreddit or whatever, where he has like special status, I don't think it's like out of the question for him to be like genuinely like that fucking stupid.
no, you contact Nick or somebody.
Yeah, I thought you'd contact Nick. You'd say, hey man, there's a dox on it.
Logically, sure. Yeah, I agree.
But the question is, would Willie
do
that? And again, I
believe
kind of
Willie
defer
would,
to
yeah.
I kind of defer to
He
Aiden.
messaged
He's known him
Destiny
longer.
privately. He messaged Destiny privately.
True.
Yeah, but Destiny's the one directly tweeting it. Like, that makes sense. It doesn't make sense to... like, if something was in, like, I don't know, someone's Discord and you didn't moderate... Or like, if you had a Twitter group dedicated to you, would you DM you? Or would you DM, like, or would you message to it? Like, just... Would you DM...
in there. Destiny's an admin in there.
The question is, like, what's Willie's knowledge level of this? Like, and I mean, you're ascribing malice, and I don't know if you've got enough to ascribe malice over stupidity, because again, I can see Willie actually commenting something like, "Yeah, this is really shitty. Take it down." I can see him
Well,
doing that actually.
Well, I'm kind of taking, yeah, I'm taking offense to the position here, but I think there is enough. Like, I don't think it is unreasonable to assign malice. I just don't think malice is as inherently assigned. Maybe it's being made out to be right now. I think you could
Malice
assume
is
as well.
here's my issue. Malice is more explanatory for Willie's actions than stupidity at this point because it has been repeated, targeted at Jaystalk, either lying about him, spread, signal boosting dogs information, whatever it is. It's been repeated, obvious shit. That like, what are you? At what point do you just say, okay, how retarded can this guy actually be? When it's always at this person.
I mean, I guess I'm not super familiar with his behavior towards Jaystalk or the pattern of it. It could be malice.
Piggyback on Destiny and lying about Jaystalk, replying to 2 tweets with alleged doxes in.
2 tweets?
Yeah, he did it 2 weeks ago as well. And he's made like a bunch of just snipes here and there, but I mean, I guess you can't.
It happened.
I
Okay,
mean,
well, the
snipes,
fact that
snipes are like whatever, right? Like if
Yeah, like
you make you okay, but at the same time, it's like I wouldn't apply that to you. It's like you've made a lot of snipes at Willie Mack, and then there's a clip of you watching Destiny's quote tweet with the information up.
Yeah.
So like, but I wouldn't ascribe malice to you, right?
Yeah, sure, but I mean, you can literally see me in the clip, so you know that I'm not really looking at the screen. You can like, I'm like sitting there talking, ranting, without looking at the video. Really.
Okay, but again, like it's Destiny watching, like it's a quote tweet of Destiny, it's a tweet of Destiny quote tweeting the bad empanada video. Like we're sat here going, well, Willie Mack's retarded. Is that not kind of like a bit of a defense for you for spreading a bit of that video?
I don't think it's really that dumb to see a video, not see anything. Like nothing throws up immediate red flags like there's dox information here, and then it comes up mid video. Like I don't think that's like, especially if I'm not listening to the video.
Sure. Do you think? But again, do you think
you have to
from your side? I mean, throwaway quote tweet like tweets a lot of your clips and things. I know that you're pushing clipping of your stream. Do you think that throwaway tweet should be taken down? Is that like your responsibility to ask for it to be removed?
It's definitely no, it's not my responsibility to ask people to take tweets down. I think throwaway probably should, abundance of caution. I'm probably gonna censor it in my video, but I'm not gonna go around fucking telling people what they can and can't post. I try and be hands off with anyone posting my shit.
Sure. I mean, again, like I'm not ascribing malice to you for showing that video. I do think it's like with all of this, with anything that comes out of Bad Empanada, like you sort of like apply that abundance of caution.
Why is Bad Empanada so scary to like all these people? I don't get it.
Routinely doxes people in it.
Yeah.
He literally just uses like what he sees on Kiwi farms. He's not even going through like any like he is doxing them, of course, if you're but like he doesn't have like some,
is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's not sophisticated. Like I don't know why people are like so terrified of this guy.
I don't believe that's true. It's not just stuff he finds on Kiwi farms, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to give out.
That...
I don't believe he like loaners information he gave out. I don't believe that was just found on Kiwi farms. And I mean, it's part of how he uses that information, right? Because with loaner, for example, he was like trying to get a fucking terrorist organization to kill him. Like it's
that's okay. No, that's like totally true. Back
okay, come on. Like giving out the information and trying
he replied to a tweet or quote tweeted a tweet saying like the Lions Den could do the funniest thing right now while they were in Israel.
No, this was way before that. This was like a year and a half ago. He put out loaners information and was tweeting at an organization that was like, well, you're active in Scotland, I believe. I'd have to go and find it, but this was long before the Israel thing happened.
Okay, well, I'd have to see that. I've never seen that one, but I might have to see that.
Yeah, this was a while ago.
I know he has docs in the box, but I've not I heard the.
Wait, but why? Why did he do it?
Substantiated him trying to get someone killed. Okay, Hayden.
Okay. What? Do you not think that's relevant?
Because the other one I saw was about aristocracy, and it was like he was saying something about the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade, which is like from the video game or whatever. And it's like she freaked out over that.
Well, I mean, again, it's
And then there's the one that Willie Mack put in his video where it's Vosh and it's a made up address from Beverly Hills 90210, and it's Bad Empanada claiming that's Vosh's address and saying he's putting a hit out on him. I only concluded that.
okay. And again, like these are all reasons that people are going to be freaked over Bad Empanada, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're like half of them are false.
Yeah, but it's doxing and then dox baiting. So when there's a mix of the two, you can give a little bit of charity to people who fall for the dox baiting, right?
Sure, yeah, absolutely, obviously. But if you're making videos on it, I feel like you should make sure you've got your T's crossed and your I's dotted.
Doesn't Willie Mack literally write his scripts on a pen and paper? I've heard this before.
What? How's that relevant?
You'll fucking kill me.
He's just making video essays like a fucking like a caveman. I don't know.
Some people just
what
prefer.
popped into my head.
Useless information with Dickers. It's a new show coming soon.
Just a little bit of trivia.
Yeah, I mean, this is yeah. Again, I think this is retarded, but I mean, again, if I think it's retarded, his response is obviously like fighting with Spondyle and fucking DJ Screwdriver, who'd like seem to be making up this new bracket of the old RFC crowd of Nick has abandoned us. But yeah, BA is also one of the people who harassed James IRL. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, again, questioning whether Bad Empanada is like a particularly bad actor. Yes, he is, obviously. I don't think that's a mystery.
He's not like crazy, but
sorry, is that again?
I don't think anyone's saying he's not like crazy. It's just like acting like he's some unique evil was like insanely retarded, and when Willie was like literally a bat like.
Well, it's not that he's a
insane.
unique evil. He's an evil that like an evil's like I fucking hate when people.
Willie,
but like it's no, but it's a particular
simultaneously. Willie was simultaneously writing this video, making this video, and agreeing to work on a podcast with Dan Saltman at the same time. He did those two things. Only after Nick pressured did he drop the podcast.
Okay, sure. And again, I think that everyone agrees that if Willie did a podcast with Dan Saltzman, that would be a huge thing to criticize, right?
Yeah, but it was obviously going to happen until he was told by his handler.
Well, I thought he was going to do like one episode or something, or like do an episode.
It was going to be a weekly show.
No, Dan said he wanted to do a weekly show. That's not the same thing.
Wait, I was told that Willie, after watching the debate between Nick and Dan, that's when he decided he wasn't going to do it. You think he was pressured?
No, that wasn't it. It was Willie specifically stated one tweet. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, he said it was about contacting people's workplaces or something.
Yeah. It was with regards to that one long thing that Dan was just. Who was that? I don't.
Someone was like ripping Dan's VODs, and he contacted their workplace or their wife or something.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but I don't know if there was ever a discussion. It's got like Willie was accused of planning to do a weekly podcast with Dan Saltzman. That's not what Dan said in DGG chat. Dan Saltzman said he wanted to do a weekly podcast with Willie, or with Diorio, and that's not implying that he was doing it.
With Willie, though.
And then he had one episode, and I think Willie was noted as a guest. So that's not an implication that Willie was planning to do a fucking podcast with him. Just do an episode with him. And then the stuff came out about Dan going to people's workplace, and Willie was like, "I'm not doing it." So that's what. And then Nick said that this, like the way Dan acts is why that regular show would never fucking happen. So like again, this is part of the problem. So much of this stuff gets like spun out. Because I watched that happen. Because if Willie was planning to do a weekly fucking podcast with Dan, and was like, "Yeah, let's do that," I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, look at all this insane shit that Dan's doing. Now, do I believe that Willie didn't know that Dan's kind of like was going after people in the way that he was, or the lines that Dan has? Yeah, I don't think Willie did. I don't think Willie paid that much attention. I think Willie's attention is firmly on fucking Hassan. And I think you can criticize him for that. But
Okay, if this is true that Willie Bad and Pilar did this to Loner Box, then Willie missed it in his video and somehow included the fake hit on Vosh. So Willie's videos are literally fucking dog shit.
okay, well, let's not relitigate that fucking thing. And I don't know what Loner Box told him or whether he was made aware. I mean, like, I remember this happening.
Well, if Loner Box didn't tell him, then how could he possibly include it in the video?
Well,
He
again,
probably
I'm
gets
just
the full
telling you
first-hand
about a thing that
sources.
happened, and you follow Loner Box closely, and you weren't aware of it.
Yeah, but I don't make a fucking video essay with a segment called "The Crimes of Bad Empanada" where I
No, but
include
you
a
do
fucking
make
fake hit.
multiple fucking things about Willie Mack and about
Yeah, but I
all
don't
these
include
other
fake
things.
shit in it, do I?
But I'm
Like, he's
getting
missing out apparently the time where Bad Empanada actually tried to get Loner Box killed, and including the time where Bad Empanada joked about getting Vosh killed. Like, how fucking retarded can you possibly be if what you're saying is true?
Okay.
You make shit videos if that's the case.
Okay, well, I know your opinion on Willie's videos, but like, let's stay on
Well, no,
topic
that's
with
just true. You would have to agree, surely that's true. If that's the case, that's true.
I
Willie's
think
video is shit.
I think Willie's videos are. I
Shit.
think. Okay, fuck me. I'm not saying that Willie is making fucking Mona Lisa videos over here. I'm saying that Willie is like
Making videos that have glaring errors or omissions.
What? Okay, hold on. Is that a glaring error or omission? I mean, it's one piece of fucking information. Which
So the point here, Beckett, is including something that is essentially the same but a joke, in lieu of including something that is true and absolutely fucking crazy.
But again, barely anybody is going to. Apparently, barely anybody even remembers this happening, apart from me. Like,
well, how could you
where's the
possibly include it in his video?
Okay, well, again, no one fucking asked me, and I'm dug it up. I don't know what Willie's researchers look like. I don't know if anyone would find that. I don't know if that
So
tweet
if
even
your
still fucking
videos-
I don't know if
exists.
Willie
If
Mack
your
can find
videos have a failure of research, you might say it's a shit video.
I think that everyone has omissions in their work or misses things, especially when you're dealing with a fucking drama that's been going on. Let's be honest, for like what, 3 years between like Bad Empanada and Loner Box.
Which is
This started back when Loner Box, like before Loner Box was even working with Destiny.
Oh, back when they were arguing over aristocracy.
Yeah, this was years ago.
It includes one tweet from back then, but he misses that stuff apparently.
Well, I don't even know if Bad Empanada has the same account anymore. I don't even know if that tweet still exists.
It's from his old account.
It might even. I don't even know if it was ever shown on a stream anywhere. I don't know if it was gone over. That's not sweeping. That's me saying I think that's an unfair standard to apply. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay.
You know what's funny is he took all of the criticisms that me, J-Stug, Augie levied about his first video, and he actually incorporated them into his second video, but just still insists that we were wrong. That's like the really funny part.
Well, I think
I think
I said about his second video that his second video was essentially what everyone suggested and talked to him about, and then did it. And that's why I was like, I think it's fine. I mean,
Yeah, it's a
that's
little bit
answering the
crazy, but
criticism, isn't it?
He still insists that all those criticisms were retarded.
Okay, well, he might insist, but obviously his actions say different by the fact that that's what he went and where he did, isn't
Do
it?
you think like Nick had to give him a talking to? That's what happened.
I don't know. I'm not privy to such conversations.
No,
I don't
why
think so.
speculate?
I don't think so. I
speculate?
think Willie took on board the criticisms that were coming to him publicly and made a fucking video. I don't know why. Okay, you can't be mad on both lines. You can't be like, surely doesn't that mean you win?
Well, I can't be mad at the video, but I can say Willie is a dishonest.
Wait, hold on. Weren't you mad at the video? I remember you being mad at the video. Didn't you
video?
hate the second video?
No, I said the second video was way better.
Okay.
I still think it's crazy to include the audio, but the second video was way better.
Okay. I remember you bitching a lot about his inclusion of the Destiny wants to kill Queen and stuff.
No, I wasn't bitching about it. No. Willie said me and Jay Stook should be grateful for giving us a warning about Destiny saying that shit. And stop bitching about the fact that he said he doesn't care.
Is that not
But he
is that not just a random snipe? Is he not allowed to make random snipes?
It's a retarded. It's just a retarded thing to say. Like if random snipes is just, oh, we get to say things that are obviously stupid or untrue about each other, then yeah, Willie Mack's a fucking pedophile. Like, yeah, okay, sure. Like, no, I will say, you're fucking retarded for saying I should be grateful for you putting that clip in the video. That's not giving me a warning, you Down syndrome inbred motherfucker.
Well,
Kind of sounds like you're mad.
That's a bit autistic. It sounds like he's clearly making a fucking joke there, rather than going, "Oh well, genuinely they should be fucking grateful."
No, I think he's legitimately that retarded.
So you think he's
I think he's
legitimately
retarded.
that retarded, but he's not legitimately retarded enough to have posted a tweet on the Just Stop
Correct,
picture.
I don't believe he would ever reply to one of his friend's doxes. I think because that shows that he knows it.
Okay, but again, like I know I'll kind of defer to Aiden's fence sitting here, and the fact that I think he would probably do something like that.
Oh, you agree with me? I've walked it back. I think it's probably
okay,
malice.
so you think
Okay, well,
so you think if someone on Twitter posted Nick Diorio's docs, you think Willie Mack would reply taking it down?
I think it depends on the situation and like what community we're talking about.
Equal stats. Destiny's community.
Why don't we test it
What, in
right now?
Destiny's community? No, let's not fucking test it, retard. I think that if it was on the Dalaban or whatever, yeah, he might do. He might not now. He might be like, okay, cool, here's like how to handle it. But yeah, I think that if he was like interacting with that community,
I think he
already.
knows that would signal boost it. And more people would say it. He wouldn't do it.
I don't know if I like this signal boosting argument, but whatever. I know.
It's not. What do you mean you don't like the signal boosting argument? You know that is the outcome when you do that. That's why you don't do it. Correct?
Sure. Though actually, I don't know. Actually, hold on. I think that in the same way that I'm not criticizing Dickers for quote tweeting throwaway, I think people can just be dumb and not think at the same time. In the same way that, I'm not being
Let
like,
me
oh well,
defend
aren't
myself here,
use like signal boosting it? Sure, Dickers, go ahead.
There is a large difference between me seeing something, the only thing you can identify that is docs, versus me seeing a clip talking about Destiny in there nested literally halfway
It's
through
like,
a minute
it is
7
not
a minute
blatant.
7
It is not
all that way
blatant
through.
docs information that you do not. You have to investigate the clip itself.
There's no digging, there's no unearthing. It's apparent on the face, and it's explicit. This is docs. Is this what JStalk looks like? Oh my god, I heard this is what JStalk looks like. Right? So I had no idea that information was in there. I think a reasonable person could not know that information was in there. Right?
Well, you can guess that there might be the information in there. Like there's the one red flag is that obviously the reason Destiny's saying it is because of what has happened. Everyone knows what has happened in the last few days. Everyone knows why Destiny's saying that. You can guess it might be the case that there is dogs information in this video. That would be a reasonable assumption to make. But it's not.
Well,
blatant.
you might
It's
also assume that
explicit.
Destiny wouldn't be so retarded as to signal boost
It's
one
to
of
signal
the
boost Willie Mack's dogs.
friends.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like, why would this guy
made.
go and die like this? Why would you?
Because it's fucking Destiny. I mean, like, again, my original position of like what Willie, if it was me, I'd be far more angry at Destiny than I would be at fucking Dickers, and just take the tweet down.
Yeah, and again, the fact he's not is again why I feel like it's all about JStalk. It's all about JStalk for some fucking reason.
I think Willie's upset that the cherry stuff didn't do more. That's a schizo theory,
That is a
admittedly.
schizo
but
theory.
I think that Willie thought that J-Stalk would get more backlash. He hasn't seen enough. I think that's why. Because this just seems unhinged. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I mean, we're talking
okay,
about
he hates
standards.
J-Stalk.
We are talking
He hates
about standards
J-Stalk
here,
over
and,
stuff
like,
that happened
it's
like months ago at this point.
I mean, sure. I mean, we are talking about like standards and continuity here, right? So, is it not reasonable, given everything that's been said and done about Destiny, that people should be more angry at J-Stalk?
Wait, say that again.
Is it not reasonable, given the reaction to Destiny and kind of the accusations over the years against Destiny and like his obsession with BPD chicks, and given J-Stalk's history with both that coverage
Okay,
and
so
Tom
what are you saying
Bullering?
is similar? What are you saying is similar, Becky? Be very clear. What traits are you comparing between Destiny and J-Stalk?
And again, are you talking about the public perception or what a reasonable person might come to? The reasonable backlash that J-Stalk might get.
I think my biggest thing of J-Stalk, and again, I've spoken to J-Stalk. I'm fine with J-Stalk, but
No,
I think
I asked you a
with...
question. No, Deckers is cutting you off. What traits are you comparing between Destiny and J-Stalk?
I don't think it's the traits between Destiny and J-Stalk that are the biggest problem. I think it's the traits between J-Stalk and Tom.
Okay, well, everyone raked him over the coals for the Tom stuff.
Sure. And at the same
The
time,
backlash Willie wants is a comparison between Destiny and J-Stalk.
which I think is probably a kind of comparison, frankly. But
Okay, so what's the comparison? So
well, the comparison between Destiny and J-Stalk is that Destiny takes people who are essentially vulnerable because of their mental health, and then starts relationships with them, ends up burning them, and then kind of destroying sections of their life. The comparison with J-Stalk is that he had somebody who he knew was vulnerable, didn't draw clear boundaries with, and when the opportunity seemingly arose...
How do you not draw clear boundaries?
Well, if he drew clear boundaries, I don't think there'd be tweets with fucking Cherry releasing their DMs and saying that, like, he had her sectioned and she wanted to leave her husband.
She's fucking BPD, bro.
Wait, sharp
What?
in.
No, what
That's
Beckett
not
is
the point.
talking about is emotional boundaries, as in not getting in a relationship, right?
Yeah, wait, but that's not about not clear. He did draw boundaries, right? He drew boundaries. I'm not having a romantic relationship with you. And then he said, I will have a romantic relationship with you. And then, so the boundaries changed. He drew new boundaries. That's not unclear boundaries. The boundaries are very clear, but they've changed.
Okay. So...
If he made boundaries and then he didn't.
What you're saying, Beckett, is not, he didn't draw clear boundaries. That's not what you're saying at all. You're saying he dated her.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you think it's a problem to date people that, are mentally ill that you do content with?
No, I think it's a problem to date people who you are advocating for their victim status in an ongoing sex scandal. I think that's a very clear, obvious issue. Do you disagree?
Wait. Okay.
Sorry.
Even if you're a close friend of them beforehand.
Yes, obviously.
Okay, yeah, I don't agree.
And even months afterwards.
I literally don't agree. I just don't. Agree
It's
with
not
that. I mean,
months afterwards. It's ongoing.
I understand if you. No, I understand if you come into contact with someone because you're handling them as a victim or something, then yeah, that's bad. Obviously, there's a weird power dynamic or some shit there, like perversion of the relationship is happening there. This shouldn't be happening. They were very close friends, as far as I understand. I believe this is all public. You know, Cherry had expressed intent to J-Stalk, and he had said no, up until a certain point, way after the victim status has been a thing for ages. Pretty much all the public discourse about that allegation has been done. It's like back and forth. It's tangential now. Well, I don't see a significant problem there.
Okay, hold on.
I think it was last month.
In the virtue of
so
just
5
that.
months later.
It's not like months later. It's an ongoing drama. It's an ongoing story where J-Stalk is the person, like, by himself, like, was saying during this conversation with Willie, you know, if you wanted to know more, you could have come to talk to me. And then ends up in a romantic relationship with her. Like, at the very least, he's handed ammunition to Destiny of where that bias might lie.
Every single person Willie speaks to is like, fucking, either financially entangled or
I'm
sexually
not talking
entangled
about
with
yeah, and
Destiny.
again
Like,
and again.
okay.
I think that's an issue. I agreed with
Okay,
you.
but
I
don't, no,
agreed with
yeah,
you
but
on
no
like,
one
using
else.
lyrics.
Okay, then you are literally doing the fucking retarded. But you can't date mentally ill women shit. No one else is doing that. That's not anyone else's standard. No one else is like, you can never date anyone that's mentally ill and had a drama online that you've spoken about.
I know.
Other
hold
people
on,
aren't
hold on.
making that fucking
This
criticism.
this
It's a
is
you thing, man.
no. Hold on. This
you know-
clearly isn't the same thing, is it? Like, it's not just he dated a mentally ill woman. It's he dated Cherry, who was somebody making accusations against Destiny. The reason he broke off that relationship with Destiny and was doing large-scale coverage on this, and then also was kind of like the point of contact for Cherry in the
Okay,
drama.
Wait, and when Jay Stalk broke off contact with Destiny, what did he say was the reason he was doing it?
That it was Cherry.
Why?
Because Destiny hurt one of my friends.
Because I'm really, really close with Cherry, and this just fucked with me in a way the other stuff didn't. So he said the whole time. He was always on the basis of his quote unquote advocacy for Cherry was always, I'm really, really personally close and personally involved with this person. That was always the reasoning. That was so. What is the big fucking conflict or issue here?
Well,
When later on the relationship changes from really, really close friendship to romantic relationship.
Well, the big conflict is the fact that this has been positioned as a moral thing, and you are biased by it. And like Jay Stalk has allowed.
Everyone's biased on everything. Jay Stalk discloses the bias. He says we're really, really close.
Yeah,
and
but being really close to like of this happened and I trust this person implicitly because we're close changes to I ended up in a relationship with this person.
Yep.
Right? That is
Okay,
is okay. So
So you
just
were
out of
biased
interest.
during your advocacy, and then you became more biased at a later point when, you know, for all intents and purposes, the advocacy is done. This isn't a point in like public discussion anymore.
Well, hold on. When did the advocacy become done?
Which is like you're like calling it advocacy as well. It's like he's talking about he's a live streamer talking about fucking drama on his live stream. That's what you're calling the advocacy.
He's trying to push forward Cherry's shit. To be fair, right?
Yeah, but
Because he
we
feels that
we
it's
would
right
not
to.
apply this standard to, you know, this is a commentary exclusive standard, right? You have to first accept Jason was like a commentary stream or something to apply this standard to him, because in no other type of streaming would it be like, oh, you can't talk about this person's allegation because you're friends with them or in a relationship with them or whatever. In no other area of content creation would this be a standard. It was not a standard in Destiny's community. It's not been a standard in Destiny's content. It's not been a standard in IRL content. It's not standard with any of the Ice Poseidon type people or anyone like that. No one has this standard except for like Beckett and probably Chud. It's like fucking 5 content creators in the fucking world that have this standard. So you have to.
It was a standard in the old politics community. People said that Destiny should have disclosed his relationship with Lauren Southern when he was debating her or discussing her debates or, you know, public controversies.
That was way after politics fell apart, though.
Yeah, but no one knew about it when before politics fell apart. Like
even I would never argue that he should disclose his fucking relationship.
No, I'm not saying that he should. I also disagree. But I'm saying that this isn't just like 5 streamers and commentary that have this, right?
And again, we're not just talking about a relationship here. We're talking about like serious allegations of misconduct that were going on. And yes, you probably should be
about them when he gave his positions on them that didn't change. The positions that he's giving have not changed. When he disclosed the bias he had at the time, and then very soon after it became apparent, you know, after the romantic relationship started, it became apparent that was happening. Not necessarily by his choice, but it wasn't really talking about Cherry at this point. And the positions don't change. The positions are the exact same.
Okay, well, I think that if you're engaging, here's my standard. I think that if you're engaging in content that essentially becomes advocacy content, and when you're talking about the moral crimes of a person and the court cases and what they've done, saying, you know, this is a line cross for me for what you did to my friend and you're hurting them, that's why I'm going after you. You are talking about sort of like attack content or moral content or like accountability content, if you're doing that with somebody you are identifying as a victim, then starting a relationship with that person, not because they're mentally ill, not because of anything else, but because they are somebody you are putting forward as this person's victim, is inherently like just incredibly retarded. Like,
Not actively though.
No one's saying it's not retarded.
okay, cool. Well, I mean, that was the argument, right?
Is it bad? Is it worthy of critique? It's not really. It's not
Yeah,
really
yes,
worthy
it's
of
bad
critique
and it's
in
worthy
form.
of critique. Obviously, it
Okay, so what's
like
bad
it's
about it? So what's bad about it?
well, for a start, it easily it opens up a line of attack on both Cherry and Just Silk to undermine their
Okay, that's what
credibility.
you just say.
That,
Give an actual fucking reason, Beckett. That's not an actual fucking reason. That's just saying it's retarded again.
Well, I mean, okay. Is having an emotional bias where somebody you are starting a relationship with, and again, we have no clear view, somebody you have feelings with comes to you and says, this thing has happened to me. It biases you to the extent of how much you might believe them. And then it also puts you on the line of, well, now I'm going to go after this person and become an attack dog for that person. Does that not undermine your sort of, at least, like a rational level of your bias? Or a rational level of your
Bias is
neutrality?
undermining
Sorry,
rationality.
like, it undermines your level of potential neutrality while covering something.
Yeah, he's saying he's not neutral.
Yeah, he started off saying he wasn't neutral, so I don't like that's I think the issue here is that J-Stock at no point was neutral during this. Like
Yeah, he never
was very
said,
clear
I'm
about it.
impartial, I'm a neutral actor, I've got no problem with Destiny, I'm just covering his allegations. No, he said, I fucking hate this guy because he wronged my very, very close friend. And then 6 months later, he started dating that very, very close friend.
Yeah, I think like it's kind of like half here and there about like when the relationship started. I don't like necessarily agree with like the full 6 months later thing, whatever, because it's like there is going to be like a kind of weird, wobbly, undefined space. But the other thing is when we're saying about these relationship standards, are we like completely disacknowledging that when it comes to everybody that Destiny's dated, he actively was antagonizing them during and after the relationships.
Yeah,
We
it's
saw
not
it
what
with
Jason did. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I know that, but that's why I think it's like honestly kind of like it's kind of there is a beyond the pale with Destiny where we know with Anivor he knows all the things that are a problem, says he knows all these things are a problem, and he's directly exacerbating it in public and saying off things in private about their little feats, right? So yeah, I think the whole conflation of the two is just I don't think it's I think there is an intentionality there. I don't think it's even close.
Give me a second. Okay, cool. I'm gonna add Just Ilk in a second. Bro, I I'll wait for Just Talk to get here from some to some extent, but I'll be honest, like, and again, I'm pointing out I've spoken to Just Talk about this. I don't hate him or anything, but like I think just going, well, any claims of any bias or anything are overblown is crazy.
He's saying he's biased. No, he's saying he's biased.
Okay,
What do you mean?
Because the claims of that bias don't matter, especially when brought out after everything that's happened with Destiny. Again, like, okay, let me ask you this then.
He said he was biased at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a difference between like somebody who's my friend and somebody who's like angling towards a romantic relationship. Again, like you talk a lot about bias.
What do you mean?
Hold
What do you mean?
Let me finish the statement.
Who was angling? Who was angling?
Wait.
Hold on. You talk about bias a lot with Diorio and Willie and everything else.
Beckett, no, stop. That's fucking retarded, first of all, because I will cite a specific point that they're wrong about and say, I think your bias explains why you're wrong about this point. That's not happening here. You're just saying bias exists. So shut the fuck up, retard, first of all. Now, let's go back to what you were just saying. Run it back. So, you were saying that there is a difference between a very close friend and romantic relationship. And you said someone was angling towards it. So, do you think if Cherry had approached Jay Stalk for a romantic relationship before the allegations came out, it was incumbent upon Jay Stalk too, when the allegations came out and he started covering them, which he obviously would, for him to say, not only am I biased, but actually, guys, I have to tell you that in private, Cherry approached me for a romantic relationship at some point, and I said no because she was still with her husband or whatever the fuck happened. I don't remember what Cherry said. I don't have private info on any of this.
Okay.
So, would Jay Stalk have to say this?
No, but give me 1 second. Let me add Just Talk to the call quickly. No, I don't think he would have to say that. But I do think that if that relationship was heading in that direction, then he should have said, I'm probably not the person who should be covering this, given the the nature of the allegations themselves. And
Okay, so you think you have to recuse
No.
yourself from coverage?
I think he should have recused himself from being the core point of that coverage, and being the person who
What do you mean, the core point? What do you mean?
I mean,
Why is he the core point, Beckett?
because he made himself the core point. Because when Willie was having in a conversation with him, he was like, "Well,
Beckett, you are citing when you say that, you are citing one thing. Jay Stalk said one time where he said, "I'm someone you could have reached
was there
out to if you
anybody
wanted
else?
to meet
Okay,
me
was
there."
there anybody else who Cherry was going through for these allegations other than Just Talk?
Yes, me. You didn't
And
see her
Twitter.
tweets?
And Twitter. Yeah,
And
she
Twitter?
just posted
Yes.
it on Twitter.
She
yeah.
posted on Twitter, but okay, but was there when it came to who was? Actually, hold on, I'd have to check this, but wasn't
the meaning
Just
yeah,
Talk
the meaning and meter of everything with Cherry was what she posted on Twitter. I think that's the only coverage. It's the only coverage I did, as far as I've seen from Queen and J Stock. I think that's the same.
But just okay. Just Talk, welcome in.
Awkward. Hello.
Just Talk.
We're just trying to get through the
Sure.
bias exists conversation right now.
Okay, well, yes, obviously the bias exists.
Yeah.
That's fine. But coming out and then having a situation where somebody who you're advocating for as a victim comes out with a huge info dump about a parent relationship is obviously going to be I don't know, damaging to the claims in some way that Destiny is a unique
Yes,
evil.
it looks really bad. It looks bad. That's it though. But it looks bad in the same way that fucking, your trousers falling down in public looks bad, dude. It's it's not like fucking. Oh, you're a rapist now. Actually, yeah, you do the exact same type of rape as me. You do the same type of rape as me. No, it's not even fucking close. It's not even on the same fucking scale. It's not even worth fucking comparing. If you compare it, you're fucking.
Well, this conversation started
legit-
with me saying the comparison is to tomfoolery, right?
Yeah, and then what happened after that, Beckett? We went through that, and
You asked
and
me
then I
where the
said about
comparisons
Destiny
can lie
comparison.
with Destiny,
And then
and the
no,
way
no. I said that Willie Mack wants the comparison to be about Destiny, and you said, "Well, I think there is a comparison there." You said that, and then I asked you. So
I think there
do not
can be.
say,
I think there
I just
can.
asked you to
I'm not
strawman
saying
it
that.
or some
I'm
shit
not
like that.
saying that. I'm not saying that Just Talk is a fucking rapist. I'm saying that the claim that, okay, for example, a general claim against Destiny is that Destiny ends up in relationships with BPD women, and essentially takes advantage of people in vulnerable situations. Now, I'm not saying that Just Talk did that, but I'm saying that if people wanted to make that a comparison using Cherry, given Cherry's history with Destiny, and these very similar insane tweets that have come out from Cherry
Okay,
about Just Talk
let
and
Jason
Destiny,
defend himself
then they
before
can.
your
Then you can.
airs makes,
Then you
excuses
can make that
so-
comparison, can't you? Isn't that a comparison that's just going, oh, these things are similar to this thing? Seems like a very reasonable comparison to make.
I think the difference.
Do you think? Hold on. Can I just ask? Do you think I was critical in the same way of Destiny when I was aware of 1 or 2 times he did this? Like obviously, I knew that he had been in relationships with people with BPD or some mental illness, right? I knew that beforehand, before any of this came out.
Yeah, sure.
It was maybe having these really bad allegations coming out and then re-examining past behavior and seeing this very persistent pattern over time.
Yeah, we did this with Anna
This pattern of behavior, right?
Else. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I think that is by far the bigger criticism of Destiny. I don't think anybody sane is out here going, "Oh no, you can never ever fuck somebody who's mentally ill." That's just retarded.
Well, okay, again, I never said that, but I do think that.
Yeah, sure, but I mean that's one of the narratives that the thing you're talking about when that came out that was pushed by Destiny and amplified by Willie.
Yeah,
But
we got through
I
this.
understand you don't think that.
Beckett doesn't agree with that full thing. Basically, Beckett's argument is, well, bias exists.
Well, okay,
Or that
okay,
it was
hold on.
imprudent to
Hold
do.
on. That's not my
Or it's
argument.
fucked up the case in some way.
Yeah, my argument is it's fucked up the case in some way. And I think that
Why?
that you are
Wait, in what way? Like in a public perception way?
in a public perception way, yeah.
So I will say it has probably done that because other people will say that like something's tainted, but it's only people who have like an interest in doing that, and then we can point to that and say, well, there are a lot of people who have an interest in like using this to try to discredit something, but actually materially, there's no difference to the case whatsoever.
It's not fucked up the case, right? There's some people that might have had some doubt sowed in their mind by it, or might have, some small amount of people might have flipped. It's not fucked up the case. It's like accepting the framing of fucking up the case. So retarded.
Yeah. Sorry.
Most people broadly
not the
still
actual case.
agree on what happened here.
Hey, look, live debate coaching. That's always nice.
Okay, yeah, you literally, honestly, Stardust is actually gonna make 50 tweets. It's gonna be a 50 tweet thread on small talk to me.
By the way, I joined after the fact. I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine talking. Cleveland just clearly mad about how this went earlier, right?
Total debate pedophile, and I'm trying to rape back right now.
Listen. You can tie me to a bed and break
I'm gonna
my
make
ankles
the
later.
exact
Okay?
same points.
Yeah,
right?
I
think
mean,
the only tangible argument you could have here is that this hurts my reputation. I don't think it hurts any kind of case. I don't think the cops would give tiny shit about this, right?
Sure. And we are talking about the public perception here. I do think it hurts your reputation.
Okay, well then, I mean, probably public perception instead of the case would be appropriate.
Sure.
Wording.
Okay, so sure.
Those are my words,
that's
to be fair.
fair.
I apologize.
That's fair.
Okay, but that is just to be clear, that isn't quite what you were saying earlier, Becky. You were saying there was a comparison to Destiny. You were saying that is what you said. You were not just saying that's just public.
I've literally just shouted at you the previous one. There is a comparison to Destiny. There is an easy comparison with Destiny where you've both got Cherry's tweets at Destiny with the came 17 times versus 2, and the insane shit that came out after the party where like she felt isolated, to the tweets that came out about Just Silk. And like how that relationship looked in the public eye. That's an obvious comparison point. Right?
Sure. Yeah, I'd just give you that.
Okay. So you've got somebody who Destiny has a previous long-running drama in relationships with over a significant period of time.
Here, I should actually be really specific. Like the allegations are like slightly different, but in terms of how people are going to read those tweets and judge me, I think it's probably like I don't really care.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, this is like the core.
Oh, hold on. Cherry, it's he's talking about, sorry, Cherry's in my chat. He's talking about like with the allegations from before the crimes came out. Obviously the analogy wouldn't be after.
Yeah.
So I think it would be basically you're saying that Cherry had tweeted about Destiny's some of his behavior beforehand, tweeted about some of my behavior, and that's analogous. Not that I'm analogous to the crimes Destiny's committed.
Yes, I should be very clear. I'm not accusing Just Ilk of being a rapist or of recording people without their consent or any of the other
Destiny committed back, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that this may be the public perception of crimes. I don't know. I don't think I've ever called Destiny a rapist. I'm just saying that is a word that's thrown around about him.
Would you consider saying it? Would you consider calling Destiny a rapist? For
Don't do the fucking Connor thing with me, buddy. Okay, okay, we're not retreading that fucking hellscape of a conversation. No, I wouldn't say that Destiny is a rapist from what I've seen. Because I don't think that I don't think I'd water that.
You believe in rape by deception?
I think you have to be very, very careful about what that looks like and what that and the way that's phrased.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Okay, thank you.
Would you do you think you should be able to be measured by your own standard? Like if Destiny was making rape by deception arguments, would it be reasonable to measure him by that standard?
I think we're gonna get too far off target. Just very quickly, because I think that judging people by their own standards is like a big part of the conversation we've been having all fucking morning. So I think there are potentials there where you can have arguments about people's standards. Destiny doesn't fucking have any. Let's be clear. That's a big part of this conversation, right? Destiny doesn't care about doxing. He doesn't give a fuck. He never has. This was my argument against Destiny like 3 fucking years ago when the egg girl thing happened. So I don't know. I don't really give a fuck about that position. Destiny has no standards and constantly breaches whatever previous positions he's brought up, and then DGG sweeps for it. Like, I don't think that's even a well, that's a controversial position if you say it to anyone in DGG, right?
All right.
But so with the fact,
like,
that...
if you want to know what I go,
yeah, no, go on.
Go.
No. I've spoken enough. Go on.
No, I want you to finish with your points.
Okay, so I was gonna say, I mean, when this all started, there were the conversations about people knowing things and sweeping. Like, this was accusations thrown at like Erudite and Nick. Nick came on your stream to talk about it. But obviously, like, when Nick took his position, it was based on the evidence there, and I have a position against the fact that Destiny has done that. I'm cutting ties. Erudite took a position of...
Talking about Diorio here?
Yeah. And then Erudite had
Sure.
a position of, if you cross this line, then I'll break contact. She's now back working with him. And you had a position of, well, here's my hard line. But that hard line, again, is personal. It's not a hard line. And as more information has come out, it looks more and more personal, as opposed to, well, Destiny does bad things against people. And again, I'm just talking about the impression here, which is going to be like, well, okay, so how much do you listen to a person who essentially just cares about their friend, not about any of the wider moral implications?
Wait, I mean, I obviously cared about the wider moral implications. Like, I obviously told Pixie, hey, if you need a platform to, like, discuss this on or announce this on, like, I would be willing, right? Like, months before, I think way before the Sunday thing.
Way before the Sunday thing?
Like,
okay.
I obviously cared.
Yeah.
I cared. It was just like, I'm not going to, I was in essentially a similar position to Dario or Queeman, right? Where I knew, like, the Pixie thing I felt like I was fairly confident in the Pixie thing. Melina was saying she wasn't going to do anything. And it's like, well, I'm kind of like holding my dick until somebody decides they're going public and like making a public accusation and like doing something, right? I felt like, I think a lot of us were in the same place where we had the same information. We didn't know for sure what was happening. And we were just like, yeah, well, it was probably non-consensual, but can't say for sure. I guess we're just waiting, right? The personal thing was that made me like personally upset, but I said as much, right? I said as much that, like, obviously I've been streaming with this person for a long time. I had been streaming with them for a long time. They were an extremely good and close friend of mine. And that's what upset me. Like, that's what made me like vitriolic towards him, right? Instead of sort of dispassionately analyzing it. But I think I was incredibly open about that from like the first hop. Wes came onto my stream like the maybe January 22nd or 23rd and was like, you're mad about like the cherry thing most of all, right? And I was like, yeah, Destiny's a fucking F slur, and Destiny tried to mass report my channel for that. But like the bias was just that we were friends. And I announced that bias and was open about it from the beginning. That was probably the thing I got asked about like the most if I was ever debating people on it. They're like, do you think you can really analyze this? Like, and it comes down to the same point every time. Just give me the take, right? Just give me the take that's wrong, and we can debate the take. Saying I'm biased is fine. I don't really care. If you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. But just give me the take that was wrong. But nobody actually does that. So I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, if somebody had a problem with my takes or my analysis, they could point out problems with it. And I haven't gotten that yet. So
I suppose my biggest issue is the fact that this was obviously, like, if you're just friends with Cherry and you've kind of got that biased take, I can see that kind of being deflected. But by the point that Cherry comes out and starts talking about having a relationship with you, do you see how that's a much stronger line to take against you than anything previous?
Yes.
Okay. So because we don't have a clear picture of what the fuck happened, did you not both realize that that was a very strong possibility?
Do you trust what Cherry said or not?
Well, I don't know whether I trust what Cherry said. Some of it was quite vague. Some of it was like, I've been in love with him for a year. Okay. Do I trust the fact that she was in love with you for a year and never told you and you had no idea? I mean, I'll be honest, not really.
I never claimed that.
Okay, but again,
like,
you've not really said huge
I had
amounts
some indication
this, right?
of this, but
okay.
Like I had made it very clear, like, married, no, not interested in any way.
Okay. So, but once you breach that point, do you not think that, you know, if that became public, were you not thinking at the time if this becomes public, this is going to, you know, do huge amounts of potential damage to both of us?
I think at the time I was like, oh, so I think I didn't want to make it public, the thing we discussed, right away. I was like, oh, we should like make sure this actually works in some way. And then like I was ready to go. Probably around the time it ended up going public was about the time I'd be ready to go public. And ultimately, like, I was just willing, if people were like, oh, if people decided, oh, you guys have been like dating forever and actually this is why you freaked out, I'm fine with that. Right? I'm not gonna like change my life.
Do you mean what you said in the DMs?
like
the fact that you would have ended your streaming career if it meant being with Cherry?
That I don't think anybody said that or I said that.
Okay, maybe that's.
I thought something was said that implied that. I could be misremembering.
Yeah,
I think it was. I think it was something about me like deleting my shit, and I don't know when that was said precisely.
Okay.
I think that was in the
that in essence means the same thing, right?
Yeah. Because that's. I think
it wasn't.
I said
Sorry. No. It was like apropos of nothing. Like as in like this is such bullshit. I should just delete all of this shit. Was like how I remember it happening, but
it wasn't like a serious consideration.
It wasn't like a serious thing that we were doing. No, that I was thinking about. No.
Okay. I mean, for me, the comparisons to Tom have always been stronger. And perhaps more concerning.
Hold on. It was like the opposite though. It was like, oh, like if this blows up, I would just walk away from all of this. It was like that. It wasn't to be together, I'm gonna end this. That wasn't. We never had any problem being together and having this streaming career going.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking you. So was this something where you were like, Cherry matters more to me than the streaming career does, so if everything blows up, I'll walk away from it?
It was, I mean, it wasn't something thought of like that, but I was aware it could make things difficult. But in my mind, like, it could make things difficult, but it's like, oh, I just need to, like, be persistent. It might set me back slightly, but I never once thought it was going to, like, cost me my career. Was never once concerned about that. If literally recording people non-consensually and distributing those recordings non-consensually can't end your career, how the fuck would this end my career?
Well, sure, you can stream through anything, right?
Yeah,
I guess
that was never like a thing I was concerned about or thought.
Go on, Aiden.
No, I was gonna say like, this is like totally irrelevant, but from a standpoint of concern, like I wouldn't have used that as like your frame of reference because obviously Destiny just has like a way more like a way larger pre-established dedicated fan base that's gonna like continue to attempt to like justify their position as fans of his by negating.
Yeah, but no one gets wiped out by any shit like that. It's not just Destiny. It's like, you know, unless you totally freak the fuck out.
And I don't want to talk about how fucked up people are in general, but if anything, my average viewership went up significantly after that. So people are fucked up.
People know you fuck. That's what.
Yeah.
Honestly, people are just fucked up. Like it's honestly like it's just a weird fact
to demonstrate sexual value in streaming, otherwise you don't get high viewership.
It's so fucking stupid. God.
That's why Quimmen's struggling.
I'm still trying to figure out how Aiden has more viewers than me.
You're boring.
It's funnier.
Self-admitted Volstar. Well,
yeah, I hate to say this, like, Willie Mack was the one that put out a lot of this, like, kind of distrust J-Stock stuff based on who he's dating. Hasn't he basically just done anti-Palestine supporter pieces for years? Like, I know that, like, there's stuff out there, right? I get it, but it's out there now. Like, should we not say that Willie might have a further bias?
Yo. Yeah.
Like, no, I mean, I'm just trying to...
Wait, hold on for a second. Beckett, no, this is a good point. Beckett, why don't you hold the stand for Willie Mack?
I'm asking him to clarify. I don't know what you mean.
Well, okay, so
you don't know what anyone
here. Let me do this. So you've watched some of his Hassan videos, right?
No. Well, I mean, in pieces since this has happened.
Okay, well that's fine.
Because I don't give a fuck about Hassan. So go on.
I understand. So you understand what Dan Saltman's critiques of Hassan are, right? Like he's a terrorist sympathizer, like condemn Hamas, all that.
Anti-Israel, he doesn't like Israel very much.
Yeah, anti-Israel and all that. Willie Mack is basically trotting out the same Houthis coming on the ship, thing, trotting out the same, hey, before we define them as a terrorist organization, he had a supposed Houthi person on his stream to criticize him as an Israel like hater and stuff. Willie Mack does have a bias. He does have a bias based on the relationship that
I don't
has
totally
been
disavow
revealed.
this, by the way. I completely disavow this. I completely
mean,
disavow any of this.
It's fine. Again, I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna be saying our opinions are based
I just
on
want to say,
who
I'm
we're
not
reading,
streaming
yeah.
right now. I'm not rebroadcasting this information. This isn't on me.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble with your people, so.
Women's
Wait,
such a
J-Stock
coward.
is, no? Oh, not
Yeah,
again,
Jason's
mate.
streaming this. You
Wasn't
know,
today enough?
Beckett's streaming this.
I'm already on every list he could put me on. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't really care. Yeah.
Yeah,
well, I
wait. If
think
it
that's
was
bad.
if it was important for J-Stock to disclose the Cherry relations due to some potential conflict of interest, couldn't you argue that Willie should have?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, why
well,
does
that's
it
what
make
he
a
just
whole
said, you
debate?
fucking
Yeah.
Realised
asshole.
what we were talking about.
Dude, Aiden.
Again, that has not been my argument. My argument is consistently fucking ending up in a relationship with somebody who you are currently doing like coverage of and have been like earmarked as, whether intentionally or otherwise, the point of contact for the person carrying those accusations into the public, and ending up in a relationship with them is insanely
It's a very
compromising.
specific standard, Beckett. It's a very specific
Well,
standard.
that's fine, but you asked me what my standard was, and again,
In this exact case, I actually have a standard for this. Okay.
hold on. I have this standard constantly, and again, I don't really
What
like.
standard?
That
What
was
standard?
just so you're like aware, Beckett. Like obviously this happened how long ago? This happened like about a month ago, and then it was maybe 3 or 4 weeks that we were like chatting in this way at all. And this was almost immediately a thing of like, oh, this is complex, like how we're gonna handle this if we try something like this, right? Like I understand it's not really like humans gonna human isn't exactly like a great defense, but it's like, yeah, it was like, oh, this is gonna be complex, like talking about this and when we go public. And it was like really early on, sorry, that's how Chud put it. So really early on, we had decided that like we're probably going to disclose this almost immediately.
Well, I'm assuming not in the
but-
way that it ended up being disclosed.
No, but like probably around that time frame. The way it got disclosed, like it is what it is. That's not like a deal breaker for me. Still care about that person, so yeah, it is what it is. But even if it had come out not that way, I still think the same people who are spinning it this way would have tried to spin it this way. Would have been less successful by a lot, but it would have been spun this way no matter what. So it was something we we're gonna have to deal with no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you. I think that at a core part, I think there is an element where it's like, well, yeah, sure, humans gonna human, but
well, I'm saying that it was complicated, and I didn't necessarily want it disclosed the way it was, but like I was always planning to disclose it pretty quickly, and like realistically, the person who would be most affected, I guess, by the public perception of this and it being affected negatively was somebody who is very much consenting to this relationship. So I don't know. Is there like a third party we forgot to ask?
Beckett just thinks it's he's just like constantly going to restate what happened and say that it's wrong and not explain.
well, no, I think I have explained. Like this,
So
like from,
I'm asking you, who is harmed here that can't consent to that like couldn't have had that conversation and is incapable of making that decision?
The audience? You think I wanted to know about your sex life?
Okay, I think there's an element there where when you talk about
You have to argue that
hold on.
Cherry is
When-
too diminished in capacity to consent. That's what you have to argue.
I don't
So are you
think
ready
it's
to argue
about.
that right
I
now?
don't think it's about diminished capacity. I think it's about the fact that you must recognize the fact that that was going to potentially do damage and be used against both of you, right?
We both recognize
How many
that
times
could be
it is?
something.
Okay, so yes, so
obviously
yes.
it would be used.
So yes, my argument is
Like
the fact
so
that,
I'm
like,
just
you-
curious. Can I just ask you before you continue?
No.
Why did you ask that question when I actually just spent the past 5 minutes explaining that exact concept?
Okay, so but that's my criticism. It's like an incredibly retarded thing to do, and these like you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but what's
Because
the
this
slightly wrong-
conversation
fine.
didn't come out to do I think
It's like-
J-Stalk is
okay.
evil? The question came out to are the things that are being said about J-Stalk obvious snipes that are going to fucking happen from Willie and Destiny and people who are your detractors?
Beckett,
and the answer is yes.
We can both
obviously they are.
agree, Beckett. We can both agree. It's retarded to cross the road without looking both ways. And, there's a very good chance that if you cross the road without looking both ways, you'll get hit by a car. Now, would we say it's wrong to cross the road without looking both ways?
Hold on a second. My original point here was about public
You said it was
perception.
wrong. You said it was wrong like 6 times. I've asked you. You said it was right. You said it was wrong. You said it was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, it is the wrong thing to do.
You said wrong and bad. I asked you. I said I understand retarded. I understand it's bad public perception. Is it wrong? Is it bad? And you said yes, yes.
Yeah, I think that if Justilk's position was I care about Cherry and Cherry's well-being is my priority, then there should have been, because I don't know what this looks like. I don't know what the reality is. I only know what this looks like. And what it looks like is you didn't fully account for how potentially damaging this could be, and then kind of ended up putting both of you in that position. Now, maybe that is...
Does she not have the ability to account for that risk, though, herself?
Well,
It's gonna
actually,
be
at the same time, like, and I hate to point this out, like, this all came out through tweets of, like, Justilk apparently, like, her having a massive crash out over it. And Justilk's, her friend has known her for a long time, knows that Cherry has her own issues to deal with. And then that crash out does happen, right?
Yes.
So,
do you think I was... Hold on. I'm confused. Who's the harm party in this?
Well, both of you. And also the overall kind of arguments against, like, Destiny, right?
Why do you think this affects Pixie's case somehow?
I don't think it helps Pixie's case.
Okay, that's okay.
So
yeah, I think it
Does me going eating cheeseburger help Pixie's case? If I eat cheeseburger, does that help Pixie's case?
Possibly. I think you'd be more amenable as sort of jolly and fat. But
okay.
But you know how Destiny works.
We're not hinging on J-Stalk. He could be a pedophile.
Well, actually, hold on. Destiny builds his defenses by block discrediting detractors. That's how Destiny works, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have handed Destiny a block with which to make an attack against a detractor.
Well, anytime I say the word Kiwi Farms, I'm handing Destiny a block with which to claim that he should be able to fucking rape and murder.
Also,
but that doesn't, I'm not going to stop doing it.
Dude, totally disavowing any doxing or anything on Kiwi Farms did nothing to prevent this guy from trying to dox me and trying to like say I should be killed, right? Like, even if I don't hand him blocks, he still just makes shit up. He makes shit up about everybody. Like, if he doesn't have the blocks, he just makes shit up, and people still replatform it like fucking Willie retard, okay? When he just says, "Oh, Lav and Kelly were running revenge porn discords about me," and he's like, "Oh well, I guess I'll just publish that."
Throw that in there.
More importantly, though,
I mean,
the point that Beckett was trying to make is: does this actually change anyone's mind? Was there anyone who was leaning towards believing this before that now disbelieves it because of this revelation?
I would say probably yes. Now, is that based on what the facts of the matter changing? No, but it is public perception. And I think for me and Cherry, when we had this discussion, we both understood that could be a thing that happens.
You're right to focus on Pixie though, because I mean, no disrespect to her, she was like a secondary character in the Destiny allegations. Like, layer 1 of the iceberg is Pixie, and if you dig a bit deeper, you find out about Cherry, right?
Okay.
So you would have to know that second layer and start to know more for that change in public perception to even affect you, right?
What?
Yeah, but
I don't understand why this would
information.
That second layer is barely Dickers. That is.
I'm saying you would have to already have a good amount of knowledge to even know about the Cherry allegations, right?
No, Dickers, you wouldn't. It was like both of these things were often presented in co-tandem to one another.
Is there a video that the Cherry allegations aren't mentioned in?
Yeah,
the Willie Mack video.
Well, I mean, and Willie Mack just kind of glazed over them. Like, if you want to go with that,
not
like
true.
Willie Mack didn't. He just said. Like,
in fact, I believe.
First video, right?
Sorry, Resi.
No, sorry.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
with, like, Willie Mack's first video, he said what 5 total seconds of Cherry's thing, right? So it's like, yeah, it's like right there.
I think it was more than that.
I don't
I
think
think it was a
that
little more
much
than that.
longer.
I just think he missed the pattern of behavior, and that's what I was trying to. That's what I poorly
Yeah, I mean,
articulated
that's
to him
what
in
I
that
told
debate
him
on
in
Queen's stream.
DMs. Yeah, that's why I told him in DMs when I gave him my documents. So it's like, yeah.
We go out saying that, you know, why Willie Mack's like a fucking gay. Can we get off the retarded, like, running around in circles trying to get Beckett to say something? I'm bored right now.
Okay, but my point is that and again, no disrespect to Cherry, but how many hours of content do you think has been spent talking about Pixie and Pixie's allegations, and how many do you think have been spent talking about Cherry?
Well, I've spent way more time on Pixie's allegations because
No.
Pixie has public legal documents that are good content.
Yeah, but also, do you think the wider sphere? Because I'm talking about broadly the amount of people who've changed their minds because of this revelation. I don't think it's changed the dial that much.
I think. Wait, do you think more people change their minds because of this quote unquote revelation, or because of Destiny talking about implied consent and then leaking things that apparently happened in this court transcript? That
No, that's my whole
he frames his wins. He like frames his wins, but they aren't actually wins. They're just things that were in previous documents from like weeks ago. Like, unfortunately, Destiny can just make things up, and he can just change way more minds than
No, that's
even
my
this
point.
has any
Believes
This
it.
capacity to, right?
revelation
Hutch
hasn't
believes
actually
it. Every
changed the
time-
public perception
Yeah.
at all.
Are you asking if it changes? It does change the perception, but I don't know. So, do you think because that could happen that I shouldn't pursue this relationship? Is that your
No,
argument?
to be clear, my
That's-
point here is that it doesn't change it meaningfully. People who already believe Destiny already believe Destiny.
Oh,
People
fuck.
who believe
Okay.
you
Yeah, sure.
already believe you.
Sure.
Right? Cherry is like a secondary character in all of this. So the
I don't
perception
think
of
so.
her
I think-
allegations doesn't change the wins that much. Were people really
So
doubting
you could make that argument, but
and believing Cherry? I don't think so.
I think this is used by Destiny in a similar way to everything else, where he's like, this is proof that nobody who's accusing me of this is good faith. He's been saying that the whole time, and this is the only thing that like is a fact. This is one of the only things that actually happened. Whether or not it like should make it more believable, obviously it shouldn't, right? But this is one of the only things that's actually happened. So I think he'll use it in the same way, and more people might be swayed. But I think those people weren't really basing anything on facts anyway, and like they were always just waiting for a reason to go back to Destiny, go back to watching.
I think this is one of the things that doesn't actually sway anybody. It just strengthens the resolve of people who really like disbelieve the allegations.
Oh, yeah, I could see that too. Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that, guys.
Nice.
Okay, so Willie Mack is a fucking gay retard. We all agree? Beckett, we agree?
Waterbrained, vacuous, basic sloppumentarian.
I think he's inbred, personally.
I think by Ethan
I'll
Klein
add that for
standards,
sure.
I could sue
I'll add
Willie
that
Mack for
for sure.
defamation. I'm looking into this right now. I'm contacting Tectone, contacting Cameron F305.
Speaking of Tectone, did you guys see that Erudite interviewed Tectone? I'm obsessed with Erudite, okay? By obsessed, I mean
I'm less
I
obsessed with
occasionally point
Erudite
out
than
how
you at
she's
this
fucked.
point. You are
up.
more obsessed with Erudite than me.
Am I?
Yes.
Let Parry on
Dude,
to fight the guy.
unfortunately,
who
the content is just super funny.
Harassers and pedos. Who's disparaging Parry?
Oh, probably
Um,
me. Probably me.
yeah. He wants in.
Okay.
You'll talk to him?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And okay, we good. We wrapped with that. That's fine. Everyone displeased and miserable. Fantastic.
Whoa. Just to like cap it off. Do you think?
Dude.
Well, okay, no, never mind.
All right,
It's
no,
fine.
go on,
let's
go
go
on,
with
go on,
Dickers.
Dickers.
Let's go.
Dickers, I'm
No,
sorry.
it's
go
fine.
ahead.
I just wanted
I
to
just wanted
clean
to get my
resolution
thoughts
of that, like a nice little
Go, white boy, go,
Okay,
go,
yeah,
white boy,
Willie
go.
Mack
Talk your
totally
shit.
fucking, like, defamed Jay Stalking Dickers.
You're
That'd be nice.
incompetent.
You know, that'd be tasty.
Go ahead, buddy. Please.
Not the first time he's defamed me, by the way.
Yeah, I said
It's
this
the
earlier,
first time
right?
for
I
me,
think
okay?
that
It
I think.
hurts.
Hold on. Fuck me. I said this earlier. Yes. Quote tweeting you and saying that Just Stalker's retweeting you and retweeting his docs is like 10 layers deep and crazy, and the real problem is like being pissed at Destiny or fucking throwaway or whatever. Yeah, I think I understand Willie's annoyance because of the information that's presented in the same way I'd be understanding of anyone who had information presented that way, but obviously that wasn't your fucking intention, and it wasn't Just Stalks either. Okay? Yeah? You happy?
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
I'm
Awesome.
fine with that. Queeman, was that short enough? Is that okay?
No, call Willie Mack a pedophile, right? Okay. So...
Pedophile, I can do that.
Such a fucking retard.
no,
Right, okay.
Barry, Joe.
Sexual misconduct. Anyway, hey guys, what's up? It's me. Thanks for letting me on. Beckett, because I did want to point out. Obviously, you guys are making fun of Willie Mack for like freaking out, spraying out, is calling Jay Stock a doxer or whatever, which I feel is unfounded. I don't know what conclusion you guys came to. But at the same time, you're more than happy to facilitate a pathetic, impotent liar on the call in the form of Resi, who just lies about my community and me because he's ass mad that I made fun of his fat gay girlfriend.
Wait, do you think it's unfair that I call Spinal BJ a pedophile adjacent person?
No, I think it's unfair to have harassment community and to have bad journalism. You're not engaging with me. Answer my question, faggot.
I'm not answering your question. I don't give a fuck about your question.
Yeah, all right. Well, why don't you just go eat fucking yummy piece of brioche bread?
That boy. Okay.
You see, but you're actually slandering me. But now you want to be like, oh, you're Maltese. You're Maltese.
Don't care, fatty. Don't care, fatty. Next.
Post your bench, you fucking maggot.
What's my range? I think it's like
am I harassment community, yes or no?
35 right now.
Yeah, the topic is very clear. The topic is Resi. Why are you such a coward that you won't engage with the fact that you call me harassment community and said I have bad journalism? And so you're going to be like, oh, you're a gay Malteser.
Because
you're a coward.
I've already talked
You've already talked about this in your own gay retarded fucking stream that nobody watches. Yes.
Harry, come on, man.
Well, if you're going to make retarded points.
Literal fucking fake country. Okay. Literally, I talked to you
running.
In private.
Whenever you say this, you're running. Private? You didn't talk to me private. That's a lie. You're just lying. You're lying. He's lying.
Maltese freak. You Maltese freak.
He's lying.
When I talked to you in private. I
literally
literally talked to you.
Didn't
Bug
happen.
Was there. Bug Squander was there.
Bug?
And I said
that was a private fucking VC call. You fucking lying piece of shit. That's not private. So it's not private, is it, you fucking retard? That's not private. It's not private.
Batty, Mo Batty. All right, get your fucking fat fingers out of your fucking asshole real quick. I know that you're a little overstimulated.
You've seen my face.
I need you.
You've seen your face. You've seen my face. You're calling me fat.
Yes, and now I'm calling you fat, man. I'm fat. I can call you fat, dude. I can call J-Stock fat.
Yeah, you can lie. You can lie. You focus on being. You can focus on.
Sorry, man.
People being Maltese. You can just lie about me being harassment and like meme out of it. Yes.
Things, Harry, because again, in that private call, I specifically told you that you don't have a good standard of evidence, and then you proceed to do the exact same thing after that.
No, you didn't say that's in the call. I have the call recorded. Why are you lying about what's happening in the call?
You recorded the spicy chat call where I
no, it wasn't a spicy chat call. Is it spicy chat or my Discord? Which one is it? I
specifically told you in the spicy chat call that I had with Bug Squander. I specifically told you that tech person that you had on was messaging a bunch of random people in my community, so you got a half story, right, buddy? Yeah, Tech. What? I don't even remember who he was. He's just some fat.
I don't think I talked to you about Tech in.
Oh no,
Spicy.
we did talk about it in Spicy. Bug Squander was there. Yeah, we did say.
Was I there? I'm not Bug Squander.
You were there. I talked directly to you. Do I go sit in Spicy very often, buddy?
I wouldn't know. The time zones are different.
I mean, I don't know.
I talked to you about this.
I see you in there. How fucking often, you little freak? All right, stop.
Oh, yeah, it's a great place without you. But no, seriously, I don't think I talked to you about this topic.
For years, Perry. I know, buddy.
For years what?
For years, I haven't.
For years what?
Spicy chat, buddy.
Right. So I don't think you were there. I don't think that this situation happened.
I was there.
I don't think that you talked to me. I remember Spore talking to me about this. I remember Dogbrain talking about this. I just don't remember you talking about this.
Well, that's
regardless.
And maybe
the idea that I have a fucking
shit together and figure.
Oh, you just don't remember. Yeah, just make him a call. Make him a call. What's your points then? Why don't you restate your points?
Now, Perry, I am literally saying I wasn't the only one that told you about this, so multiple people told you about this. Therefore, there's a pattern.
You, Dogbringer, and Spore. Yeah, your gay little fucking cuckold dynamic. Cool. Yes, your gay feeder dynamic told you about this.
Feeder dynamic thing. That's great. I know that you got a psychosexual dynamic with Duck. I understand. I get why you're mad at me. It's fine.
Am I the one with the psychosexual dynamic? You literally you sit there
every single thing that
you clean your pool.
Is
you take your dementia-riddled grandmother, and you force her to watch you to have sex. And then when she forgets, you do it all over again. And I'm the psychosexual one. You're such a pathetic coward. You just want to meme out of it. You're actually sincerely saying that I have a pedo community, and now you just want to meme out of it. It is so embarrassing.
You wanted to fuck Kyle.
You wanted to fuck Kyle. Moderation. I think we need to restart.
Do you not know how to moderate?
Yeah,
Why would I
so
moderate
Parry's
this?
saying Resi accused him of having a harassment community. What?
Yes.
And also bad journalistic standards, and he said I talked about it with him, which I never
yeah,
did,
I
but
did
whatever.
talk
But
about it.
just remake the argument then,
other
retard.
people-
Okay,
other
so
people
make
talk about that
Roosevelt make the argument that Parry has a harassment community and bad journalistic standards. Let's hear it.
The response to me saying that Perry has a harassment community is that shortly after, I have many people that came in, including Starbase, one of his chief
He's
mods.
saying
and
BXKS.
highest
Also, this happened
donor.
after. Timeline is wrong
Stop,
already.
Parry, stop,
Perry
stop,
wants
Parry,
to
stop.
fuck Kyle. So basically, when you had Starbase coming in, calling me a pedo, and then 10
Did
days
happen.
later, he gets revealed to basically be doing a little bit of sketchy stuff, as well as being the, infamous sex pest, Paragon, right? Yeah, I'm going to kind of draw some through lines. I'm going to draw some through lines when your community, Spinal BJ, and others are revealed to have a lolicon sharing server with minors in it. The same way you did exactly to Marcus. Right?
Marcus.
You were dancing on his grave, right,
bad
buddy?
journalistic standards.
Parry,
Yeah,
response.
and then the bad
Parry,
journalistic
response.
standards.
I demand moderator, allow me
Wait,
to
let's go
respond
one
right
at a time.
now.
Let's go one at a time.
And the
Let's
bad
go one-
journalistic
one allegation.
standards.
Marcus
One
is the
allegation
dog
at a
with the
time.
watermelon on his head, right?
Moderator, moderator.
Then let's
Dog,
go.
correct.
Yeah, one allegation at a time.
Yeah.
Parry.
Right.
Well,
Let-
I was just
respond.
laying it all out because he told me to lay it all out. So, yeah, if you want the journalistic standards part, it's literally like I told you, hey, you should probably, reach around and figure out what's going on. Because, yeah, that tech guy that you brought on that Duck did freak out about because he was sending her increasingly crazy shit, was messaging a bunch of people in my community. So when I streamed it, I got to find out about that. And you could have just asked me, and I would
Parry
have
to
asked
reach
around.
around, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, I can respond to all that now. So,
Yeah, did Duck
as far
mention
as
that
the
this person
shut up,
was stalking her
retard,
and
shut
he
up,
brought her
retard, shut up,
on anywhere
retard, shut up, retard.
Shut up, retard.
Okay.
Let's have
You
Parry
fuck Kyle.
respond to the first allegation, okay? The harassment community. So,
Sure,
Parry,
go on,
what say you?
Right, it's just completely incorrect to say that you said I have harassment community and then Starbase showed up. Starbase, first of all, I don't control Starbase's in chat.
Sorry, part of it. I know.
All right, you're not going to let me respond. You're not going to let me finish. Cool. But listen,
fundamentally
Starbase, this happened.
fucking
First of all, they didn't
weird.
come to your chat to harass. They just said, like, oh, what are you talking about? And then you were like, we're weird to them, which is fair enough. I mean, they are like a weird lolly freak. But the idea that
No,
that's my
no.
community, you blamed BXKS on being my community, even though that's like some retard
Yeah,
that goes around spamming the N-word.
Wait, address
You
the
blamed
points you made
fucking-
here. Don't just start spazzing out on other stuff. Address points you made here. So,
What
Resi
was the point? The
said
point is that Starbase
he's-
showed up and then 10 days
he's
later they were
drawing.
revealed as
He's
a pedo. It
drawing.
doesn't make any
So I
sense.
think what Resi said is he's drawing through lines. He's saying I'm interpreting that you have a harassment community because your top moderator came and accused me of being a pedophile, projecting
That didn't
potentially.
happen. That's point
Amongst
number one. That
other
didn't happen.
chatters who also engage in the same behavior. And
Yeah,
were
like BXKS. That's why I'm pointing out.
And
Those chatters
like
aren't my chatters.
And like BXKS made several accounts to do such a thing.
But Bronx, no, Bronx
that's on my chatter.
has several accounts. That's Bronx. Okay.
I've
Yeah,
blocked
I
that guy
know.
from my account. I
Yeah,
blocked the
I
guy
know-
from
I
my
don't
channel.
really pay attention
Can I
to
ask
this.
Yeah,
a
you don't know.
question?
You don't know anything. You
Guys,
just
can I ask
assume
a
these people
question?
are my chatters.
Yeah, I mean,
Parry,
I
shut
keep saying
Parry,
it.
shut
Oh, yeah,
the
just
fuck up. Parry,
I
I'm
just
shut
responding
up.
to this guy lying about
wait,
me. You
no,
fucking
no.
loser.
Harry,
Wait, let me-
real quick. Have you seen those messages? They literally came in speaking specifically about you and why I
Okay,
didn't
yeah, because
want
I'm
to
an
continue
interesting
talking to you,
streamer.
right?
Obviously, they're going to talk about me. Doesn't make them my chatter, retard.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, if everybody comes in and they just
thing
say
is, it annoys you.
why-
Yeah, if people want to
why-
annoy you, and by doing
Whoa,
talking about me,
whoa,
they
whoa.
annoy you.
Whoa,
They're going to
whoa,
talk about me. It doesn't make them my
Dickers,
members, idiots.
Dickers, the next pause, I'm interjecting. Okay, Resi, I have a question for you. All
You
the
go.
people we've just described here, BXKS,
Yeah.
Star-based, who was the other one? Spinal BJ.
Well, Spinal, but he's like a
you can,
chud
you
chatter.
can
over there.
find them. Yeah, well, no, but all three of them, you can also find, before
In
Starbase
Queen's chat?
drama or whatever, you can find them
In
in
Queen's
my
chat,
chat.
right?
Yeah, you can find them in Queen's chat.
Okay,
You can find them
may
in
I
Fred's
respond
chat.
to that real quick? I understand
Yeah.
what you're saying. At no point has there ever been a time where somebody's come into my chat who is not a regular in my Discord or regular in my chat to mention Queeman talking about me. It has literally never been Queeman's chatters. It's never been Chud's chatters. It's never been your chatters, Aiden. It's never been Beckett's chatters. It's Perry's chatters, and they identify themselves as such.
Well, they don't. BXKS doesn't identify itself as a parry
They
chatter.
literally did.
First
They
of all,
literally did.
so what's the logic
Like,
here?
you
So if
literally had
somebody
your
talks about
Mac
me,
kid come in
it
to
annoys
try to
you,
like-
and that's my
Yeah,
fault.
it annoys me. Yes, it does. It does annoy me.
That's my fault. How is it my fault that people talking about me annoys you, whereas talking about
Oh,
Queen
wait,
Richard doesn't annoy you?
Harry, did I ever say that it was your fault or that I don't?
Well, you
like
say
it?
I have a harassment community,
Harry,
which kind of
Harry,
puts the impetus on
yes.
me.
Yeah,
Having a
but that's not
community.
I specifically said I don't think Perry is doing any of these things. I know because you've watched all of my fucking streams. I know it's okay, bud. But here's the thing: I every single time mention Perry himself doesn't engage in pedo lolicon behavior. He
Well,
is
not
not
every single
sexually-
time. You just mentioned
he is
there's one family
no,
once.
every
Why not-
single time, Perry. I
Well,
do.
no, not
bring it up.
really.
I
Well,
always.
did I
do.
watch them or not? Because you don't always bring
I
it up.
defy
You just make
you.
vague allegations that I'm a
Defy that.
pedo, and then move
I make
on.
vague allegations you
Find you
associate
not doing
with
something.
pedos. I make vague
Uh-huh.
allegations you associate with pedos. The same thing that
And you don't
did
every single time
with the
say,
dude-
well, he doesn't actually
with the-
associate with
with
pedos.
the one you tried to steal Kyle from, Perry. I make the same vague
Perry, are
allegations.
you
that
really
do.
gonna cry about fucking people calling you a pedophile?
You're a fucking pussy.
I mean,
Bruh.
he's lying.
Perry,
He's
isn't
lying
your
about
stream
me.
content
He-
literally defaming people and threatening to rape them?
Yeah, like I'm so
Um,
sorry, man. Like honestly,
Well, it's
Perry,
very clear that I don't mean
if
what
you're
I
on
say when I
fire,
do
I'm not
that. And there's a
pissing on
difference
you. I'm
between
not
me
wasting
stating
it.
things. There's a difference between me stating things
There's a
about
difference
people and
between
telling
me
people
and
to go
I
their way.
told Harry a pedophile. Do you mean it?
Oh, yeah, dude. Okay.
Wait, what?
It's like very clear
Wait,
that
when
there's a
you
difference
call
between
when
me
you
saying
call
things about
Harry
people
a pedophile,
versus telling my
do you mean
audience
it?
to go out and harass
I didn't
people.
call Perry.
One of those things is
I did
beyond the
not
pale. One of those
call
things
Perry
gets
a
you
pedophile.
blacklisted.
I
The other is
said
just
that
me
he-
talking shit.
I didn't call
Call me
Perry a
nonce,
pedophile.
by the
I
way,
said
but
that he's
whatever.
surrounded by them.
Okay, when you said that Perry was surrounded by pedophiles, did you mean that?
Yes,
I've
I
got no
continue to
defense.
mean
Sorry.
that. Yeah.
Amazing contribution, Dickers. Listen, it's a very clear difference
I
to
also
me
don't call Foodshops a
between
pedophile.
insulting
I'm fucking
people,
okay
make
with
fun of
that.
people,
Is
making fun
this
of
new?
people, versus telling my audience to go out and harass people. Obviously, you're allowed to insult people on the internet. You're not. It's usually seen as
Well,
beyond
yeah,
the pale
they
to
just
have a
make another
harassment
Discord
community.
that you just surprisingly never know about to do their fucking lascivious behavior. They just make
What?
another Discord and then
Are you talking about the A
surprisingly
server?
never know about any of this, right, Perry?
Well, I wasn't in the server, so
Oh,
it
you weren't
wouldn't
in the
surprise
server,
me if
so
I didn't know.
You just luckily
Yeah, I don't
know
follow this fucking
out of sight,
AAA guy.
out of
Why would I
fucking
give a
mind.
fuck?
Out of sight, out of mind, right, Perry?
That was it. Was like
Sweep,
A
sweep,
isn't
sweep.
even my
Sweep,
chatter.
sweep, sweep.
I think he's like
Sweep,
Dickers
sweep,
is or
sweep.
Mouse.
Sweep, sweep,
But you'll
sweep.
call him a harassment or
Sweep,
pedo
sweep,
community.
Sweep, sweep,
You
sweep.
just spurg out about me because you're mad at
He
me.
already,
What's this about me?
addressed that argument.
Okay,
He already
wait.
addressed
So,
that,
so
yeah.
Perry, you think Reservoir's mad at you? What do you think Reservoir's mad at you about?
That I made fun of his fat girlfriend. I brought CPCA on, and we talked about him being a feeder with Duck
To be
Bringer.
fair, I did
And then I
that.
brought
to be
Ico on.
honest, I've literally not seen that. I'm not.
I did that.
Mad
Resi
at
didn't
you.
cut me
Like,
off.
I want to be clear. I'm not.
So it must be the
Mad at
Ico thing. It must be when I brought Ico on.
Real quick.
No, you
real
just
quick,
lie about me
real
like an
quick,
embarrassing loser.
Real quick.
Out of
I'm
joy.
not mad at Perry. I find zero value in interacting with him. There's a difference.
Yeah, you're above everything. You're above commentary. You
I'm
just
above
focus on
you,
politics.
yeah,
you're above
that's
talking
fine.
about
Yeah,
Ico.
I
You just
shit.
talk about
I literally
politics.
came
That's why you
here
spent all
to
this
my
time
church.
making this state of
Yes.
play. That's just a copy of my state of play. Is because
Yeah,
you're so
except,
above this
like, your
community.
state of play
Oh,
was
my
like, oh, he
goodness,
looks like a
somebody
fat
invented it.
retard, and literally all I have to do with
That was
you
funny. Yours is boring, and you
Wait,
just lied in
wait,
yours and told
wait,
biased. I
real quick,
agree.
guys. I am sharing the thing. As you can see here,
Oh, I'm not
Perry
showing
is
that.
listed in my chart as gay.
Yeah, after being forced by chatter after
Because
chatter to
you
talk
want
about
to
me.
fuck Kyle.
You wanted to first you deleted
wanna
me,
fuck Kyle.
and then
You want to
you
fuck
outed
Kyle.
me.
Forced
You were
by chatter
embarrassed.
after chatter. Wait, didn't Parry deny having a malicious brigading fan base?
Well, it wasn't my chatters. It wasn't my chatters.
Oh, it wasn't his chatters all of a sudden. Yes, there we go.
So
It's out of
Spencer like
sight,
donates to
out
chat
of
all the
sight,
time.
out of
But
mind.
I guess that
Out
doesn't
of
count.
sight, out of mind.
That doesn't
Okay.
harass the community.
Hey, guys,
Quinn
it
doesn't
wasn't
harass the
Perry.
community.
It was
You just have
Green
the same
Gary.
chatters.
It wasn't Perry. It was Green
Now
Gary,
you're just
guys.
spurting
Come on.
out. Now you're just
They're like
spurting out. It's not
twins, right?
engaging.
They're
Okay.
twins. They're both fat. They're both useless. They both come from a shithole country.
Useless.
Yes. Okay.
Have you seen your house, man? How am I the useless one? You're so useless your grandmother doesn't even remember what you did. I mean, that's the dementia.
Jesus
Point
Christ,
being,
right.
point being,
Yeah, no, it wasn't
Point
the
being,
dementia.
shut up,
it was,
Dickers.
it was the stroke that I'm like
it
assisting
was the
them,
trauma.
you
It
know?
was the trauma of watching Duckbringer and you have sex. Point being, it's very clear to me, okay? If it's not me making fun of Duckbringer, it must be me bringing Ico on and agreeing with them about your gay, retarded, transphobia argument. Because ever since that point, you've just been like spurting out about me, even though you say you don't care. You just talk about me all the time, accidentally, I guess. It's like very
Yeah,
embarrassing stuff.
I bring up the fact that your chosen one is a fucking.
But you're also above it all, I guess.
I
You're
talk
also
about
above it
how
all and don't
your
care, but you bring it
chosen
up all the time.
Your chosen one, Perry, is an AGP pedo.
I never
my
said
man.
he was
That's
my
your
chosen one.
man's,
I said he's
dude.
chosen one
That's your
archetype,
man.
but whatever. Just lie about what I said and then spurg out about it,
Who
sure,
have
man.
you been hanging about with, man?
I don't hang out with Spinal private, so I don't know where you got this idea from. I'm as much of a friend of Spinal as fucking John Logic is. You don't go
He is
against
literally
him.
your
Because
chosen
you see a
one.
connection there.
He is literally your
Alright,
chosen
man.
one. The moment you found out he was running a lolly server with Myers in it, you don't say that anymore. You're running.
I don't say it.
Scared.
I've stopped saying that when it's not being funny,
It was
which was the day
after
of.
saying it because it stopped being funny
Starbase, to be
because
fair.
it sounds like you're agreeing with a pedophile. Right?
I've
That's
been
why it's
disagreeing with
funny anymore.
Spinal for months. I have a whole debate on my channel about his
You know
disgusting
what
Twitter
makes me
account.
great? You
Sorry,
wanted
what's
to
that,
fuck
Dickers?
Kyle. You wanted to fuck
I was
Kyle.
saying the split
Kyle.
between you and Parry has probably been after the Starbase stuff. To be fair,
No,
not after the
But that
Starbase.
seems weird.
After the,
Well,
you sure it's not after
but
the
you
ICO
deleted
stuff?
my-
Is it? Are we sure it's not after the ICO
You deleted my
transphobia
DMs after the
situation?
ICO stuff, so I think it's after
No,
the
no, I'm
ICO
saying
stuff.
Parry's
stuff.
split with Spinal.
To be clear, it
Was after
That's
the,
before
um,
that,
to
Dickers,
be
because he
clear,
does the
it's-
DMs with
to
me
be
after
clear,
the ICO and before
hello,
that.
hi, I'm here. So again,
Yeah.
to be clear, it was after the ICO stuff. When I realized
Yeah.
that I
There you
gained
go.
no pleasure from interacting with you, I gained no benefit from interacting with you, and I don't like you.
Harry, you made fun of me, and I don't like you anymore. You're a harasser now. That's
So
what you
we-
just said out loud. That's
Yeah,
great.
well,
That's
do I
great.
not
Let's
have
talk
the
about this
ability
about
to
the
choose
ICO
who I
stuff,
interact
really.
with or not, or no?
Feels like it's
So
all about
what?
the ICO stuff. Right? So what happened to the ICO stuff? What's the problem with the ICO stuff?
That's
I
like
think it's
just-
because I wasn't an unbiased moderator. I had a particular side, and Reservoir was upset at that. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. He never really hashed out
No,
with
I
me.
never
In
really
DMs, he said, "It's all
experienced
content,
it.
Parry. It's all content," and then he deleted all those DMs. So,
yeah, that's yeah.
so what's
I
the issue,
deleted my
Resi? Can
DMs
you explain it
because
now?
all- Wait, so I deleted my DMs the stream after you said anybody who tells you anything in private, and you said this to Aiko. You said anybody who tells me anything in private, I will immediately publish whatever it is if I feel like it.
If it's interesting, yeah, no, I will.
Yeah,
That's
if
true.
it's interesting.
That was the issue with Ico.
And you've literally what's the issue with that? Perry, you say that you're gonna publish anything I tell you in private.
Right, but this doesn't
Why
have to
am
do
I
with the
doing-
Ico stuff that
real
caused
quick-
you to hate me.
No,
That's what I
no,
want to
it
focus
doesn't.
on.
No,
It's
because
just you
you
whining
want-
about me being
No,
epic.
Perry, I'm telling you what it's actually about, and you're
Oh,
trying
it's
to
because I said
narrativize
the
what it
fucking
is about.
DM thing. Is that why you burned the bridge?
Let him
Really?
finish,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
We
If
need
you're
fucking
not, if
moderation
you're gonna
here.
just
Hold
sneak
on,
It's clear
hold
what
on.
he's saying.
why
Let
the
me
fuck would I?
Dickers. It's
Harry,
clear what he's saying, Dickers. I
Harry,
responded and I agree.
Harry,
I know
Harry,
it's clear.
you're
but let him
Catholic and
finish
you
it
were
so it's
molested.
more clear.
Perry, you're
Just let me
Catholic and
finish.
you were molested.
Try
That's
about
why
it,
you keep
Dickers.
calling Perry,
You fucking
or you
loser.
keep calling Dickers a priest because Dickers looks like the guy that molested you. Okay, so real
That's a
quick,
new one.
when you say
Huh?
you are going, you
Did
call
what?
my grandmother a fucking dementia patient. You can fucking burn alive, freak. All right.
Listen,
So
listen.
real-
Your grandmother is a
real
dementia
quick,
patient. You did
real
have sex
quick,
with Dougbringer in front of
real
her. You are a
quick,
pathetic loser.
real
What's your
quick,
point? Your point
real
is that you're not saying
So
anything.
you were
okay?
molested
That's my
by a
point.
guy that looks like Dickers. That's why you've been calling him a
Uh-huh.
pedophile. You were molested by a guy that looks like Dickers.
I never
That's why
called Dickers a pedophile. I called him an altar boy molester, to be clear.
You were
Big
molested
difference.
by a guy that looks like
Are you going to make your points about Zyko, or are you going to spurg out and be
my
up
point
on me
is you
for
were
a while?
molested by Dickers.
That's your
Dickers
point?
looks like
Okay,
Kyle,
very cool.
a
Running. Not actually making the
Kyle
argument.
face.
Not actually making the
Just wanna
argument.
fuck
Harry,
Kyle.
Harry, wait, guys, I need
Is
to.
Parry
Harry,
actually Catholic?
Why is it
No,
always
wait,
me? This guy's just spurging
Okay,
out
stop,
about
stop,
me.
stop,
I'm the
stop,
one that's
stop,
interrupting
stop,
somehow.
stop,
He
stop.
wasn't
He was molested.
Hold on.
Parry,
It's
Parry,
shut
Parry,
down.
Resi,
Convenient.
Guys, I
Okay,
will
Aiden,
we're gonna go
Aiden,
forward,
Aiden.
if we're gonna go forward with this conversation,
Aiden,
okay.
I'm gonna moderate the conversation, then pick a side and go.
Let Aiden
Who
talk.
cares?
You're obviously on the side. Aiden, he's saying you're
Harry,
biased. Thoughts?
J
Excuse
Stalk,
me,
Queeman,
excuse me,
Beckett, Aiden, Resi.
Hi.
Okay, I'm gonna start mute. Okay, I've
No,
muted
I
Parry
actually-
and I've
I
muted
actually,
Reservoir. Aiden,
I
please
actually,
speak.
I actually,
Parry,
guys,
Aiden, Resi.
guys,
Parry,
guys,
Aiden,
everybody,
Resi.
everybody. So I happen to agree, actually, Resi, a little bit more with your performance here. But now, because you said that, I'm a little offended. Second of all, really, you want to say it to me with your grandmother? Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
Jesus
okay.
Christ, I'm unmuting them. I thought it was gonna be interesting.
Well, that
It's
would have
not.
fucking
Carry on.
tied you to a stake, Aiden. I don't know what the
Your
fuck
grandmother
you
can't pull the trigger. Her
What I-
fingers are too weak from
what I-
gooning to
what
watching
I-
you and
what
Dougbringer have
I'm trying to
sex.
say is, Parry, you make conversations unlistenable because you're like going 1,000 miles an hour.
Why is it
like,
always me, man? This Resi guy's spurging out the whole time.
Why is
You're
it
after
always
This is
me, man?
mean.
Why don't I take
Why
responsibility
is it always
for my
me?
actions?
What the hell?
I'm just
Why is
I'm
Resi
just
not
a
responsible?
small
He could
bean
have
from a
spurred
small
out.
island. Small bean, small
Like
island.
he's spurting out right now. You're not yelling at Tim, Aiden. What the
I don't know,
hell?
it's me.
Starting out because he's given up on the prospect of having an actual conversation.
I gave up on the prospect of having a conversation before the season.
Well, yeah, you're
started.
spurging out.
Get
You
used
make
to
it,
dude.
well, you make it.
We all
Parry, you're
agree.
like going 1,000 miles per hour like a fucking tornado, like waiting when to interrupt, or like the second they pause.
It's because he's
they're gonna-
BPD splitting because he was molested by a priest that
All
looks
right.
like Dickard.
No, it's probably just.
Well,
acting,
Aiden,
but-
can you like say the point about the ICO stuff, I guess, and
I don't have.
Yeah, so the point I had about the ICO stuff was very specifically when you said you're going to release any DM if you find it necessary. Yeah,
No,
I'm
if I
going
find
to
it
delete
funny,
my
not
DMs.
necessary. That's
I'm
different.
going to delete my DMs with you, and I'm not going to interact with you. That seems like a reasonable thing to do?
And you just never
right?
brought this up, and you just all the other points you were making, those
Yeah,
were like
because
coke
all
about
you're
why you
gonna
don't
do
associate with me.
if I bring this up, Perry,
But you
you're
still
gonna
brought
do a-
stuff up, but you just brought different points up. That's the difference.
Yeah, Perry,
You're saying
I
you
brought
didn't bring this
stuff
up.
about you having a pedo harassment community
And having
I
bad
didn't bring up
journalistic standards,
this
yeah.
part. I didn't bring up
Which
this
has directly
part
to
of it.
do with you being embarrassed, yes.
Wait, hold up. Wait, but you cut off Ico at the same time, right?
With the leaking stuff, it was soft and then it got harder recently. Yeah.
And he kept
You
talking
did
about
cut-
it on
you-
the stream,
It seemed
even though he
like it was
doesn't care.
basically over at the same time. It seemed like Parry and Ico were done because of that conversation. It seemed like it was kind of tied together.
I was kind of willing to see out Ico because I've known Ico for a while, but then recently I was just like, yeah, I can't really get over the insipid fucking bug that's in the back of my head to kind of rectify the situation. I was more willing to do it because I've known Ico for years. I've known Perry for what, 4 or 5 months or something like that.
Okay, well, why were you cutting Ico off? Why is that?
I mean, at the end of it, it's the leaking stuff. I just kind of that was like the main.
Wait, did
point.
Ico leak?
She was not leaking the stuff with me, not even actually specifically the stuff with Duckbringer. It was just like the kind of continued pattern that she displayed during the smug whiz stuff and like kind of trying to follow along with it. It seemed like there was no real attempt there, and then just realized, yeah, there's a pretty high chance that
The timeline doesn't make sense. The smug stuff was after your stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, but it provided a pattern for me to realize that there is something that I believe has changed about Ico, right?
Wait,
What
Ico
is part of
says
the
that the
pattern?
reason why she leaks this kind of stuff is because she has OCD around people
People
lying
lie
to
about
her.
her,
Right?
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that
Well, let's hear what
not
Ico has to
accurate
say.
at all?
So,
Yeah.
you after you talk to Dickers, you DM me all of these emotional DMs about how you care about me, how you were gonna
Leave them
look
right
at-
now.
Hold
Right
on,
now.
let me
Right
talk.
now.
Let me fucking talk, okay?
Parry's
No, I
fine.
Let me talk. So you sent me all of these emotional DMs. You were like, I said that you were going to properly cover my chud coverage because you said publicly on stream, apropos of nothing, that my coverage of Chud's trans tent had an air of transphobia. So I see that and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I get angry. I'm live. I talk to Perry. You join, right? After we fight, you talk to Dickers. Then you tell me that you care about me. You want to go to the beach. You care about me as your friend. So you're gonna properly go over my Chud trans tent coverage like you should have from the beginning, right?
Okay.
3 weeks later, nothing. Nothing happens. And then suddenly you just don't want to be friends anymore.
Wait. Can I ask a
No,
question?
I don't need you to. Why are you
Dickers,
asking
let him
questions?
respond.
Yeah.
Dickers, please.
So yes, Ico. I am a emotional guy. Perry has been, or not Perry. Queeman has noted this for years by saying that I have a what is it? A child molested audience. Queeman, I think that's what you said. That like I'm an emotional guy.
Probably.
I feel like that's pretty much where it's been. I'm a pretty.
So you just
emotional
had
guy.
an
I was-
emotional meltdown at the time, and
Yeah, because I did
That's it.
value our friendship.
so
right?
what did I do exactly? What
and so-
happened?
So when you go ahead and just start leaking a lot of stuff on the
What did I
Smug Wiz thing-
leak? What?
It was with the Smug Wiz
Smug
stuff, right?
lies to me, and what does that have to do with our friendship? What does that have
Well,
to do with us?
wait, no. So
Smug
okay,
lied to me, so I leaked his DMs. That's my policy. You've always known this. If you lie to me, I will leak. I will leak whatever, whenever. You saw what happened with Beckett. So what's different now exactly? And why you care about Smug Bug so much?
Well, no, I care
And Wiz
about the-
hates you. What
I
is
know
your
that, I'm
issue?
aware. I know he called me a doxer to you, and you didn't tell me about that. That was really cool.
No, he didn't.
No, you said that he did on your one stream. You said that there's somebody
No.
that's doxing or harassing or something like that, and then you said that. Oh yeah,
No.
that's Resi, right?
No. What are you talking about? That never happened. What the fuck are you talking about?
I literally recall exactly.
No,
what
that was
happened.
about Smug. That was about Wiz
no,
made me
in
think
Wiz's-
that
in Wiz's
Smug
DM.
was
No,
potentially
remember
going to
that
dox
Wiz-
him.
No, remember that Wiz said in the Wiz things, he deleted something.
Oh, that was I corrected that because it was in Perry's chat that Wiz said something about Smug.
No.
Yes,
in the
that's what it
DM,
was.
no,
I
when you were
clarified.
reviewing-
I
when
know.
you were
I
reviewing-
clarified this
no,
later.
when you were reviewing your Discord DMs with Wiz.
Yes. And
All
then
right,
Wiz
you said-
DM'd me, and he
said-
sent me a clip of Perry's stream that I completely forgot that I DM'd Wiz because of him saying that Smug was going to dox him in Perry's chat, and I was just checking. I was just checking in. It had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I recall you specifically saying that it was about me because Smug
It had
and Wiz.
nothing to do with you.
And wait, no. Smug and Wiz have both kind of elicited those exact things on stream as well.
What?
Yes,
Huh?
they did.
They
during
elicited? What does that mean?
They went ahead and said that me and Queeman are part of a doxing community. That was during the JREG thing. The JREG, it was
Do you have
JREG
the
Jury
clip for that,
Yes,
Resi?
on stream. What?
I don't know
You sent
what
it
the
to me,
fuck.
but deleted it. The clip
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, I did. I know. So, anyways,
Can you send it again?
No, I'm not sending. You can go
What-
look
what
for
is
it.
he
It's like
talking
episode
about?
52 or 53.
There's a
So-
JREG Smug collab where apparently the Smug said something about doxing, but I don't think that's what it said, but I couldn't. Rezi sent me a clip and he deleted it because he's mad at me. So that's what he's referring to, Ico. I'm not sure if you saw the JREG Smug collab.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I didn't. So this had nothing to do with me. Can we just confirm this? Can we confirm that I never said anything to do with
Okay.
you and doxing whatsoever?
okay. That's
Just
sure.
yes, let's acknowledge that.
you
That
did-
was
you-
about Wiz
okay,
and
you
Smug.
didn't.
Yeah, so
and
I
you
clarified this on my
didn't. I
stream.
don't
So if you want to
recall
go
you
back just to
clarifying
check,
that.
I'm not lying.
Ico, I'm not going to go back and check. Why the
Okay,
fuck am
so
I gonna
give
go
me
back
a
and check?
real reason why you ended our friendship.
That's the real reason. I guess I was wrong, and I've decided to continue not doing the friendship thing because I just don't trust you. Sorry.
Wow.
Okay, well, this doesn't say. Okay, well, this all seems very strange to me now because you're saying that Perry has a harassment community, that he's associated with pedophiles, and then the real complaint's changing to, well, you leaked stuff, but then the leak cutoff happens to coincide with also the cutoff from Ico, which.
I
now,
want
now,
Around that debate.
now
yeah.
the reasoning, now the reasoning is changing to a doxing thing.
Yeah.
That
I
actually
have-
doesn't
Oh, he said
involve
my
you.
community was harassing him too.
No, if I
He
may.
said my community was harassing him too. Meanwhile, it was his own chatters that were our mutual community that were.
Well, I think Rosemary
dis-
should respond.
please.
I think Rosemary should
Okay, sure.
respond.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So once again, you can separate out the Perry and the Ico things. Okay. That's I
They
think
happened around the same time and seem to have
well,
reasons that
we're
change.
about 3 weeks
based
between
on-
them, right, Ico? Because I told
No.
you that I was no
No.
longer no, I told you I was no longer interested in being friends with you 3 weeks after I stopped talking to Perry. Right?
Yeah, because I DM'd you and I said, you know that they're just baiting us, right? Because
Yeah, that
Perry and Smug were
are
DMing
trying
us,
to
yes.
divide us.
And you,
Yeah.
at some point, I gave you space during that 3 weeks. I thought you were going to talk to me later. All of your excuses have been bullshit. I didn't
Okay,
do
yeah.
anything. So if you don't trust me, that's completely fine.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah, if you
changed.
want me to be real
That's
with you, yeah,
totally fine.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, I just don't trust
Yeah,
you.
I
then. If
accept
you want
that.
me to say
You
okay,
just
cool.
could have told me that you don't want to be friends with me instead of leaving me hanging for 3 weeks, me defending you.
Yeah,
Me defending you to everyone.
Well, Ico, you didn't really defend me. You said
I did.
ever
What do
since-
you
no,
want
She
from
did.
me? I
Okay.
did
saying-
to
Giving love
everyone.
grace.
Thank
I
you
don't
for
know
clarifying
who.
here.
Yes. I
Yeah,
don't know
so-
who's putting this in your head. I don't know if what you've been looking
you can
at.
just say duck. You can just say duck and just be.
Yes, your retarded girlfriend.
Maybe it's your
I don't
dimensional
care.
mother.
I don't care.
There we go.
This is
I
you.
don't know that it's dark. I don't think we should jump to any conclusions, but it seems to all be around this trans conversation. Really, I remember very clearly. Well, not very clearly, but I remember the trans conversation.
The one I ruined by bringing CPCA in that one. If I didn't do that, you'd still be friends.
I believe at this point it's gone beyond the trans conversation, so that's like a.
Yeah, because you're
It
spreading
all
out
seems
over
to
it.
actually be
Yeah.
okay, but
It's
wait,
'cause you're
it
ass
seems to
mad.
actually be rooted in that, and then the other reasons seem to
develop after
change
that,
them.
possibly.
Yeah, it's post hoc. Yeah.
Okay, but again, yeah, I lost trust in Aiko. That took me a little bit of time to process. Yeah, I'm an emotional guy, kind of lame.
Aww.
But you lost trust because you
Wow.
disagree with her in a public debate, not because of any actual thing she did. Just disagreement, and that was too much for you to take. And ever since then, you've just been lying about her and me.
Realize whatever you want, Perry. You got molested by a priest that looks like Dickers, so.
You're just not going to engage with the
Wow.
fact that it's true what I'm saying, which is that you, for months, have been lying about both of us because you seemingly went badly in a debate.
No, it's been 4 weeks, right? Not
You know-
months.
4 weeks, a month. My bad, man. My
I
bad. A
actually-
month don't
Even-
crash outs.
I also
Even after
specifically
you-
haven't said anything about Aiko on my stream either.
Yeah,
I haven't.
Even
covered any of that
after
content.
you said that
Well,
you
you
didn't
did
want to be
talk about
friends,
that
I
on
told
your stream.
everyone to leave you alone, that everything is like, we're not talking about it. I haven't been talking about it. I think
Okay.
that this is all very convenient. And of course, I don't want to be
Okay,
friends with
yeah.
someone who doesn't want to be friends with me. If I had known you had any of these feelings about me,
Oh,
we would
come
have
on.
not been friends
We
a
can-
long
Yeah,
time
I'm
ago.
just
We
gonna
can
be honest,
rebuild this
yeah,
bridge.
like,
Hold on. No. Stop saying hurtful things to each other. What are you doing?
No,
Shut up,
it's like-
J-Stock.
You guys-
Why
you
are you
guys
guys
just
bridge? What
Shut
about?
the fuck
Fuck
up.
you.
Harry
Shut up.
needs a segment for tomorrow, J-Stock. Shut the fuck up.
No, let
God,
listen,
I just want-
listen,
why can't we just be
listen,
friends?
you're on a call together. You guys have been
He doesn't wanna be
friends for
friends.
Don't you guys
ages.
remember?
You guys have been
Don't
friends
you guys
for
remember Tom
ages,
Tent?
and you're
Do
just
you guys
like,
remember
That's
Tom
a
Tent?
joke, yeah.
Didn't Tom Tent bring us
Just
all
a
together? we need Tom to fuck his career up one more time.
Useless interruption.
Oh,
All right,
you know what?
Boing,
Let's
Okay,
go.
how about this?
boing.
Here's a question that I wanted to know.
Fuck you, Aiden.
Why does Duck send all of these weird DMs to Perry when you
She
guys
said,
like
"Ha,
cut
ha,
him
ha."
off?
Wait, if I may, she said.
Yeah, but she like spurgs out about it, deletes it, and says, "Yeah, you paid attention, you won."
Excuse me.
It's
excuse
very
me,
freakish.
may I-
Isn't that because
okay.
Perry reminds her of like her ex who used to be abusive?
True.
Well, no, it's not
Possibly,
that.
possibly.
So remember that she said.
I've never
"Ha, ha,
broken
ha."
someone
She
and
said,
made them internally
"Ha, ha, ha."
bleed.
Wait. I know.
It doesn't matter what she said. What matters is she was being cringe about it.
Okay, we don't need the interruption.
It's about me, Aiden. Fuck you.
Burn alive. Burn alive. So, when it comes to the
Well, like
day,
your
what day-
dimensional
what day
mother's
was the
brains
day
burning
that-
alive
wait,
like
wait,
that.
wait, wait,
Harry,
wait,
Harry,
Billy,
Harry,
Billy,
shut the
Billy,
fuck
Billy,
up.
what was the day that Duck sent the ha 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 notes?
I don't know, like Monday.
No, it wasn't Monday. It wasn't a
It
Monday.
was. Well, I don't remember the day. She deleted it. What do you want from
Yeah,
me? What was the day?
it was no, because you shop these around and sent them to people. You should know that, right?
I shopped the fact that I deleted message. I can't shop around and delete the message.
And
You're just
that
lying about
when
me.
she sent that when your top mod and top donator Paragon was outed as a freak.
No, that was
What?
the
No,
brown
she's
stuff.
been
That was during the
DMing
Major
him.
Windy
That
brown
was
stuff.
the
You're just
day
wrong.
that she
You're just
said,
lying again. The timeline here is all wrong. You just make it up to make it
The
always
thing
about
that
the
you
I'm the
guys
bad guy. You're
have
such a
not
loser.
seen, the ha
She
ha ha
DM'd
ha.
him multiple
The ha
times.
stuff was when I went
Yeah.
on Rouse Street to make fun of
Recently.
Major Windy.
I know.
And there are multiple ones, like Aiko was saying. Yeah.
Okay, but the specific ones that you laundered, which were the ha 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 ones, the short
No,
ones
I
you
didn't
guys-
launder
No,
those. I just
I'm
mentioned that she
asking
was
why
spur DMing me.
She does
No,
it at
I'm
all.
asking. No, I'm actually asking Aiko. Were the ones that you laundered were the ha 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 ones, right? Those are the
That
ones you
I
call strange?
laundered?
You
I
put
don't
them on
even
your
remember
stream.
sending them to Aiko. But if
no,
I showed them
I
to
haven't
her,
seen
that's
any-
because those were the ones that weren't
Resi,
deleted.
where are you getting this like information from? Because everything
Probably
you
the
think
only
you
other
know
party involved, right?
is wrong. Everything you think you know is wrong. So I don't
Okay,
know
that's
exactly.
cool.
So I'm just saying maybe why is she DMing Perry so much? Like still.
Deleting it and then spurring out on my chat. And
Yes.
spurring out on my stream.
And
And,
commenting
you
on my
can-
VOD, my
you
VOD
can-
that had
commenting on
nothing
Aiko's
to do
VOD.
with anything, right? She
why
commented
are you
on
coming
my
to me?
VOD.
Well, no, wait, Aiko, did you not say
Yeah?
the same thing about Sport? You're complaining about my harassment community or Duck's harassment community, but then
I'm
I
talking
can't do
about
the
your
same thing about
harassment
your
girlfriend.
community? Yes,
Yes,
my harassment
she's a little
girlfriend.
strange.
Yeah.
She's a little strange.
Yeah.
I don't have any
Yes,
argument for
I
it.
agree. I
see.
have no issue with that. Yeah, I'm
Good
pretty fucking
contribution,
strange.
Aiden.
I get it. Yeah.
Idiot.
Next.
Well, you're a straight freak, and you're
Skip.
like going after other people and crying
Skip.
about what we do when what you do and justify is way worse. And you're clearly having an
Sure
emotional
that it is.
breakdown. I want to pretend there's a justification. And whenever I say
I'm
anything,
trying
to
you
get his way worse.
turn him
Aiden,
out of it.
Harry,
Aiden,
Harry, I want to
Harry.
focus in on that stuff. What's Reservoir done to you?
What's Reservoir done to me? Well, you're just being a gay loser and lying about me. It's annoying.
okay.
Yeah, like lying about your pedo-affiliated community that you're affiliated with. That's what I've said. I've said nothing in public about Ico, about any of this until now.
Well, you've been talking about that on your stream, so that's not true. I mean, you
don't
talk about it all the
talk about
time. Whenever I find
haven't-
clips about me,
Yeah,
I
with
find
Resi's
her.
viewership,
all
does
the
that
time
really
on my
count as
stream. What are you
public?
talking about?
Well, if you count spicy convo as public. Well, anyway, it's very clear. Whenever he brings me up, he
Well,
brings
no, it's not that the
Ico up, and it's like, why she
point.
talking
It's
about
that it was
Erudite?
between
She's
you and
obsessed.
where I literally said to you in private the issues I had with
I
you.
don't remember this happening, man. I'll ask Bug.
Yeah, I know you don't
I don't remember being there, man.
It helps your point, all right? You're on fucking.
It doesn't really help my point. It just means you have to reiterate it, really, but it doesn't help my point.
Yeah,
but
over
okay,
and over
sure.
again because you don't have.
Yeah, and I've already disagreed with it that you're bad. Yeah, I don't think your point's very good. The point is what? That I have bad journalistic standards because I brought a mentally ill man on my stream and disagreed with him and told him to get therapy. That doesn't make any fucking sense. No, I don't think that's bad journalistic standards.
It's literally not at all what I said, but make up your own narrative. That's fine.
Well, yeah, you're talking about the text stuff and you're
I
talking
said
about the
something
leaking DM, which doesn't
completely
make well, that's
different in
unrelated to
this
what you said.
conversation to you, and you
Well,
literally
listen.
didn't even listen to that to begin with. So
Maybe you
why am I why?
You just don't repeat the point, okay? Just say that you already made the point. Don't repeat
I'm going
it.
to repeat the
And
point
pretend that you were right.
Your
Okay,
community
man.
is filled with lolicon freaks. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, focus on the one that makes you sound
I'm
cool,
going
not
to
the
do
one
that
that's obviously
forever.
wrong.
Harry, I'm going to do that forever. You're going to call me
Harry,
fat
I'm gonna
forever.
be
You're
epic
gonna
meme
just-
retard. This isn't that deep.
Wait,
I'm
no,
just
does
a
Harry not
goose.
deny that this
Thanks,
community
Harry.
is
It
full of
never
lolly
ends,
retards?
buddy.
What's your point, Resi? Is that you're like spurging out and willing to lie, and that's it. You just gotta deal with it, Perry. I know. I mean, I guess
Yeah, Harry, you do actually, because
that's not an issue. The problem is that you're just lying, and you're okay with lying, and you just want to own that fact.
Harry, okay, he's willing to lie. What is he lying about?
Well, he's lying about the details of who my community is, so to speak, and also my journalistic standards, and also I don't know, everything to do with ICO. Just a lot of this conversation, yeah.
Well, I mean, again, the ICO stuff is ancillary to you. Yeah, I won't lie.
Okay, but it just shows you're a liar. Is my point.
You said I was obsessed with Kyla.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, that's bad.
How am I
Yeah,
more obsessed than anyone else that milks her?
Okay, but here's the thing: am I lying if I say you're obsessed with?
You're
Kyla?
the one that had a million alerts of her barking like a
also
dog.
have a million alerts
I know,
of her.
because it's
We're both
fun.
obsessed.
Yeah, but she doesn't attack you for it.
We're both obsessed.
We're both obsessed.
Yes.
You're so
Yeah, but you're the one,
like,
Resi,
how do you
impugning people
criticize
for
me
it.
and then say we're both obsessed? What are you talking about? You are bad at this.
Gamble
Come
humor is not
on.
funny.
That's
Boing,
fine.
boing.
You're bad at bullshitting.
Resi be like, I made a bad argument, and that's okay, actually. That's just is what it is. That's what you've been doing this whole time, Resi. Just like admit that you did have a good point, and don't like try giga chat out of the fact that you're
It's
just
okay,
like
just
spurging out
stick
emotionally out
with-
to people.
Stick with not trusting me for vibes. I just want to state I didn't do anything wrong here, and I
You
think
know my
I
stream,
have a
that's evil.
healthy obsession with Kyla because she is amazing memes. Okay, and you used to know that, but
I think
that's
you're all
fine.
weird.
You
No,
don't.
I literally have
I
Kyla
think
next
actually-
that was like ready
She's
to go
nonsense.
after this. That's like the next thing I'm doing on stream, so I don't know what to tell you.
I don't even care about this. I care about
I
serious
think-
Okay, so
politics.
you're
and I
just
spent 2
shooting
days making a
shots at
safe
me.
play.
You're
has
just
something to
throwing
say about
shots at
this,
me for
okay?
no reason.
When I watched
Resi's
the
above it all,
JStalk
we'll
coverage
spurg out all
of
day.
the
That's what we'll
ICO
do.
conversation with Smugbug, JStalk said that he didn't think that ICO had a good justification to leak, and that she went back on it.
I
Who cares?
I think
What's
Aiko
this
wanted to
about, Dickers?
leak, and the
Why are you
reason she
bringing this up?
leaked was not actually the reason that ended up being
Ooh.
like true. Like she leaked because she
No,
thought
no,
Smug lied,
I watched your
but it was probably
coverage.
Wiz lying.
I watched your coverage. No, that was my intention. Like I had a singular point, a singular focus, and so I let him take me around a little bit. But that singular focus of him saying that Beckett sent it to him when Beckett did not. When I saw that Beckett
That wasn't what you brought up and told him. That wasn't the pretext for you leaking, what you told him. So if
Yeah,
you just
no,
didn't
it
state that
was.
correctly, it's fine.
at the time in that one short conversation, that was we had already established this. and that's what I kept
Okay.
going back to. So that's why that line, because Beckett, hearing that Smug said that Beckett sent it to him, Beckett found that out, or Beckett heard that. I went and talked to Beckett. He said that it was a lie, so that's why I leaked. That was
And that's why
everything.
Beckett was super chill with Wiz the next day when he talked with him, right?
What?
Wait, why are you asking me about this? Okay, what's the point with
You not
Wiz?
been paying attention?
No, of course fucking not. You're all
It just
screaming
seems
at
like
each other.
not
Like
relevant to
I
what
tuned
was
this
happening.
conversation
Oh,
out
no,
like
Beckett.
10,
I'm
20
just-
minutes ago.
I'm
Yeah, you're
talking
smart.
about the
That's
Smug,
epic, Beckett.
why I leaked the Smug DMs, because he said that you sent him the Pixie Kyla DMs, and you did not. You didn't have them at the time that he had them. You didn't have them till later. So since that was a lie, I decided to leak and see what he had to say for himself. That is my policy. If you lie to me, I will leak it whenever.
Yeah, I don't know what the point is about Wiz. Yeah, I spoke to Wiz. Wiz probably lied to me, but it's also like whatever with the part of those conversations that wasn't streamed. So it's like, sure.
Yeah. So yet another hollow excuse for something
No, I
that
mean,
I did wrong.
but like Wiz and Smug's position is that they just want to lie and troll. That's their actual position. Both of them,
Yeah.
like fuck it, whatever. So it's kind
Yeah,
of irrelevant.
and
I don't
why
know why
not
we've got.
associate
I don't know
them?
why we've got here from the fact. Like,
Well,
wasn't
it's
the
because
original-
Resi wants to find some excuse out of the milieu of things that occur to explain why he had a spurg out about Aiko and me. That's the reason, Beckett.
Yep. 100%.
But you can go back to beds now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I mean, my genuine question is like, so this argument between you and Aiko seemed to have occurred over the Chud stuff. It seems like Chud doesn't give a shit.
Yep.
I mean, you've disagreed with Aiko before. I don't know why this became as big as it did. And you guys have been friends for ages, which seems like a dumb bridge to burn. That was just my opinion. You can do what you want. Obviously, I'm not going to police your friendships, but that's just how I think people are going to see it, right?
Okay.
Is that an issue? Like,
To me?
yeah.
Or like
Well,
what?
Resi's going to make it an issue because he's going to vague post about it on his stream for months after months
Oh.
while saying he doesn't care, if
It's
that
been a month.
counts.
It's been 4 weeks, isn't it?
It's been a month,
After
and
month,
you know,
month
you've
after
been
month,
whining
month
about
after month,
it
month after month.
in the background the whole
Let
time.
him answer Beckett's question.
I actually don't know what specifically it was. It's like Beckett. I'm sorry. Can you rephrase it one more time?
Is it okay? So what's the actual issue here? Like, you've fallen out with Aiko. People are like, that's weird that you've fallen out with her. It seems like a weird thing for you guys to fall out over in the first place. Yeah, I mean, that seems reasonable. I mean, I don't know why. I still
Is the
don't
question,
really
like,
understand.
Do I care?
Yeah, I still
do I
don't
think
understand why anyone sort of like Parry is a troll. Parry is an obvious fucking troll.
Yeah, just don't engage with me, man. Just lie about me whenever you want and meme out of it when confronted. That's really
hold
cool.
on,
to
hold
see,
on.
Beckett.
Let me finish. Harry's thing is he wants to get a reaction out of you.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, but I don't lie about people like Resi does. It's bullshit, man. What the hell?
Well, I mean, you do, but it's okay.
You
Oh, you
didn't
do,
you
you
call
do.
Dick
No,
Are
a
you
example,
admitting that you
David.
lie then?
Hold on, didn't you call
Oh
Dick,
my
Dick
God,
as a
man.
pedophile?
Carry on.
Like, Aiko, shut the fuck up. Okay.
No, I think he's gonna sweep away from this. Resi does lie about people, but it's okay when he does it. Well, Parry does it. He's
Okay.
evil and bad fate, and we can do anything.
Okay, so
You
I'm just
can't
gonna say,
actually
no, I'm
state
sorry,
a
Parry.
single
You've
lie
said
on
some
full
fucking
documentary.
unhinged things about people. Are you denying
Name
this?
one. Name one thing.
You
Name one
called
thing.
Dick as a pedophile.
I didn't call Dick as a pedophile. I called him a molestation machine, and I rapped about it.
Yeah, a molestation machine for altar boys, which is the same as calling someone a pedophile. You
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like
no
that's
shit. Yeah, yes.
In my defense
okay, and there's a
as
difference
well,
between
can I
saying that
clarify
and then lying
on
about
the
my
stream
community. You
right
fucking
here,
have it.
right now, I need to say I was never Catholic.
Yeah, you're Presbyterian. I said you were Presbyterian.
I don't,
Okay, clear. I
Vickers,
said you were
I want to be clear.
Presbyterian.
I don't believe you because
What the fuck is a Presbyterian?
No,
It's the
Vickers,
religion
the
that
reality
David
is
Tennant's
a priest that looks just
parents
like you.
Do you mean
were
Presbyterian, you fucking
Yeah, that's what I meant.
respect?
Yes, yes, that's what I meant.
Presbyterian.
I will keep misspeaking.
Great
I
job
won't
moderating,
misspeak. Yeah, Beckett.
wait. What was that?
At least you're
I
not a
like the idea that's
pescatarian,
me.
right, Diggers?
I couldn't
That's a
hear
good
what.
one.
Oh,
That is a good
God
one.
forbid if I was a
Boing, boing.
Presbyterian.
I couldn't hear
Boing,
the
boing, tis.
accusation from over the screaming. What am I being accused
Oh,
of?
I said at least you're not a pescatarian.
Oh, yeah,
Not
that's-
that part.
I heard
That's all
Presbyterian.
he meant. Well, listen, Beckett. Basically, Resi wants to conflate me making jokes about how Dickers is the molestation machine that prowls the streets of Birmingham to find little boys to meet. Okay, he wants to conflate that between him just lying about my community and the way I engage with stuff, because he thinks that these two things are the same.
Pretend like you know where I fucking live, you weirdo.
Yeah,
because saying Birmingham is funny. Okay, Dickers. Okay.
Oh wait, no, Perry, you're flawed because I'm not lying about your community.
You are. You lie about mine. You're
I'm
obsessed with
literally
mine.
saying
Obsessed with
that several
Icos.
members of your community were engaged in a lolicon server with minors.
Yeah, but
What
they're
the
not
fuck
members
is
of
that
my community.
accusation?
They're members of the space, and you try to conflate that with me having an issue, and you say that they're harassing
Well,
you.
I'm saying that because I'm not
Resi,
saying you're a pedophile. I'm just saying it's very curious that you're surrounded by.
Yeah, you just try and deeply appreciate the abstract with these people
Isn't
when
that,
they're just generally in commentary,
I'm sorry.
etc.
Is this the weird accusation came out that the dude, the dog with the melon on its head or something, was like
the Marcus
this
guy?
Is a separate,
no, this is a different
Beckett,
Discord.
Beckett,
It's a different
about
pedo
3 days
Discord.
about 3 days after
Fuck me,
Harry and
okay.
his chosen one, Spinal BJ, and a bunch of people danced on Melon Dog's grave and shit. They basically got revealed for doing something significantly worse.
Oh, what?
So-
Spinal BJ? Was it a fucking lollipop? Oh, shocking. I don't know. I don't know.
No, well, the thing is, Beckett, the thing is, he's saying that I knew about this the whole time.
Yeah, but
when I
isn't
did review
Spinal
about the
like
server, I was
everyone's
in
in
it.
fucking-
I just
like-
said,
Harry,
It's
come
not
on,
like
man.
saying
You
you're-
should
I
defend
just said
Spinal BJ.
I-
You said that
I
Merc
did
was more
defend
likely to be a
Spinal BJ.
paedophile than Spinal BJ, and he was running a
I said
server
that
where
Merc- that's
maps
true,
and
that's true,
children
that's
were in the
true.
same fucking voice calls.
That's true. I
Come
still
on.
stand by that. Merc is way more of a danger. I didn't say he's more likely to be a pedophile. I said more likely to be a danger to kids, to be clear. She's more likely to be a danger.
What
So,
kind of
there you
danger?
go.
What, you going to drive drunk?
Well,
I mean,
maybe.
well, actually,
I mean,
Merc
you see
would
her
do that,
live
but
streams,
ignore
there you
that
go.
fact. Ignore that fact.
She molested Spanish people, you know, etc., etc. But the idea that, like, what? So I, like, fucking Spinal does a weird thing, even though I've criticized Spinal before, and that means that my community is filled with pedo people, and I knew about the weird pedo server that A had. It's just such a retarded extension that's what he's clearly doing.
Not
to try and
A,
justify
but Spinal
going after me.
had, to be fair. He was a head mod there,
Oh,
no?
Oh,
It
Spinal was
wasn't
ahead. I don't know. I didn't look into the situation.
It wasn't.
What the fuck?
I
You didn't
argue-
even
I
watch
wanna
the
look
fucking
into it.
content about it.
Let's be clear. It was not a pedo server. Well, okay, it was.
It's
a
not pedo
server-
server. I'm being charitable.
It was a
It
pedo
was
server.
it was-
Let's be real.
no,
Stop
I had
sweeping for
this-
pedos,
I had
Aiden.
this argument with Queenman. Okay, I think that the server was reckless in the sense that it had a minor attracted somebody who listed themselves as a minor attracted
So a
person
pedophile.
in a server with minors. I think that's
Okay,
more
Aiden, if you have a server where people are self-identifying as minor attracted
One person.
persons, wait, Spinal admitted to several.
I only saw one. There's only one that I know of.
Maybe they
Spinal
fled.
On,
I'm not-
Spinal On
I'm not
History
defending-
admitted to several. Like, this is
I'm not
just...
defending. Well, I'm not defending the server, by the way. I had Queenman went at me for going too hard on the server owner. So you know, I'm not,
Okay. Well, yeah, because
it's not-
Queenman
Wait, but you've got to
doesn't-
stop
Queenman
this,
doesn't-
dude.
Well, no,
It's not
because
about
Queenman
a
doesn't
server.
view lolicon as like pedophilia, and he's made his arguments as to
Well,
why.
no,
That's,
it
like,
would be. It
long
would
set.
be if it was like an actual like lolly server where they had minors in there. But my understanding is, it was a general server
Mhm.
that started between a few friends that were around like 18 to 21 or something.
Uh-huh.
It started with a few friends like that, and they had friends that were under 18 already, pre-existing friendships with these people, and they invited those, and the server just gradually expanded over time. Eventually, there's a couple of maps in there, and they have a
And-
private porn section where they talk about porn and jerk
Well,
off
it
to porn games together. But the minors aren't in the private porn section.
So,
And obviously, once it's raised, all the minors get banned.
yeah,
Hold
so
on.
the problem...
Yeah, but
in
they
the-
are in
Hold on,
voice
Shut
no,
the
no,
fuck
no,
up.
no, no,
All of you,
excuse me,
shut
excuse me,
the
excuse
fuck
me.
up. Hold on. No, shut up. Shut
Let
up.
Beckett speak.
I'm sorry.
No,
what
no,
do you
Queenman
mean? What do
actually-
you?
there is-
Shut up, Resi, or I'll mute you. What do you mean there was a server with fucking maps in it, and it was like, well, the minors were banned? Like, is that not a pedo server then? By definition, is that not like exactly what the
Well,
accusation is?
Wait, no,
We
no,
argued
wait.
about
no,
this.
There's a difference between there being a server that's about being a pedophile or is about pedophilia versus there is a server that has both pedophiles and minors in it. That's probably like, you know, a significant percentage of Discord servers have both pedophiles and minors in them.
You just
to be honest
described
with
it as a map,
Okay,
like
somebody
a
send this
section
clip to
where the
Geek.
maps
Somebody
had
send
their
this
own
clip to
porn
Geek.
chat.
If
Like,
I
what
can-
is going on?
Excuse me. No, there is
Yeah,
one
so
problem. No,
they
there
added
is
a-
one problem with what Queenman's saying is that there was not moderation for minors. before all this blew up. That was revealed during the Smile BJ call that day.
Yes, and the owner
No,
was
I-
obfuscating when I spoke to him about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like they literally were trying to obfuscate and act like, oh, we weren't doing these things.
Okay, why? How do we know that? Wait, so what we're saying? Spinal said that they only moderated that day.
Well, no, it wasn't Spinal. It was AAAA 14As or whatever the fuck his name
Yes,
is.
but
He said they only banned them that day. He said they only
yeah,
banned them that
I-
day.
Well, no,
but
he
I-
said that he only banned them, but they were trying to intimate that the minors were not able to access the voice calls, and then
And they
they
were.
banned them that day because there was no such rule
I know.
that blocked
No,
them
I
from
think
doing
I know what happened better than you do or something, because my understanding is basically that there were two separate channels or two separate sets of channels. They had a porn channel that got added at some point that minors couldn't access, but they could always access the voice call in the main section. That was my understanding.
I
but
believe...
by
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
by being able to access the main porn section, you've created.
No, they can't access. I don't think they can access.
Not
the
the
main
sorry,
porn
no,
section, can they?
sorry, not the main. I mean the public VC. My bad. By being able to access the public VC, you've put them in a scenario now where minor attracted persons or
Yes,
self-identified.
I agree with
minor
this.
persons
Yes, the reckless thing
can
I
engage
totally
with
agree with.
minors.
But the idea that it's a pedo server, you're like trying to say that it's a server that's set up to groom kids. That is what you're saying there.
No,
That's
it's
obviously
not.
not the case. It's a bunch of fucking 20-year-olds that had friends that were as young as like 17, 16 and shit. Like I don't.
So it's not
I
the
don't see
it's not
that
the purpose of the server. It's just incidental.
It created a
Well,
reckless
it
situation.
it didn't even happen. It didn't even happen.
It just
We haven't been shown that.
it's just kind of an
accident.
accident. It's an accident.
I'm sorry. Okay,
Well,
just so we're clear, can we just reel back?
This
Are
is
you
the case, then,
telling
like
me?
so many Discord servers are pedophile servers?
Yeah, but okay, but you
so
talking
many.
about like self-identified maps with a porn?
What I'm saying is there was one trans Twitch streamer that identified that at some point changed their flag on their profile picture, allegedly changed their flag on their profile picture from trans to map. They're like colored flag on their profile picture. And that happened at some point apparently, and that person is identified as a map.
Okay, was
Now
that
I believe
person
that
kicked?
Spinal actually said that there were several people in the server who self-identified
He
as
got it
maps.
wrong. He didn't know what he was talking about. There's only been one I could find.
But they did have a child
didn't know
role,
that, huh?
right? They had a minor role. It was
Yeah.
it was shown separately to the other roles in the sidebar, right?
Yeah, and I argued that creates a really reckless situation.
No, that's fine. I'm not accusing you of being a pedophile, Aiden. To be clear, you looked like too much of a child to be a pedophile, but just pointing that out.
No, I'm not. No,
Oh, he
I
gets
wasn't in
them.
the server. I wasn't in the server. I'm not saying you're accusing me of anything. I'm
Wait,
saying
who was in
I-
the server?
I interrogated the
It
owner
was,
as a result
it
of hearing
was
about this.
Literally
Smile
just like
BJ,
some
Hickory,
total
and AAA.
random and Spinal BJ, I think. It's my
I
understanding.
think Parry as well.
Oh, Parry.
I was
Perry-
not in the
Perry-
server,
no,
dude.
Perry
What the
was never in
fuck?
the server. Perry was
on the
never
server.
in the server.
Okay,
I didn't know it
Perry,
existed.
what the
But
fuck
Resi
are
wants
we-
to like impugn
okay.
me using it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
you
just
knew
think
it
it's
was
curious you
existed.
didn't know it existed.
I think it's a
but
bit
as far
weird
as I
that
can
you,
tell,
that
there
you
is no
exist and the
evidence.
server exists.
There is no
Okay,
evidence
man.
you were in the server. There was no evidence.
Or knew
Okay,
about
so why
it,
is it
or
curious that
fucking
he knew
cared
about it?
about
When
it.
did he know about it? Like, and how would he know what was
I
in
knew
it?
about
Same
it
day the
when the
rest of
fucking
us did.
Spiral stream.
Same day the
I
rest
didn't,
of us
yeah.
did.
He was
Okay.
using it to attack
Out
me
of
and say I have a
mind.
pedo harassment community. It's so gay. It's so gay. and
True,
pathetic.
Resi defending Parry, bridge mended. Awesome.
I mean, no, I'm
Um,
gonna actually block him after this, so like you're good.
I don't message you. Why would you? Oh, I guess I messaged
No,
you
you
to
did.
call me
You
when
did
were
message
talking
me,
about
Harry.
me.
You did message me. You called.
Yeah, I
me,
said
you-
call in
you-
to confront me. You fucking
Let-
loser.
let
Yeah,
me-
I said
let me
that.
find no, it wasn't calling to confront me. You called me, and then you said.
Yeah,
let me-
I said
let me
call
see
me.
if
Why
can
would I do
find
that?
this.
Now, obviously, you can find his. I can't find your DMs where you're saying it's all content, dude. I don't even care about the ICO stuff, and then you
Well, no,
spend
you
weeks
can't
and
do
weeks
that
talking
because
about
You
it.
can't do that because I deleted them, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. And then I said you're a loser, and I stand by that.
Was it just the year? I think it could be
Well,
just your.
oh, I deleted DMs. Yeah, that's what you're gonna get at. Very, very telling mind. Very telling where your mind goes. But no, I do not spend all day being
We
a gay
bring in a
retard.
Pepsi
The way
community
you
member to
and
defend
your
the
fat
community.
girl-
Oh yeah, no, you did
Oh.
just say
I'm
you are a loser! Exclamation point. That is what you said after I didn't answer your call at 8:30 and 8:41 in
Yep.
the morning.
Yep,
8:44 in the morning. Sorry.
yep,
Yep.
And you are, and I think we can all
Okay.
see that now.
Cool. And you have a pedo adjacent community.
See what I mean? You're just gonna keep like
I'm gonna
conflating
keep
this fucking
saying
retarded
things.
A
I'm just gonna
server,
keep saying shit,
or just
yeah.
out. You're actively
Just
saying
gonna
that you're
keep
just
saying
lying.
shit. Just gonna keep saying shit. Yeah.
It's like you're saying, yeah, I am gonna
I'm
lie.
not
Yeah, but my
lying.
point is
I'm
that why
also
should
not
anyone
lying.
take you seriously? Why should anyone engage with you? Why should you exist? Right? It's like pathetic.
I mean, again, Perry, I don't make my content about like trying to.
I talk about politics all day. I just happen to like have a
don't
spurg
talk
out
about
every single
politics.
stream about you and
I
Ico.
don't.
Okay,
I
man.
don't talk about politics every day.
Well, that's what you were saying. You're saying, I'm going to talk about serious stuff. I don't care about this.
No, I'm
I don't
not
care
even
about this
saying that. Like I talk about
transphobia
serious
stuff anymore.
I just don't seek out conversations. Like I don't know what to tell you.
No, you just like vague post about it in every single stream while saying that you're above it all. That's what you do.
Can I ask
Yes.
something? You guys alluded to a transphobia conversation. Was this?
It's
Resi-
I can send it to you.
Was the premise of this Resi accusing Chud of being transphobic?
No,
No,
it was
me.
It was
Resi accusing Ico
Accusing
of being and
my
Ico's
coverage.
accusing Chud.
And I said that Ico's
Chud.
lane of attack I felt had a vibe of transphobia.
Would you? Okay. Can
He
you
said it
just
was
explain
in the same way
what
Ethan
the
was
I need to
Islamophobic.
sweep for
That was
this,
his
okay?
point.
I need to sweep for this, okay?
Oh my
What
God,
Reservoir
dude.
was saying is that it was transphobic, or had the flavor of transphobia, in the same way that Ethan Klein has the flavor of Islamophobia,
Yeah,
bearing
that's
in
the
mind
issue.
that
That's a
Reservoir
retarded point.
doesn't
Wait.
think that Reservoir doesn't think that Ethan Klein actually is Islamophobic.
But the
I
comparison
pointed
doesn't
out
make
to him
sense
the
either.
fact
It's a
that
faulty
the
comparison.
allegations of Islamophobia are there, and obviously with the Ramadan stuff, right, which would turn out to be bullshit, but whatever. And Reservoir said, yes, he was wrong, and that was a bad way
I
to
don't think it's
describe
proven
it.
that.
Sweep
turned out to be
over.
Bullshit, but
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think-
just gonna be clear. I don't think that Ethan is trans. I don't even necessarily fully think. I think again he has the flavor of it, but I think he uses a lot of.
No, I'm-
normalized- Oh, I know. I'm just
Okay,
explaining myself.
but now talk about Ico. Just
Well, yeah, my argument is that the argument that Ico was using against Chud, which was basically what I constitute to be a shame argument, right? Was shaming him for his sexual attraction to trans
Nope.
individuals.
Nope, not at
That
all.
is-
Exactly.
I was
It's just not a
shaming him
comparable
for-
situation.
That is
I
what
was-
I was
I was-
trying to
Ico
communicate.
That's what you were saying, and you were wrong about the
I-
facts.
Guys, shut up. Let
I-
Ico answer.
I was shaming and mocking Chud for his trans tent, his coverage that he does, which is absolutely influenced by his shame in getting caught sexting a trans person.
I agree
In my
with that.
opinion.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
That's very
So
I
accurate.
disagree with
I'm
that.
mocking him not for being attracted to trans people, but for coping, for saying that he was groomed, essentially, not denying it. I asked him, do you believe that you were groomed by trans people into being sexually attracted to one? And he said, nice try. I don't talk about my personal blah, blah, blah. And not even a little bit of a no, okay?
He was responding to the previous question too. I feel like that's important. He did respond to like
Oh.
the previous question, and then
Yes.
that one he wouldn't respond to.
Yes, he responded to the previous one, which I asked him, do you believe that, or do you think that maybe your evolving takes on trans people have anything to do with being caught sexting a trans person? And then he went off for about 10 minutes going in depth about his takes. And then I asked him about being groomed. That's when he didn't want to talk about it. So
Wait, hold on.
everything
Quickly,
that I'm
did
covering.
he respond? To clarify, was that first question he responded to from you?
Yes.
Okay, and then he didn't respond. I mean,
The second one, he said, nice try, Ico.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Chud has intonated similar sort of sentiments before, that he feels like he was tricked into liking trans
Yeah.
people.
Okay, am I
Not
crazy,
really.
or is there something about it being COVID that like he was stuck inside during COVID?
He said something about
COVID,
those
you've
Am I
been
lines.
hallucinating
browsing-
that?
browsing
I am
He was in a
not.
cult.
I am not
Yeah.
fucking having you freaks gawk investigate Chud on my stream. We're actually not doing that. Okay.
I don't think investigations
But
have to
yeah,
be held.
so
I think people have
we-
investigated and come to determinations.
Yeah, because
Can we
because-
agree,
Beckett- but wait,
though?
Beckett,
Do you-
why can't
No,
we
can we-
investigate
can
that on
we-
your stream?
Can we
I was just gonna say, Ico's a rich
agree?
freak.
Don't
That's it.
derail. Let's not derail
It's
with
feeling
this.
sexist.
It
You
doesn't
guys are
matter.
talking over Ico. Let Ico finish, please.
Thank you. I just want. Can we all agree? I don't think that mocking Chud for his coping about being groomed instead of just not even talking about it, living his life. Like, I'm not shaming him for being attracted to trans people.
Admitting he's bisexual, maybe. If it's,
He doesn't have to say anything. It's just he's on this campaign of cope. I'm making fun of the cope not being attracted to a trans person. Does anyone disagree?
No.
Resi?
What? I'm sorry.
It's like,
I
prison gay, but the prison was his
yeah,
home
I
during COVID.
I don't
right?
even think
You're
it's prison
coping
gay.
so hard,
I
dude.
think that he's
No,
actually
talk about
just
what I'm talking about. What
And is
I'm
it
talking about
transphobic in the same way Ethan is
It-
Islamophobic or whatever?
is, yes, comparing me to Ethan Klein and Islamophobia
again,
is insane.
you're-
But
yes, because
so
you
what
are
I'm saying,
incapable-
no,
because
I don't care. I don't
you're
care. I don't care.
incapable of
Answer what I
understanding
was
what I said
asking.
there. So
It was very clear what you
Do
said.
you
It's
think
just
what I
stupid.
just said,
It's very
what
clear I
my
said it.
overall point is, what I'm doing, which is mocking his cope about his engagement with trans people, making fun of his cope, not about his sexual attraction to them. Do you
Well, then
think
how is
that's
it- how is it a-
transphobic?
How is it a cope if it's about his sexual attraction?
No, he's mocking them. He's saying that he called ContraPoints a wolf in sheep's clothing. He goes on about the AGP, how they are brainwashing, like him saying that as a man in his mid-30s, not isolated, just online, being friends with trans people is being groomed by the left into being attracted to trans people. I think that's insane. I'm making fun of that. So is that transphobic?
What? Are you saying is Chud transphobic or the way
No.
you're
Am
mocking
I
him? I'm sorry.
transphobic? You said I was
I said
had
no,
a
I know,
flavor of
very clearly-
transphobia.
I have very clearly said over and over again, I find the argument to have the airs of transphobia. I'm
Again,
not
what I
telling you-
just
It's
said.
such
You
pathetic
think
one.
that
You're
what I
You're
just
reframing
said?
this for yourself.
No, I'm not. That's exactly
Yes, you
Queeman was
are. This is
listening.
your
Queeman, you
argument.
saw my
You are
coverage. Come
reframing-
on.
No, wait. You are reframing my statements about Ethan Klein's Islamophobia to go ahead and be a full encompassment of himself when I'm specifically saying he has actions that carry the airs of that. And that is the comparison that I
think he's
made.
Yeah, but
Islamophobic.
do Aiko's actions
Okay, well, that's
have the
great. Do
airs
I
of
think he's
transphobia, yes or
Islamophobic,
no?
Aiko? Do I
The
think
point
he's
is, do
Islamophobic?
Aiko's
I don't-
actions have the airs of transphobia? Do they? Yes or no?
To me,
Islamophobia.
yeah, they did.
To you,
The way
yes.
that
And
she
the issues
was
do,
Now-
yes.
now-
But everyone else
arguing
sees it as being
now-
no. That's the issue.
the way, okay, well, guess what? I didn't. And I argued with Ike about it for 2 hours. And then at the end of it, we agreed to disagree. The next day on stream, a lot of my chatters asked, why are you letting Aiko walk over you with all this? And I'm just like, because she wants to do what she wants to do. Then she saw the 2-minute clips where I'm like, yeah, everybody's transphobic, like Queeman
No,
and
you
Silo
said-
and all that, because
No,
we employ
not what
the
you
language
said.
of gawk chasing. When we say gawk
Mm.
chaser,
Oh,
there
now
is
we
an
all
employment
are
of that.
transphobic.
I
We're
said
all
chaser.
Yes.
transphobic.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
saying.
so it's never about
Okay,
me.
so
It's-
if it
there's
was
always-
1910 and I called somebody a body part that is below the waist, the knee, and then I asked if it growed, right? Would that make me a racist
True.
for 1910?
This is such
I don't know
a
what the fuck
horrible
you're
comparison,
talking
man.
about.
I
I don't
don't
know
Not
what
at
the
all,
fuck
right?
you're talking about. I don't care.
I know you
Is
can't.
Can I
what
say
I
the
was
word?
actually doing
No, you can't
transphobic?
say the word.
Do you
I'm
still
let me end my
presently think
Twitch
it's
stream.
transphobic?
Oh, I'm on kick.
Wait, I didn't even
Go
hear
nuts,
what you
guys.
said.
Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
know.
Negro-
I'm
No,
off kick.
sorry.
I'm off Twitch.
Who
You
just
don't
said
have to worry.
that?
Go ahead.
I forgot that Resi was on. Becky was
I
on
literally
YouTube.
just
Pardon me.
ended my Twitch.
Somebody
I
please-
I literally,
sorry,
as
Resi.
you said that, I
I'm
ended
so
the Twitch
sorry.
stream. No, as you said that, I ended the Twitch stream. Everything's fine. No big deal.
That's fine.
Wow, so
Yeah.
cool. Okay, can you
Watch
answer?
yourself.
Can you answer?
did.
Do you think
I
what
just
I
did.
No, so you still think
said,
what I
yeah,
was doing is
still
transphobic?
think- I still think the argument you're making has the airs of transphobia to me.
Okay, that's
Aiko.
your problem. No one else
Okay,
agrees
I
with you,
know
so
it's
that's fine with me.
That's fine, Aiko.
It's your problem, and you've hated Aiko ever since, and you've hurt your
Yeah,
own
so it's-
relationship.
It seems
Because
like
you got confronted about it on stream and embarrassed.
everything that you say, there is an absolute counter to it. So you just be like, oh, I don't like you, and that's fine. You don't have to say I'm doing anything wrong, because I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not doing anything.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
Like you, then. Is
I
that
don't
all
like
right?
Then
you
why do you
either.
keep saying she does stuff wrong on your stream
You
and
are a
vape posting about
fake,
her?
weak
Next.
bitch. Okay? You
Okay.
could have just told me you didn't want to be friends. Okay? You left me hanging
Yes,
for
and I
no
should've
reason.
done- and you
you
know
don't
what?
treat me with
here,
respect as a
I
fucking
don't.
person.
I absolutely don't, and I should have told
Why?
you earlier. I can absolutely admit that I probably should have told you earlier, but I had like some personal issues that I was like thinking about with it, and then at one point I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to continue this
Listen,
thing. specifically after you
listen.
said that Smug and Perry were trying to separate us. And
They
then,
were. What are you talking about?
Well, no, but that's like one of the
They were
last few-
coming. They were DMing me about you. Yeah. Why would that? Why would that even matter if I was saying that? You
because
don't like
I had
either of them, right?
Yeah, and I had a fundamental issue with you. That's why I was like, hey, I don't want you to keep defending me when I don't think I'm gonna defend you on things.
Okay, which is
So I made it
pathetic.
clear. Okay,
Absolutely
that's fine.
pathetic
That's
that I
fine,
had to reach
Michael.
out to you.
Okay.
That's fine. If I had known you were even on the fence about being friends with me during this time, I would have ended that shit right away. You think I don't have other fucking friends that I would need to beg you to be my fucking friend? Because you're a fucking loser, okay? You don't even have a good excuse.
And the coward. And the
Aiko,
coward.
excuse me.
And the
Wait,
liar.
no, Aiko, excuse me. Was it not very early
bring the
on that I
temperature
said-
down?
I literally said to you, I
Loser
wasn't
says what? What?
I literally said to you when this started that I wasn't necessarily sure we were going to be able to work this out. Did I not say
No,
that
you
early
said
on?
that, and then you DM'd me later after talking to Dickers, and you were like, I love you. I want to go to the beach. I'm going to do this
Yes.
because I care about you and you're my
Yep.
friend, and I hate that you're upset.
Oh,
Nothing after that.
Yes, I did all those things. I've owned
That's
up
the
to that.
last that I heard of it. I was waiting. I was patient. You were like, I don't deserve your kindness. You were like grateful that I was extending you this
Resi,
time.
how many times in a row did you say I love you? It's key to hit that.
I
multiple
think
times
I,
in a row.
I,
Nonsense
based on- I
information.
think it was like 19 or something like that. So yeah, I'm like
He's
double-
memeing out to the fact that he had a fucking meltdown.
through.
Yeah, dude. I honestly, I couldn't figure it out. Yeah.
So is
Did you
this
ever?
all boil down to Resi is dating Yoko Ono?
Yes.
Oh yeah, partially.
I mean, I
They
think
won't
it's
admit it.
very weird
He's
that she
pretending
sends
to
all these
admit.
DMs to Perry.
Yeah. And then there's like a spurg in my chat, and seems to be repeating the same arguments you're making here.
Well,
Seems like you and them
Okay,
act as
to
a
be
single
fair,
unit.
to be fair, she's a
Yeah.
spurg in everyone's chat, right?
Yeah.
No, I know, but she's a spurg in my
Like,
DMs.
insane.
We have a special
Yeah,
relationship.
in DMs.
Yeah, my girlfriend's a weird freak. Yes, I'm copying every single one of her arguments. Yes, I'm
I
ruining
mean,
my
it
relationships.
seems like
What's your
flirting
problem,
to me,
guys?
to be
Okay,
perfectly
Resi.
honest. It seems very like weird, like childlike. I'm gonna punch you in the arm and see what you do about it. Very,
I don't
very
get that.
weird.
Wait,
What's
she's
that
Freaking
coming
me out.
for
No,
my
you,
man?
Aiko, you can unblock her and tell her that. That's fine too.
Oh, I don't care. She's a freak, and I
Alright,
don't
well,
want to
then cool.
talk about
Stop
her.
it. Then
Talk to
stop
her.
caring.
Sorry,
Then
talk.
Stop caring. Then stop caring.
No, I think it's weird. You're here.
Okay.
Perry's
Well,
here, so I'm
Aiko,
just
do
saying
you
it
think
now.
that the way that you talk
I
about Duck
think
has
we're
maybe
at the
impacted
end.
your relationship with Reservoir?
Actually,
this really-
no. No,
I
I
think
haven't
this is
because
really
I
the
stopped
reason.
talking about her. No, I stopped talking about her this
Motherfucking
entire
stupid
time
reason,
of them being together,
Mm.
okay?
No,
The
that's
entire
not
time-
true.
Yeah, it's just a fucking
That is
lie, but I don't
absolutely
really
not
care.
true, huh? Aiko.
No, I mean like talking. Okay, no, I'm
Lying.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Everyone
sorry.
leak Aiko's
I'm sorry. I'm
DMs to
sorry.
tip
I'm not
principals.
thinking. I'm not thinking in the.
Yeah, you're never fucking thinking.
Okay.
Are we good here?
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
are we
yeah,
good?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
unnecessary.
Resi
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
run, Resi trying to
Yeah,
run.
yeah,
He's a coward.
Yeah, yeah. Run if
Resi
you
trying
want.
to
You
rape.
think you
Resi
got
trying
a
to rape.
little tiny. When you're right. I forgot that I do. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You talk
but I
about
wasn't
Duck
going
Bringer
hard.
quite frequently.
I was
okay?
not
I
going
mean,
hard
be
on
honest.
her. I was
Yeah.
leaving
just
room
say some of the
for
things
them.
you've been saying about Duck
Duck
Bringer.
has been-
Okay.
Wake up. Yes, I know, Aiko. I get it.
Dickers,
Oh.
I swear to everyone when
What? I don't care if you fucking break
I
up.
can't hear you, Aiden. I don't care.
You're my orbiter.
Aiden, you were saying?
I was gonna say, I think
Please
I speak
don't,
for everyone
Harry.
when I said
You're such a
Dickers,
fucking brand
you need
nose.
to-
Jesus
you
Christ.
need to
Resi,
leave the call.
Aiko, what were you saying about Reservoir's girlfriend? Go on.
I try to facilitate the conversation, whereas you're just trying to fucking be a loser.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Aiden! Say something, etc.
I think we need to do something about the stickers guy, to be honest.
Can you kick Parry out the call, please?
No.
All right.
Yeah, he's
Don't
being
take
ironic,
Harry.
guys, when he
Don't
says
take
that.
Harry.
Totally
It's
ironic.
more funny this way,
Reservoir.
you know? Yes,
Totally
Aiko,
ironic when he
Aiko,
tries
please
copy
go
content.
on. What have you said about Duckbringer? Be honest.
I don't. I mean, she's a meddling freak. She's like she'll just do random. Honestly, I think she didn't started really not liking me or had a real problem with me. I think things took a turn when after that talk with Perry, when me and Resi went on and on Perry's stream, she wanted to like be an intermediary for us, working things out, working out the bridge and stuff. And when I was like, I'm not.
Are you gonna bring up that
talking
Sunday
to
tried
you,
to do the
I don't.
exact same thing?
Whoa, don't interrupt her. Come on, man.
You can. That's whatever the fuck you're talking about later. Okay, Jace. Wait. What was I just saying? What was this? What was
It
I
was
in the
about
middle of saying before
Sunday,
that?
or about how Duckbringer was being an intermediary.
Oh yeah. When I was like, I'll deal with this with Resi directly. She she sent me this DM being like, I think you guys are just talking past each other, blah, blah, blah. I didn't respond. 24 hours later, she was in your chat, Perry, going off about how
yeah.
I forget what she was saying. She was talking shit about me in your chat, and that's, yeah.
And then you called in, etc. And then obviously she spurred out, etc., etc. I don't remember the exact details. It's kind of like a blur.
Yeah.
Now, I will be fair,
okay?
okay?
Shut up,
Duckbringer
Vickers.
is a weight around Reserveir's neck.
Mm-hmm.
Is Reserveir's friend, okay? I will say, Duckbringer gotta chill.
Really.
Why?
I feel like Duckbringer's going crazy style. Jason, if you don't know.
Did you ever confront Resi for repeating your mistake with Stardust, or did you just like sit quietly when you had him on stream?
No, we talked about it in private.
And is Beckett asleep? That's the second question I have.
No,
Beckett, are you
Beckett's
in?
not asleep. We talked about it in
Okay.
private.
You talked about it in private, so you're like a coward loser. Okay, that's epic. That's epic.
Okay.
Wait, what did we talk about in private? Sorry, what, Perry?
Well, apparently, Resi is saying you talked about how you and Stardust are like him and Duck.
Stuff. If we talked about the Stardust stuff with regards to Duck.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I said, yeah, we talked about it in private. Yeah.
What was the Sunday thing you were saying?
Did Sunday not try to get us together to fix this thing?
Yeah, he did. And
yeah, so there are other people as well as Duck that didn't want us to argue, which is also why we're here right now. Right?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not the point. The point is that she wasn't. I didn't let her, and I think she had a problem with that, right?
Did end up blocking her, and
yes, because she was. Right? I didn't answer her for 24 hours, and then she's spurging in Perry's chat. After she was yelling at me for talking to Perry when he's transphobic. Oh, I forgot. There's so many layers to this. She was like, why are you going and talking to Perry? He's transphobic. And so, yeah, another layer onto the I'm supporting transphobia argument. So
isn't Perry dating somebody?
You can understand why that would be particularly hurtful to Duckbringer, though, right?
Oh.
I don't give a fuck about Duckbringer. I only treated her like a person because of Resi. That's literally it from day one. Yes. So I don't So are we clear, Dickers?
Yeah, I think we're all
clear
on all of this.
I just wanted you to accept it might be particularly painful to her to hear you talk about
Dickers, you're sweeping so hard, it's unreal, man.
No, he's totally memeing, guys. He's not sweeping or anything for Resi. He's just memeing for
close to calling you the K-slur. I swear to God.
He's beaming out of it right now. Resi told Dickers everything he knows.
No,
I also want to say I apologize. I am sorry. I'm sorry for saying that. I didn't really talk about Duck during thinking that Resi and I were friends. I literally I'm apologizing to the general public for saying that because I was wrong. I think so little of her that I forgot. So
we forgive you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cool.
But she's Duckbringer is like still insane. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, very well aware.
I hope you're paying for therapy.
Okay, well, I feel like we've reached a natural lull in the conversation, which is awesome.
Beckett, were you about to say mended the bridge?
No, because there's no. I don't think
he admits he's being a loser, and then he's like, "Yeah, I am a loser," and there's nowhere else to move on. I agree, Beckett.
You good? You done? Awesome. Right. Okay. Cool. Thank you all for coming to hang out. Have a good rest of your week. I'd give you final words, but I don't care.
You're cooking content
Peace.
right now.
Okay. Okay. Fuck. I gave the opportunity to end early. I said if someone would give me $50, no one did. That's fine. It's fine. Rain nearly did. You talked them out of it. That's fine. That's fine. Fuck me. Okay, cool. I don't think there's anyone to raid you into. Let me check though. Let me check. I'll do the reasonable thing. No, it's cool. I didn't actually expect anything. I just wanted to provide the option. I wanted to provide the option. So dumb. Oh wait, is Resi still alive? Oh, he's also left the call. Okay, cool. Well, I'm not gonna raid him. Wait, Beckett, read your super chats. Yes, I will. Don't worry. I will read the super chats. What was that? I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't not read super chats, okay? I gave you a sticker earlier as well. I didn't set any goals for this other than this like last one anyway. Let's go chat. Let's have a little look see at chat, shall we? Right, okay. Lovely. Read these at the beginning, but we'll do all of them. Beckett, congrats on your and Diesel's kid. He let the cat out of the bag that he's pregnant with your kid earlier. Thanks, anime. Shell with the gifted 1 Cope and Seed membership, much appreciated. Melman with a 2, this is madness, I like it. That was for earlier stuff. Hamish is the flowchart or diagram for a demon summoning ritual. Possibly true. We've read many of these actually, haven't we? Okay. Right, I think it's rotting was the next one. Actually, this is so much charity it needs tax audits. Beckett, thanks, Spencer. Rotting watched a baseball game, drew gesture drawing the entire time. Been a good night. I'm glad to hear that, Rotting. Spencer Howard with the 5. Willie has a degree that isn't totally worthless. His level of education isn't PhD level, but this amount of selective stupidity strains all credibility. So the 5, buddy. Spencer with the 2. Bad Empanada is no worse than Destiny or Ethan in practice. I disagree with you. I think it is worse, though. Again, like, fuck Destiny. I don't know enough about Ethan's history to really make comments on that. I don't care. Spencer Howard with 5. The best faith take for Willie is he's so incompetent so frequently that it's negligent, convenient errors that's all benefit one side consistently. Dude, Spencer hates Willie today. Well, most days, let's be fair. My wife was robbed. I need to recuse myself from covering it because I'm obviously biased. I can't publicize it or advocate on her behalf. Hold on. Isn't it like you can't get someone's wife to testify against them? Isn't that actually a thing? Am I going fucking crazy? Where are my Lord Tubers at? Thank you for the 5. Willie got the IDF assigned wife package. Jesus fucking Christ. Kickin' with the 20 Swedish crowns. Chat, have some stickers. Much appreciated. There you go, guys. Have another mini sticker, okay? I may have spunked out. No worries, Spencer. You're based. You're fine. Thank you for the 2, buddy. This is Kino. Listen, it was a good fight. I enjoyed it. It was interesting. Chateau Plastique with the 5. Thanks for the entertaining start to the day. No idea what's going on, but it seems informative. It was not. Fucking hell, guys. Okay, I'm gonna have a cigarette quickly before I get the fuck out of here. God, this stream was shit. I didn't even get to really talk about the fucking schizo chart. And I know what I'm gonna hear about it. I'm gonna be here. Oh, Willie Mack got criticized. Willie Mack got criticized on Beckett's stream. What's Beckett doing? Oz was just like, what did you do to deserve this? Oh, fucking nice. And I do it to myself. Chart hurt my head and eyes. Yeah, it's a fucking mess. I don't know. Look, everyone's bored at the moment. Drama's very boring. Everyone's eating each other. We're in the cannibalism stage of content, I'm afraid. Bye, Beckett. Have a nice day. Letters, Serena. I don't feel like this was even a Beckett stream. This wasn't. This was me just letting them shout at each other. I tuned that conversation out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was sat here DMing people. I was doing other shit. I just did not pay attention to it at all. It's like whatever. There was some pretty. Do I need to? I don't think I need to censor it. Most of chat tuned to Outlaw. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty standard. That's pretty standard. Jesus. Oh, fuck me. Okay. I haven't slept in 30 hours, and I know way too much of the details discussed. Yeah, the Willie stuff's weird. I get where Willie's coming from with how fucking annoyed he is. Is it malice? I think he certainly fucking hates Just Dog. I can't say I blame him in some respects, but like, I also can't blame Just Dog for his response. So that's sort of whatever, really. Dude. Fucking endless sweeping accusations. I'm so tired of the fucking... I fucking hate this commentary Civil War shit. I really do. I think it's so gay. Just never ending fucking snipe posting at each other. This is going to get replayed in so many streams tomorrow. Tommy C, Queeman, again. Do you know what? Most people... Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? Who cares? Beckett, can you look for the fucking god to cover something innocuous next time that will not give me headaches? I thought this was going to be a nice peaceful stream. I thought this was going to be very chilled out, okay? I didn't think it would lead to this. I would have fucking done it if I did. I thought it was going to be very calm and relaxing. I did DM a bit with Just Oak as well. I think wrong or evil is probably the wrong way to put it. Or like bad phrasing. I think my core like criticism, I guess, with looking at advocacy stuff, just to like sort of wrap this bit up, is I think the word I'd use is maybe like irresponsible or unwise. But I don't think that's like Just Ilk's damned forever or some fucking shit. It's not how I viewed any of this. Though it is fun watching chat turn on Queerman and call him Sweeper. It's always enjoyable. I get it started because I let people in the VC. Yeah, that's true. Well, it started off this fucking argument over like fucking what Willie had been tweeting, and I'm like, it's not a great look, but whatever. I don't think it's malice. I think it's just him not thinking. Oh, okay. You owe us a gaming stream? I was going to do a gaming stream. I'm probably going to do a gaming stream with Arcani at some point this week. Maybe I'll do that Friday. Because there's a lot of games industry stuff that's happened. Which I want to talk about. Like the stuff at Microsoft. And I think some shit's happening with Ubisoft as well that I want to talk about. So might do a gaming stream, play some Titanfall, and do that with Arcani, our resident games industry expert person. I think that isn't much of a problem beyond the optics. The difference between very close friends and romantic partner is negligible in this situation. I agree with you it being on the optics issue. Like, I think that's a fair way to put it. But I don't entirely agree with you. I think in its being negligible. I don't think that's true. I think it is a significant difference, especially with the way this came out to the public. I think that it's, providing that kind of ammunition against when it's Destiny is very fucking stupid. I think maybe intangible be a better expression. Possibly, yeah. I think my take on it's been pretty consistent. I think it pretty much lines up with Chud's in many ways as well, and I saw some of his coverage in that I think it's really retarded. It is 2 a.m. and I'm so excited to fall asleep to this stream. If you can sleep through whatever the fuck that was, fucking let me know, because that's a skill in itself. I'm procrastinating a bit. I'm meant to be working on a video, and I can't get my head into the game. Can't get my head into the game of making this fucking lore video. Probably do more at the weekend. If you really want a peaceful stream, you could do a Daggerheart OGL stream. No screaming drama there. I don't know what that is, but I'll assume there is drama for it. People can like at me this stuff on Twitter or DM me. My DMs are open if there's something that's worth covering. I want to look at some of this VTuber stuff, but I want to see more come out about it first and kind of do a comprehensive stream. Honestly, all that arguing really makes the ADHD go burr in the calming way. Yeah, I like occasional blood sports. Although it's very retarded. Fuck me. Okay. I also know way too much about the VTuber drama. The VTuber I've been following pretty closely, but I want something like, apparently there's a doc or something. I want something that I can kind of pick through and go, here are the VTubers affected, here's what the accusations are, here's kind of everything lined out. I need to look at the stream of, I've forgotten her name, talking to kind of like the head of this thing. Happy friends on acid. Jesus. Okay, cool. Listen, I'm getting out of here. This has been really fun. No, it hasn't. It's been fucking terrible. What am I talking about? Please go have a good rest of your week. I will see you guys in a couple of days. Peace out and take care. Layers.